It's President's Day.
President's Day.
Oh,
Or no.
it's Washington's birthday.
Hey,
I
don't
care about
for
that.
me,
Hey.
it's just my.
No.
It's Friday. It's Open Comms. Welcome.
Hi.
We did it.
my
hey.
day. Yeah. We missing
Yeah,
something?
it's all yeah. So I was sitting there looking. This is weird. I looked at the other few days. So Monday's President's Day in the States, but there are some states that don't. So Louisiana is one of them. North Carolina is one of them.
That's because of fucking slavery, bro. They don't
It's a
respect the
national
My
all the-
president.
Iowa's
I
another.
didn't vote
Iowa's
for
another
him.
one. Now that doesn't mean that places
I
in those.
didn't vote for him.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that places in those states don't recognize it because it is a federal holiday. So like banks, even though they're in those states, are still gonna probably be closed those days.
Post offices.
No, let
Yeah.
me tell you why we don't care
Liquor
about
stores.
it. It's because
Fuck no.
in this
Liquor
time
stores
of
are
year,
open.
we're always either getting ready for Mardi Gras or recovering from Mardi Gras. In this
Well, I
case,
mean-
this year we are recovering from Mardi Gras.
I mean,
we don't care about anything else.
Well, President's Day, like I like it because it's a day. I like it because it's a day off. It's a paid holiday off work. I don't sit there and be like, yeah, it's President's Day. Let's celebrate people. It's like it's just a fuck. It's
You don't have a
just-
President's Day party?
it's a
What are you
yeah,
talking
day.
about?
it's one of those
just
My
a
company
days.
didn't get
Nope.
me off for
We
Mardi
got a
Gras.
barbecue. We got a barbecue.
The
If
only-
I can't get
all
off
kinds
for
of stuff.
Mardi Gras, then I'm not taking off.
Yeah,
for President's
it's
The only people who celebrate President's Day are car dealerships and mattress stores.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Oh,
It's-
I'd like both those places.
Hurry on in to our President's
Yeah.
Day sale.
President's Day sale.
You are-
I like mattress stores though. They're fun.
Monday.
That is
They're
kinda
all
funny,
up front
just
for
to just-
something.
I feel like around President's Day too is when I usually start seeing some extra advertisements from like tax filing places.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I start
yeah.
drinking a lot on President's Day.
Yeah, but it's
don't
just,
drink-
I mean,
don't drink before
President's
that.
Day, Labor Day, those
That's
are
just the
holidays
day
where it's like,
ending
hey,
in
I'll
Y.
take the day off work, but I'm not really like gonna celebrate the holiday. I don't really care.
Exactly.
Yeah, I decided I was going to do that.
No, what's
that-
better than a
No
3-day
alcohol month?
weekend
Go
for
ahead.
President's Day?
4-day
A
weekend?
4-day weekend for President's Day. Fuck
Oh
yes.
shit, I didn't see that coming.
7-minute abs.
No, you can't have 6-minute abs.
Step into my office. Because you're fucking fired.
You're fucking fired.
Nah, my work gave me the day off today as well, so.
Nice. All right, so
Mine too.
welcome to the
Let's
show.
go drinking.
Do we want to do the drink? Want to get to the drink thing? I guess
Yeah,
we
why
can.
not?
We can get it going.
Let's get
Ladies
it
and
first.
gentlemen, welcome to Open Comms. We're going to go around the horn. And Akaroth, what are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking Red's Wicked Apple.
Very nice. A
Tell us a bit
staple of
about
the
it.
Open Comms show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they should sponsor
give
us.
it. Give us a sponsor here, Akaroth.
I need to write him a letter. We'll see how that works.
Okay. All right. Until then, Dominarch, what are you drinking?
Well, it was supposed to be Captain Morgan and Pepsi, but I think I forgot the Pepsi. So, Captain Morgan.
So just straight Captain Morgan.
Well, this time.
Classic Dominarch. Drayden, what are you drinking?
All right, so I was before I went to the liquor store. I was at work, and my brother opened up the freezer, and I was like, "What's that bottle in there?" He's like, "Oh, this is from that drink thing we had at our place, the drink event thing." And he's like, "It's caramel vodka." I'm like, "Oh." He's like, "I'll never drink it." I'm like, "Then I'm gonna take it home because I will." So I
I
got,
will.
That sounds disgusting.
by itself it does, but I have caramel vodka, and I put some vodka sauce in my glass, and then I went
Vodka
and got,
sauce
I
or
went and got some
caramel sauce?
apple cider, so it's gonna be like a caramel apple drink. I don't know.
You're gonna have diabetes by the end of this drink.
I hope
I mean, you
so.
I
Did
drink.
you want to drink a big bottle of maple syrup?
I've been drinking
Fuck it.
like 4 to 5 sodas a day since I was 10. I haven't got diabetes yet.
As far as you
Brother, my brother in Christ.
If you have diabetes.
Delana, what are you drinking?
I am drinking. Why is this so dark?
Man, why are you in the cave?
know. Hey, trip tea?
'Cause it's-
Oh, I'm trip tea.
I don't like
tonight.
brightness. So this is a truly hard seltzer, 5% watermelon lemonade.
Ooh.
That doesn't sound-
Sounds
Watermelon
tasty.
lemonade.
Watermelon lemonade. That
They
that
have a
sounds really good.
variety of lemonade mixes with other fruit flavors.
That sounds like a good summer drink.
It does.
Well,
After mowing the lawn.
The past few
While-
weeks have
while
been
mowing
varying
the lawn.
between
While
like
mowing the lawn.
80 degrees and 40 degrees, so, you know, who knows? I don't know. But that's what I like to drink.
All right, LB. I'm gonna put on another track here.
Well, I'm hoping Delana can help me with the pronunciation of this beer. Do you see that, Delana? It sounds a lot like that calendar that you were talking about earlier.
Herschel Furtzenmerston.
Herschenfurzen, Dr.
First of
Friesen,
all, it's mirrored. So
Dr.
it's hard enough to
Friesenhofer,
read.
Hoffensinner.
Dr.
It's like
Fritzenhofer.
Fritzenholz. Yeah.
Vision Schnarfen.
Drinking
Schnarfenheimer.
recycled pod
Weissen
fluid,
Schnarfen.
apparently.
It's a delicacy.
That's not good.
It's
The
a
world's
delicacy.
oldest brewery.
Real.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a Heffe Weiss beer. It's
Hefeweizen.
pretty good.
All right.
Delightful. I like it.
Very good beers. Yeah.
This
For
is
me,
good.
I am just having a glass of water, so we'll move on to Skyhawk.
So
Is it
tonight,
good water though?
That is the link
It's
to
very
the
good
catalog
water.
that I was talking about, in case you doubt
Is there
it.
music playing for everybody else too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just making sure.
you're not going
We're like-
crazy. Well, I
we're
mean, you are
surprised
going crazy,
now
but
when we have music
there is
again.
music.
We're surprised.
Making sure.
so
Also,
tonight,
this drink-
I was looking for the fucking source.
What?
Skyhawk,
Scott.
tell us. Everybody, shut up so Skyhawk can tell us his drink.
So tonight,
Yeah,
I'm
Delana.
indulging in a Bacardi Lime Cooler, a tantalizing mix of Bacardi Lime rum, Midori melon liqueur, lime juice, and club soda. It's the kind of drink that makes you wonder why every hour isn't happy hour.
Well, we can't see it.
Did you read that off a package somewhere?
There we go. Look how shiny it is. The music's got to go. baby.
Vlad, Vlad, what are you drinking?
It's killing me.
I am rocking a rum and coke.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic.
Classic.
With the
And-
Coke or without Coke? Recommend with Coke, but
Easy on the coke.
It is a large glass that is about half and half.
that's the proper mix.
Eh,
You got to be able to
that's
taste it.
So
Yeah.
it's
Or you should
how I like to do it is I get a large cup, I fill it about halfway of ice, then the rest of the halfway with rum, and then a Coke mini. So it ends up being about half and half Coke, half rum.
I do
All right.
16-ounce bottles of Pepsi, and I try to get 4 drinks out of them.
This is quite good. I'm not gonna lie.
To answer your question, Drayden, that whole spiel I gave was brought to you by ChatGPT.
Oh, very nice.
Hmm.
Thanks, AI.
Of course.
I didn't like it.
Did you
no.
thank the AI?
I did.
So what I did was I gave it 2 sentences, told it to write the last one for me. I didn't like the first response it gave me, so I told it to make it a little zestier. That's a word I used, and then the end result was what you heard.
Was Zesty? Was it Zesty? I don't remember now.
Zesty.
So
Um,
I got a comment to Valamore. They still make that. I don't believe that Safeway even has it
Safeway
around.
brand cola
I
red.
remember that as a kid. Yeah.
I think.
Oh, yeah, they still
I
have
think
that.
I think I've seen that.
We don't have Safeway around these parts.
I don't remember where we
Yeah,
get
it's
that.
reaching.
Kansas City, maybe.
Oof.
Yeah. No, that's the proper response, Delana.
Oh, what is this pie, Skyhawk?
Oh, it's
That's from that red. That's
Yeah,
from that
can
Reddit,
we-
isn't it?
That's
Can
real-
we,
Yeah,
Skyhawk?
that's-
You're not allowed to post anything ever again.
Oh, you want me to
God.
delete that?
What?
Time
What?
That's
Is
from
this
that-
something I'm
Where?
supposed
It's a
to look
pussy
at?
pie.
Oh yeah.
Where is this?
It's in the shoey corner shape. It's got a spoiler tag.
Yeah, it's a picture of a cream pie.
I behaved myself and put a spoiler tag on it. You can
That's
take
fucking
your
funny.
it away
Are you
from
kidding
your
me?
eyebrow.
That's
Not gonna
funny.
lie.
No,
Did you make that yourself?
I came across. Oh yeah.
No, he
Uh,
didn't.
no, I came across a group
That's not
on
what I
social
meant. You
media.
dirty fuckers.
I came across a group on social media called "You Know Damn Well a PP Goes Here," and that was posted earlier today.
Yeah.
That's the counter to
That's
the
funny.
subreddit. Don't stick your dick in that.
I don't think we got that,
Basically.
that app there, Strike Out.
That's the American Pie.
The Dune 2
Yeah, that's the
promotional
pie
popcorn
from
bucket.
American Pie.
Afterwards, yeah.
So the this one kind of caught me by surprise with the already announcement of another round of shoot 'em ups in Eve.
Well, a short
They-
month.
They said we were
Yeah.
supposed to get it this month. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
it is
it's
kinda
it's
short month.
next week. This next coming up Thursday, isn't it?
So fuck it, we're going
Yes,
right
sir.
into Eve,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Kinda.
What kind of
Start
CCP
with that.
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a link to it here.
I don't remember the roadmap. There was something. This is next
Were they
month.
doing something different this
Next
round?
month is the
Is that
mining.
now?
Nope.
Okay.
Next month is the mining thing, which is the big introduction thing.
Yes.
This month, I think, is more patches and bug fixes and performance. And then there was something else a little bit more than that in this as well. But
2 new skins. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Again, they're going to be doing the skins thing.
But don't make the mistake of forgetting to get into a group and play the game.
That's weird that was a requirement. I don't know why. Like, why can't you play by
'Cause
yourself?
Fuck you if you play solo. Fuck off, right?
Yeah, I mean, but
Don't be a miscreant. Not miscreant. What are people? That's not a word. Never mind.
Introvert.
Don't be
I
a
don't
fucking loner.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe introvert. There you go.
Make some fucking friends.
I was trying to make it sound
Don't be
cool.
knocking introverts, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
want
we
to go?
got-
But they
I
are.
will
They don't
fucking
like
square
us.
up with
They
you
don't like
right
us.
now.
Plenty of introverts around here with friends.
I'm sure they are probably wanting people to squad up because there's probably a lot more issues with squads than there are with single players playing. I
Probably.
guess probably because then you have to like link up.
I
with
don't
other
think
people
I'm
that-
an introvert though. I don't think that's true.
No.
You're not an introvert, Dom.
Yeah, I don't think so. I was trying to be, but I couldn't figure it out.
I'm like off and on am, and then other times am not.
Well, that's kind of also how it works.
Is it?
If-
I like to be an extrovert. I like to be the one talking.
It's a theory about where you get your social energy from.
Drugs.
Like,
I'm
Yeah,
very
cocaine usually.
firmly an extroverted introvert. Like around my people, I'm perfectly capable of being, outgoing and whatnot. But like eventually, I have to go recharge.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say
I'm the same.
yeah.
and I'd
that's
try
what,
Once
to
I
be a
get to
little
know
bit
people,
more
I get more comfortable with
extroverted,
them.
if not for the crippling social anxiety, because it's not the same thing. But yeah,
You just have to evolve
That
the
was
ability to
terrible.
give zero fucks what anyone thinks.
that's hard.
Or care about all the
It's a
fucks.
skill to learn.
if only it was
Seriously.
that easy.
It
I
really
go to like
is.
fucking therapy and take medication for this shit. It's not easy.
No, I know it's not. I've got friends that one of my exes actually. I remember the first time we ever went to Mall of America, and we went. I remember walking into the food court, and his social anxiety kicked in real bad, being around like that many people, and he just froze.
I've never ever experienced.
I'm
I don't
fine.
know what you're talking about. Anxiety isn't real.
Yeah, I'm fine just generally being around
please.
people, but
Oh, yeah, it's definitely real.
interacting like with people I don't know is a little more.
Otherwise,
difficult,
what have I been paying my psychiatrist for? Huh.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean, they've got a
wasn't trying
mortgage
to
and they
say
know how to
that's
get
not
money.
real.
So
I like to introduce myself to new people. Is that weird?
Yeah, it's like-
I'm one of those that like
Yeah, that's-
if it's
that's what
too
makes you an extrovert.
crowded, it could just be a bit overwhelming. Like some of the bars at FanFest on Friday and Saturday night when it got real late,
Oh.
there's just so many people with such a crush. It was
Karaoke night.
a
was
bit
bad.
overwhelming.
Oh yeah, it was like pissing
Kara-
me off. I was getting so mad.
Karaoke night was kind of rough.
Like I'm
Yeah.
getting
Al-
shoved
alcohol
around.
helps,
And I'm like,
honestly.
stop touching me.
You're not wrong about that, man.
I guess that's one of the things I like a little more with Vegas is a lot of the bars we went to, especially when we were in Fremont, is more of a chill vibe.
I would
It's
agree.
like,
Yeah.
like
I
one of the
mean, it
things
was
that-
like Fremont Street. Fremont Street was still busy, but it felt like there was still plenty of breathing room. Like,
I really appreciated the pot shops right along Fremont. I
And
gotta
you know
say.
what?
Hell
You had,
yeah.
Manic, you had the
It's like-
choice whether or not you wanted breathing room or if you wanted to be in the big mix. You had that, right? There was
yeah,
both
yeah.
opportunities.
If you
That's what
wanted to
Fremont's
be
cool, yeah.
in the big cluster of crowds, those were
there too.
there. But if
yeah.
you wanted a space, if you needed like some 5 feet of space between you and somebody else, there was
Or
that too.
finding a place that you could talk and not have to scream at each other. I like that.
Yeah.
Which,
Now
by
it's
the
like
way,
I can scream
we
at
don't
the
have
best
to
of
get into this yet, but we will have to discuss eventually where we all want to go for Vegas. Because from what I've seen, I don't know if they're really clear on whether
They have-
Good evening, Mace.
Nothing has been
do
officially
have a lot.
decided as far as I understand, but if it's up to me, we go back to Fremont and I would 100% pick the Golden Nugget again.
Do you have
I-
a voting interest?
I don't think anybody give it. I'll just say what made my piece, and I don't know.
You're not going to get listened to, is what you're saying.
I was
Probably.
trying to
Yeah,
remember where
that's
I
fair.
stayed.
I would
I mean-
love to go back to
You guys were at the
Fremont.
plaza, were you?
No, I was Golden Nugget because you were in the
No, you
the
were, but
room next to
Manic
me.
Manic was at the plaza.
Yeah,
That's where like
Yeah,
Manic
most of us were at the
Rain.
plaza.
Yeah,
most of
Manic.
us were at the
yeah.
plaza.
The what was the big ritzy one?
How were
The new one.
How were
Circa.
the rooms?
Circa.
The Circa is where like
How
the
were-
official one was, but most people, well, I wouldn't say most, but a lot of people didn't stay there because it was
It
twice
was
the
most
price of the plaza.
expensive-
It was
yeah,
so
the most
expensive 'cause it was
expensive
brand
one.
new.
Most people
Yeah.
say the plaza did.
It was the Circa
Yeah.
is the first new casino hotel to be built in downtown Vegas in like 40 years. It's pricey.
and they got Vicky. So,
So
there you go.
Yeah.
the thing with Circa was a king room, just basic at Circa for Vegas 2021 was more expensive than the suite I got at Golden Nugget.
Yeah.
And that suite
Was
at
it?
Golden Nugget was nice.
Is that where I slept
mean,
on the footstool?
That's what
Yeah.
I was
Dom,
wondering.
you
is
would
how were
rate
the-
it
Yeah, it was a
That
really
suite
nice
was
suite. Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
How
was
were
nice, yeah.
I was wondering how the rooms were at Golden Nugget and Plaza because I never saw those rooms.
Plaza was
yeah,
nice.
the Nugget one was good.
I liked the plaza.
Yeah, it was because I was staying on the couch in the one because it was
That's what I
flat kind
do,
of room. He had a bedroom, and then there was a separate door into a whole like his own living room area that had a couch. And he's like, "Will you fit on this?" And I was like, "It was like a 7-foot couch." I was like, "I fit on it with room to spare." It was
we
amazing.
both fit on it together.
Yeah, well, it was an L couch, one of those
Well,
like
imagine that.
Dom
You
went
did?
one way.
Now,
we-
is that- am I
we
lying?
Went, we went head
Am
to
I
toe
lying?
and shit.
We were on there together, baby.
Yep.
Hello, Liar.
Something-
Yeah, if it's up to me, we go back to Fremont. So,
I mean, well,
I concur.
I won't be there. So I
well,
don't
the
know.
other thing I liked with Fremont
Yeah.
was the drinks were much more reasonably priced. Like at Rio last year, it was off the strip, but you paid strip prices for everything.
It's like it's off the strip, but it's half on this. I don't know. It's strip adjacent.
Just got to take
It's
your
kinda
clothes
like-
off and you're on the strip.
And
There you go.
It's
I
kind of
say
like the
that I've
worst of
walked-
both worlds.
Yeah, I've walked from Rio to the strip proper, so like I'm familiar with how long or far it is.
Tripty, you should take 4 edibles. It's always better to take 4.
I'm gonna take them in
I-
pairs.
Numbers.
100
Yeah, also 4 and 4. So you take 8 then. Yeah. Pairs of 4.
I think my most
Oh, Dave,
milligrams I've
we
had
didn't hear
for edibles is like 140 in one sitting.
Dude.
About 2.5 hours later, I was in bed.
It makes
Like
me think
the
of
drool.
that old
Drooling's
Pablo
fun, right?
Francisco comedy sketch where it's like,
I'm a
"Are
drool."
you Ian? No, I'm Pablo."
Hey, we didn't hear Dave.
He's like, "I got these two pills, and I did
Negative.
both of them." She's like,
Did
"You
we get
did
a-
both?
Did we get a Dave?
I gotta
with it?
go."
Dave.
Yes, someone
whatever,
praise
Dave.
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 There you go. I couldn't
Oh
pick
wait,
it
that
up.
was quiet. Dave. There we
Ah,
go.
there we go.
Thank you.
Another one. There you go. Do it again.
Why am I not seeing them pop up in chat?
I don't know. You're
Are
not paying
people
attention.
redeeming these?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're in
I
chat.
just
To the
redeemed it.
Rio's credit, though, the lady
Oh,
that was
I was
running
looking
the
at the wrong
events
chat.
there,
I'm dumb.
Whoa, what was that?
the lady at the Rio that was running the
That-
events there, she had her shit together, though.
That's Dave the crawfish rising
Oh,
out
right.
of the canal 10 stories tall, coming back for his revenge.
Giant Dave.
Oh
Sometimes I
yeah.
still look in that canal and wonder if he's in there. Probably not. He probably got
I'm gonna
eaten
run
by
that
a
through
bird
mid
like 10
journey.
minutes later.
Giant crawfish.
That or a
So, Delano, are we
Giant
doing
crawfish,
a fish
what?
boil for Nola this year?
Oh, another praise Dave. Lazio.
Well, now
Yeah.
Let's get a drunk boy.
talk about it. Sadly, no, because crawfish prices are completely bonkers this year.
How
I
much
think-
will I have to pay you to get a crawfish boil done?
Just pay
And
for it. The
I'm
crawfish.
actually like looking at a different idea. Like we're gonna find. I'm already talking to 2 different restaurants. They're gonna have like we're gonna have a private space. We're gonna have like a whole variety of different Louisiana foods. So it's
Like
not
kick-ass
just
crab
crawfish.
cakes, please, right?
Yeah,
Isn't
like
crab cakes your thing.
sure, like crab cakes,
gator
gumbo,
nuggets.
I like gator
Jambalaya,
nuggets.
maybe blackened gator. Yeah, because
Ooh,
Yeah, like
blackened
Asper
gator.
phase too. Yeah, yeah.
That sounds good.
Jambalaya sounds so
Because
good.
like
Oh
it
Jumbo's
was
my
it
good.
last year the
Jumbo's good.
crawfish was about $2 a pound. This year it's 13.
Oh,
Holy
Wow.
shit!
It went from $2 a pound to $13 a pound.
inflation,
in a year?
Manic. You know, you gotta
Why
Well,
don't you?
Thanks, so Bob.
quintuple the
There's a-
price.
There's a huge drought over the summer, and then
In the
there was a
ocean?
freeze during the winter. So the crawfish
Praise
farmers
Dave.
had like 5 or 10% of their usual catch.
Tell those fishermen to stop being
Jesus
lazy.
Christ.
Well,
'Cause
the,
that's
the
what they're doing.
weather
They're
was
catching
just, like,
less so they can
They
charge
had
you
a
so much
double
more.
whammy of the weather that the crawfish were all like.
Go. You know what you tell them?
Hear me
Do
out.
better.
Hear me out.
Do better.
Hear me out. Listen. Hear me out.
Praises.
Why don't you make a fun little activity where people just go into the swamp and then they come back with whatever they can catch?
Oh yeah.
we eat.
Just
Oh,
an open grill.
You mean out where the sharks and the gators are? Fuck that.
Bring back a
Mosquitoes.
gator,
All we're gonna
kill the
get is
gator on.
mosquitoes.
So apparently
wise
there
man
wasn't
said.
enough fresh water last October to flood the fields, which gets the crawfish to like start emerging from their burrows and repopulate. Like yeah, I'm reading about this. Like
Is this like a
Louisiana
Groundhog
got
Day thing?
fucked.
It's like a crawfish apocalypse this year. So that's
This
why I
sounds
was
like a don't be poor thing.
A
So,
wise
like,
man once said,
don't get
Ti-
fucked up by the weather thing. But it's also like, so these restaurants, we could have a private space. We'll have all this different food. We would have our own bar to ourselves.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
So instead of like relying on people to bring me like a million beers that are some of them are still in our garage because nobody ever drank them.
You need to
Are
party
they
more.
good after a year? I mean, I don't know.
I think they weren't even good in the first place.
Yeah,
Like,
well-
Lack
just
of
nobody-
crawfish sex.
Nobody wanted to, but nobody wanted
Sounds
to.
like my
brew-
life.
I was like, I think
And then
even
so-
beer has an expiration date.
We haven't been able to get rid of them, so it's just like, can I
Go
just
pour them in
somebody
the
to do
pour them in
this?
the canal for Dave.
Yeah, pour one out
Yeah,
for
get the
Dave.
crawfish.
Maybe there'll be enough fresh water in the beer to cause them to emerge and repopulate the
Oh, that's a good point.
species.
We
We'll
get
have,
drunk
like,
enough. We don't
Yeah,
matter
these-
what we
these
eat.
These giant foot-long crawfish. That's like all of his progeny.
Oh
becomes
yeah,
these
maybe don't do
massive
that.
fucking crawfish.
It won't even be like crawfish. It'll just be like a kaiju boil at that point down in the bayou.
Yeah, I don't think that's
You
true.
guys should check the Mid Journey channel.
Oh,
Did we?
no.
What's
a wise
Oh.
a wise man said this when people were talking about going for crawfish. Teach a man to fish, and he has food for, or give a man a fish, he has food for a day. Teach a man to fish, and he will sit in a boat and drink beer all day.
Yes.
Seems reasonable.
That's fucking terrifying, Manic.
That's kind of what I was thinking it would look like.
That's Dave.
Except
It's Kaiju
he was
Dave.
a lot darker, like
He was like
the
black.
boiled crawfish turned red like that. He was mostly like black with those red
Yeah.
spikes.
I'll see if I can make it. I'll see if I can make it black.
It's gotta be a black crawfish.
Yeah, he like
With a red
attacked
spike.
my. I went to like zoom in with not like the old manual zoom where you push the camera closer. I did that,
Oh,
and he's like, he
hold
like
on, hold
he took
on.
a swing at me. I'm like, ah.
We cannot go by Liara saying beer eventually turns spongy. I need that explained. Spongy?
Oh, what is that?
What does that mean?
It's skunked. It can
Probably.
get skunked.
Skunky, yeah, but not spongy. That's
It's probably like what is it, like Blue Moon
I
and some of
don't know.
those
That's what
other
I'm
beers that
asking.
get like the stuff that settles in the bottom.
the
what-
foam,
Well, not the foam. I mean like the beer that has like the grit.
like
in
the
it.
Hefeweizen that LB's
Well,
drinking.
yeah, like Heffies and like a
Just tell
Blue
them it's a
Moon and
hazy
stuff.
IPA.
Yeah,
bunch
like
of yeast in that motherfucker.
they'll have a bunch of like just kind of stuff in the bottom that if you don't want to shake it up, but like it's down there. But like yeah, if that kind of
See, here's the problem.
grows more, I don't
I
know.
can never do a scientific proof of this because beer never lasts that long in my house.
well, you can
Nick
you
Drake,
can look
you
at
might
it.
have to do some science.
Yeah, you could look at it in an unopened beer. Like if you go to a store, pick up Blue Moon up, and like kind of just tip it and start moving it, and look through the bottom, and you'll see stuff on the bottom moving around.
I don't believe a word you're saying.
There's
You're
stuff
not
that
motherfucking
settles
coke.
on those. Now I don't know. It's certain types of beer that do that. It's not all. Like you're not going to find that in a Budweiser or most beers,
You're
but
not gonna find beer in a Budweiser though.
yeah, I know.
Okay, maybe spongy after 4 or 5 years. Okay.
I've never seen a spongy beer. That'd be pretty gross.
I
I've
don't know,
never seen a
bartended
beer
for
4 or
many
5 years
years.
older.
And found
I-
beers in the back of things and stuff, and it's fine.
I still have a beer from
Zimmergy.
FanFest, unopened, sitting over on my bookshelf in the next room. Wonder
I
how
have
long it's going to
One
take for
too,
that to
but
go
it's just, like,
spongy.
that's kind of just for. I like.
I got
the
this big
outside
packet of
it.
sponges upstairs in the by the kitchen. They're pretty spongy.
That makes sense.
Checks out.
I don't know what we're talking about. Sorry.
Spongy beer.
I forgot.
Oh, there he
I'm
is. Look at
updating
him.
my market orders since we're not talking about Eve.
Are we not? I thought we were talking about Vanguard.
We were. I
Did we
mean,
finish it?
And then we somehow got onto beer.
Fucking
this
spongy.
this
Sorry,
one
it's
doesn't
my
have a whole
fault.
lot of new stuff coming out. It's just, I mean, hopefully it runs smoother.
What was the date? It's next weekend, correct?
Next Thursday.
Thursday, Friday,
Uh,
Saturday,
Pro-
like?
Sunday.
Sunday.
It
4
ends
days,
Sunday. Yeah, I think it ends like.
It's their President's Day thing. See, they fucking celebrate it too, giving us our due.
Well, President's Day's on Monday.
It's John G.
Yeah,
Iceland
for
Day.
sure. Takes a little bit to catch up to
The
Iceland, right? They're
legendary
giving us-
John G. Iceland.
John G. Iceland.
John G.
Praise be.
What's squeaky clean? Paris?
My
Oh my
anus.
god, what is this? Why is Discord?
I don't need my anus to be squeaky clean, just normal clean.
It's just the first thing that jumped to mind. It's probably not even all that clean.
Oh, but you can get it squeaky clean. I just don't need that.
I probably was just thinking of that Always Sunny thing where the lady
Poor
walks up
Mannix.
to somebody.
Mannix is like, what the fuck is he talking about?
She's
I
like,
have
"I've
no
got a
idea what you
bleached
guys are
asshole."
talking about.
Okay,
I
I
can see it on
did.
your face. Yeah.
I kept seeing.
I don't
pop-ups.
know what we're talking about. And doesn't smell like piss, apparently.
What was the thing? I saw some article about New Orleans this last week.
But it smelled like piss.
I heard it was
Well,
sinking.
Well,
Like, what
it
do we
was-
do now?
It was something about.
We were
Oh,
trying to
God,
sell it to Cuba.
It obviously showed Bourbon Street with the like mountains of garbage on the by the curb, which is before they clean it at like 5 a.m. So it's probably
Yeah.
like pictures of Bourbon at like 4 a.m. during Mardi Gras. It's like, yeah, of course it's gonna probably be a mess, but
That's the
And
one
the whole
job I
street
would
will
not
smell
want.
like piss.
Cleaning up after Mardi Gras would be an awful job.
Well, it's usually like a whole parade of machines, and like maybe some guys on the sides like sweeping it all into the middle of the street, but it's all these just machines that move through and just and then it's suddenly
yeah.
perfectly clean.
So I have
Yeah.
a question
It's
for
a
y'all.
seltzer.
So I have a question for all y'all who've been to New Orleans. Of all the bars we've been to and all the Eve New Orleans is, what's your favorite?
We all say Port of Call, I'm gonna slap you.
I don't.
Delana, what was the,
I only went to
what was
Protocol
the
to go
cool
pick
little
something up and
piano
didn't stay
bar
there.
that we went to?
Cool
What?
There was a cool little piano bar that we stopped in. I don't even think, no, we got drinks in there, but I think we really just stopped in there because Drayden and Ray needed to go to the bathroom or something.
Is that on Frenchman Street? It wasn't really a piano bar. It was like a music. It had live music.
It
Oh, it was like
like
the one that had the
It
upstairs.
was kind of a loungy
It had
place.
the upstairs with like
it was
the balcony
chill.
that was like looked like it was cracking and falling away from the building.
No.
Oh.
It
Sounds like a
was
great place.
anyway. It was ground level. There was a lady playing the piano and a bunch of people sitting around watching her play piano. It was
The
very
wall about ready to
chill.
fall on.
Oh.
And they had a cardboard cutout of the Three Stooges, and I got my picture taken with it.
Oh,
That
I
was
don't
my
remember.
favorite bar.
Yeah, I don't remember
Yeah,
any of the
Frenchman's
bars
too.
in particular, other than that one that I was saying. Like, we went upstairs. They had like it was like music, and we were like kind of just hanging out. We like went out on the balcony. We're like, oh yeah, but you guys didn't want to be out on the balcony because like where it connected to the building, you could see like a crack forming in the concrete, and the balcony was like angled like this. It was cracked and like starting to separate from the building itself.
So
But
it's supposed to be angled because you don't want the rain to just sit there. I don't know.
yeah, but there was a big crack, and it was it looked. It's not like it's gonna fall off.
Did it smell
but
moldy?
Upstairs, we
Maybe
went
in 10 to
that one,
15
like-
years it might fall off.
We went in the Bourbon Street bar.
Yeah, this was one of the
that
Bourbon
had-
Street bars.
Yeah, because if it's anything that's chill, it was probably on Frenchman Street.
I liked a lot of the bars. I don't
Definitely
remember.
going to again because since we will have some CCP people with us.
Oh yeah,
You know,
what was it? It
I'm
was,
gonna try to-
it was
People from
Swift and
China?
who,
trying to make sure they get off of Bourbon Street some of the time. You know.
who else? It was Swift and who was the other one coming?
They haven't officially announced yet.
Oh,
PCP
so us
Crawfish.
knowing that Swift is
Mhm.
coming isn't supposed to be official.
I mean, I think it's kind of like a decent assumption.
I mean,
We've
I hope
basically
it's
waged
Swift.
it.
I'm not
We've waged
entirely
it,
sure that he's coming, but that's a pretty good assumption. And then for other people, I don't know.
Oh
yet.
man, can you
Who-
imagine?
Didn't Bam say he's coming? I thought he did.
Convict? Yeah.
Convict, yeah, didn't Convict say he's coming?
90% sure he's coming.
Yeah, I
If,
thought he said he was. Yeah.
if they said so, then yeah. But they just
Oh,
haven't
the-
made like the official.
Swift
announcement.
and Convict? Oh man, double trouble. Also,
they probably won't announce until like 2 weeks before.
is it a conspiracy that Taylor Swift wins the Super Bowl and CCP Swift is also coming to NOLA? I don't know. That's
Oh my god.
He's been
Is there a
planning on
connection?
that.
yeah, like
He's been planning on
Circus.
that well before the Super Bowl, though. I think I was like telling him at FanFest, like, you better come to New Orleans.
No, I think you're right. That's a fucking conspiracy.
Taylor Swift and the
Accidentally
Illuminati and the FBI.
The
Or whatever.
deep
Yeah,
state.
Delana's gonna have to try to keep him
Deep
safe,
state.
and I'm gonna try to keep feeding him drinks.
I like that noise. Who's doing that?
Yep, you always try to get the devs drunk and see if they'll give you any dank leaks.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I got him really drunk at FanFest, so.
yeah, I don't remember. Then there was that one
But-
nightclub we snuck into and then got kicked out immediately. That was funny.
Due to rain.
Yeah, well, Rain got
Don't
us in, and Rain
Don't
got us. It's like,
overuse the fart sound effect.
yeah,
no, I
Rain.
was only correcting it because whoever else had that fart sound effect, they don't
Send me
have the
the
nice
one-
long reverb on it.
Send me that file then, god damn it, and I will
The,
replace
um,
mine.
I would literally send it to you because I literally just like found it on a website.
Do you
Yeah,
know how you
literally
avoid
send
that?
it to me.
Soundboard off.
I'm gonna step away for a second.
Where you going?
Okay.
Why?
I'm
Where you
gonna
going?
I'm just gonna step away for a second.
Where?
Mom,
Where are you going, and who
You
are
might
you
have to
going
go
with?
take a
You-
piss.
Who
Let's
are
try
you
to
going
take a
with? Yeah.
You make sure you're back at a quarter to
system.
7. Bring your phone, young man.
Who is
sorry.
your daddy, and what does he do? What?
Anyways.
You never seen that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? What's it, Kindergarten Cop?
Yeah, Kindergarten Cop. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
I'm sure I've seen it.
You've
It's the
seen it.
tumor one, right? Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is
Not a
Tuma.
tumor.
Not a
Don't.
tomato.
Yeah, that was
shit,
good.
Where did I put that?
I'm
I
not
hope I
sure
have
which one's my favorite.
4 drives.
So
That was
Predator
good.
have any
Predator's a classic. I mean, you can't not like Predator.
You
I've
can't
never
out.
seen
No.
it.
Twins.
Never
Um,
seen it.
Twins best Arnold
The
Schwarzenegger.
first
the-
Predator.
So the only Predator
Bruh.
movie I have seen is Alien versus Predator.
Okay, disregard that. That movie doesn't
I ain't
count.
got time to believe.
Remove that from your mental image of what Predator even is. What even
You have to watch the original.
Predator
Yeah.
2 was
I
pretty
forgot to
bad
put-
too.
It was in the
Predator,
folder called.
Predator Watch Party when?
I'm down.
anytime.
You want to do it tomorrow? I'm down.
I
oh, yeah.
I don't work until Tuesday, so I'm
Yeah,
down.
tomorrow's Saturday, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be down to watch it tomorrow.
My mother-in-law.
Yeah, the first Predator is great.
Is that the one with Carl Weathers?
Yes.
It was,
Yes, but
yeah.
He's
he's been shot for
Jesse
Carl
Ventura.
Weathers.
Yeah.
Predator 2 is not good.
Shot
and
for
then
Carl Weathers.
What? Predator's great. That's got what's his face? Donald Glover in it.
it's got Donald Glover, but it's a bad movie.
Oh yeah, they're all bad movies, but it's a great bad movie.
Oh, the first Predator's good. And then all the
I ain't
AVPs
got
are.
time to bleed.
Yeah, that's one of the best lines of the movie.
Who else was it? It was
Bleed, man.
Schwarzenegger,
I
Jesse
got time
Ventura,
to
Carl
bleed.
Weathers. Who else was in it?
There's two other big
There was a
names,
Predator.
There's a Predator.
There was a Predator, yeah. There's
Did
the
he-
Indian dude. I can't think his
so
name.
I have an important question about this Predator. Did he get Me Too'd?
No.
Did he?
He canceled himself.
It's an
at the end of
alien.
the
You
movie.
can't meet to an
Yeah.
alien.
Oh
He
yeah.
could.
Not with that
Well,
imagination.
yeah, not with that.
Oh yeah.
Attitude.
New Alien movie. There's a new Alien movie coming out in August.
There's a new
Yeah.
Mad Max movie
Yeah.
coming out. That was
Oh
good.
yeah, the new Mad Max one. I want to see that. But yeah, in August, the new Alien movie. It's not. It's being produced by Ridley Scott, but
Where'd
it's
you
not
go?
directed by Ridley Scott. But it's like
Welcome
Fata.
back. Where'd you go?
I'll tell you when you're older.
Where'd you come? Where'd you come from? Where'd you go?
You weren't.
I'll
that
always be
long.
older. I'll
He
always
was
be.
visiting Cotton Eye Joe.
I was visiting Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh,
But no, it's Fata something that's directing it, but it's supposed to take place. He wants the director said he wanted to do it in the style of the first two movies, which is great because those are the best two Aliens. And it's supposed to take place between those two movies, so it's after the first one, before the second one. So my guess is, the second one, the colony,
story of the colonists?
colony,
Yeah.
the colony got overrun, and the Marines went in to figure out what's going on. I'm assuming this one. My guess is that this one is going to probably be about that colony getting overrun, which would be sweet.
I like
so
that. I like
It was
that.
a summer.
Avatar movie?
it's Alien.
Aliens.
Oh, yeah.
So there was a year in my past where every day for the entire summer I watched either Aliens or Weird Science. One of the two every day for 3 months.
I like that you had to specify that this was something that happened in the past.
Well, yeah, because it didn't happen last week. But that'd be the
But I
past
mean,
anyway. It's not in the
last
future.
week
You're
is the
correct. Yeah,
past.
it's still the past. You're right.
It was
Oh,
just-
look how
it's-
fucking cool
it's-
you are.
It's just funny that you had to clarify
I wanted
that
to make
something happened in
the
the
way
past.
past. Yeah, before all you guys were born, probably, but it happened.
What is the time?
You know what the
I
best
don't know,
alien
time-
movie is? Men in
Alien.
Black.
No.
No, Men in Black, because
No.
it has lots of puns about illegal aliens on Earth.
I think
It's
it's
a good movie, not the best movie.
I think it's Mac and Me.
Shut up.
My favorite
Uh,
Martian.
Isn't that the fake ET?
Who do you think
right?
you are, Paul Rudd?
Yes, it's the Paul Rudd clip when he goes on Conan every time.
Oh yeah, that one.
Wait, Eric, wait.
Bird?
Hey, Drayden, I appreciate your Mac impression there.
So did anything happen in Eve? Are we,
Yeah,
are we
there's stuff.
deliberately avoiding this?
I mean, it
Did we
keeps
talk
our
about the
light-
Goon Marshall
almost
kill, or
40
was that
minutes
last
in.
week?
I think
No,
that was
wait,
about a
Goon
week
Marshall
ago.
fleed?
I
'Cause
was
wondering about the MER.
It wasn't
and we
this
did
week, it was
lightly
last
touch
week,
on
right?
it last week.
I don't think we talked about it last week though. But yeah, I wasn't there for that fleet. But yeah, apparently Goons fit a bunch of marshals.
Yeah, essentially,
didn't go well.
AKC and Horde basically set up with, from at least what I saw, they had Redeemers, Goons Bit, and then everybody that had ship pre-stage dropped on them.
Yeah, because did they drop
Yes,
dreads
I
as
wish.
well?
Was this
I
that?
think Goons had dreads, but let's be real. I mean, who doesn't have dread caches in Delve?
Sure,
Pretty much
sure.
everybody
I
does,
didn't
yeah.
know if they'd also like done a secondary escalation with dreads or not.
I know
After they
Goons
had the
ultimately dropped caps on and basically forced everybody off the field.
As you do.
But
you shake
they
your
like
umbrella.
a couple dreads died from Goons and a bunch of marshals. It's like 550-ish was estimated.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
the
mine.
marshals after fit were like 20 each.
Not mine
or so.
either.
I'm very
It
happy
is-
about that.
I'd say the average was probably 20 or 30, but there was one that was fully abyssal, and the Goon guy even admitted it that it was like 60 or 70.
Wow. Like what's a hole for a marshal? Isn't it like 8 or 9?
7.5, I think.
Oh, 7.
I don't know,
Yeah,
9
look,
maybe. Somewhere
Up there somewhere.
And the Goon fit was absolutely blingy as fuck.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah. No, it's expensive.
yeah, so 20 or 30 for an average one, 60 or 70 for at least one, if not more.
So like 5 delve time units to
I
replace
think
them or something?
I think 20 is the average. Like if you go there the bare fit, I think it's 20 bill. Or 20.
Saw them making that reference again. They're getting smug.
I'm always smug. What are you talking about? I do everything best. Perfect.
There was a long
I never
period of
make
time where
mistakes.
Frat was beating Goons on everything on the
Well,
MER,
the
but
last
then
MER,
they started taking it back, so now they're using delve units again on
You
Reddit.
do,
Frat-
Belvar? Awesome.
Frat beat Goons on one metric, and then Goons beat them
We
on like
flipped,
the other two.
and we flipped out. Had a fucking panic
I can't.
attack. And,
Yeah, I can't remember if it was like stuff produced or rats killed. Frat beat one of them, but then it was like rats killed, stuff produced,
I think it was
and
mining.
or mined. Those are like the 3 big metrics for. And Goons were top on 2 of them, and Frat was top on 1 of them. I can't remember which it was.
We
for
couldn't
the-
handle it. We fucking lost our shit.
Yeah.
You're marshals. You're saying.
Oh, yeah, that's our shit.
Yeah. Oh, we got a Tamper raid.
Thank you, Timber.
Timber raid.
Beep, beep.
Welcome, guys.
Beep, beep.
So I'm not attempting to overuse it, but I now that I have changed out my audio file for this, I need to get Delana and Manix approval. Is this good enough?
Soundboard turned off. So I can't help
Yeah.
you.
Is it the same one? Like the.
It's
never fails to make me laugh.
That's my file that I found that has the proper amount of reverb on
Well,
it. You
and
can't just have a
so-
little short fart. You gotta have the whole thing.
well, so it's all
like
about
the
how you.
maximum
If
length.
you gotta get
We
it, you gotta
actually-
get Dutch
I think
ovens, right? You
we
just gotta
both-
get it all the
we
way.
both
Welcome to
had
the
the
show,
same-
everybody.
We both had the same file originally, actually, but it's
Risky
all in
enough,
how,
I
what
like we
you,
are,
'cause
yeah.
you like the one you sent me is 7 seconds long, but you can only have the soundboard thing be 5 seconds, so you have to set it correctly.
Yeah, it
It
actually
needs to be greasier.
exceeds
Yeah, I
the
agree with
normal
you.
length,
Jeez.
so you
They
have to cut off the end of it, because otherwise it'll just keep going.
It'll
Hmm.
keep, yeah.
Or
We're,
the
we're
little
cutting off
liquid
the
movement.
reverb, of you guys.
Anyway, yeah, I was like,
We don't have to. We don't have to talk about
we don't have
this.
to analyze it.
We can end this whenever we want.
Well, I can keep getting worse and worse as you want to keep going.
No,
You
that's.
could,
I mean,
and that's
the
scary
choice
thing,
is
and you
ours.
could
Is all
easily
I'm
do that.
saying.
But hold on. So
Our choices say a lot about us. You know.
I've tried multiple
Is
times
there-
to get this on
is there
track.
no-
You have Akroth, and I love you for that.
the marshal. So
I'm not able to get on track tonight.
what was it? Just like how did you get the marshals to drop? Was this on a iHub timer or something?
No, it was like a whatever beehive. That's what they call
Counter
it. Right?
drop, yeah.
What is a
Yeah,
beehive?
it was like
Beehive's
their
like our
version of
umbrella.
In
Pancraft.
the game, not in real life.
No, not in
It's
game.
it's their version of Pancraft.
So we have like
Oh,
Black
like
Ops,
just like a
Capitals sit there and
standing
wait for
fleet
people to
thing.
get dropped on, so we can
Okay.
counter drop them. Yeah.
Oh.
It's an umbrella. It's our umbrella.
Yeah, it's their umbrella. So they countered some sort of gank with their
That's what I was thinking
umbrella.
and we got countered, and then counter.
I guess it escalated.
Under my
Oh
umbrella.
man, we got to do that one in the
Ella,
next karaoke.
That's a good song.
Under my umbrella.
Is that Rihanna?
Are we gonna do karaoke in New
Yes.
Orleans?
Why does Rihanna have
What
all the
in the
best
fuck are you
karaoke
guys-
songs,
I
dude?
want to, but
Like,
not at
Holy
that same
shit.
place as
That,
last
Cheers
time.
to the
Got
Weekend.
soul, man. She sings
Oh
in
yeah,
soul.
that place was pretty crappy.
Well, it's because like all of those karaoke rooms shared the same like.
That was a little
Oh,
frustrating.
That was kind of
I think
frustrating.
that's the
but it's
only
like,
time in my
hijacking
entire
it.
life I've seen Manic yell at people. And
I
not,
was-
and
I
not, not
was-
even specifically, he was specifically yelling at Dave or Dan or whoever the fuck it was, but he was like just yelling at the world in frustration.
I was
Didn't
mad.
you go over into the other room and yell at them too,
Because
Manic?
they were either that stupid or they were trolling.
Yeah,
you,
they kept
so-
connecting to our Wi-Fi thing, and like we would be in the middle of a karaoke song, and all of a sudden be like, Dan is connecting, and it's like,
It's like we're
What the
trying to
fuck?
have a
Connect
good
it to
time.
your phone, I think.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to
You
connect
see
your
the
phone to
person's
the
name.
TV. And then I think when you connect your phone to the TV, it's like input your code to verify that this is you.
There's a
Apparently,
good chance
all
you're
of
getting trolled.
all of these TVs shared the same code somehow.
Yeah, it
so
was
people in the
stupid.
next room were connecting to our TV. So we're trying to enjoy ourselves with some karaoke, and we keep getting interrupted, and it was very frustrating.
And I wonder if they're like, why is it not working?
Did you yell at him?
the funny thing is that we're all like, Dan, you son of a bitch, Dan, and like watch them in the next room, they're like, Manic, you son of a bitch, because you're connecting to theirs.
I think they
We
were
tried to
two,
hijack theirs back.
they were two rooms down from us. The people that kept connecting to our TV. So I assumed, the likelihood was high that these people had iPhones, and I have an iPhone, and iPhones have a feature on them called AirDrop, where you can send
Mhm.
files to other iPhones that are within
Yeah.
a certain
Man, it's
radius.
going around hacking.
Some
Yeah.
people leave this turned on by default. Most smart people turn it off. So I opened the Notepad app and I just typed "quit fucking connecting to our TV," and I took a screenshot of that and then I airdropped it to the lady in the room, and so
Oh,
she
you did?
saw it on her phone.
Nice.
Amazing. I
Probably
didn't
scared
know
the
you
shit
did
out of her.
that.
That's funny.
Manic, have you seen what
Gotcha.
people have been using AirDrop for in China?
I shudder to think.
No, people have been using it to spread to spread stuff that is anti-communist, and the Communist Party got very, very unhappy about it.
Oh yeah.
As-
You don't say.
I would expect nothing less from the Communist Party.
You're jerks.
So apparently now you can't AirDrop to people that aren't your contacts because the communists got their panties in a wad.
Well, you could. It's a setting, yeah. And frankly,
Yeah.
like that shit. Like, but there were also other issues with
I avoid that by not
With
having
that
it.
lab.
Someone AirDrop poured on an airplane.
Yeah.
Oh
that
yeah,
guy
and
was-
that and the pilot got on the intercom and was like, "We're not fucking leaving here until you stop."
Stop it.
Like I don't.
I thought the guy got kicked
so
off
it's
and
default.
arrested.
It's default turned on the phones because to me that sounds like a bad idea.
There were a
Because like
couple
smart people would turn it
instances,
off. It's like
actually.
that's. Excuse me. If they
think
know about it,
it might be turned on. Because I remember there being some hubbub in the media about this. That this
was
feature
several years
turned
ago, though,
on
wasn't it?
by default.
No.
yeah, that would be bad.
It was,
I think
it
it
was
should.
recently.
Recently?
I would,
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I would say like 2022.
It should
like,
be
with-
default
within the
off,
last
and
2
then
or
you have to
3 years.
manually turn it on
Yeah,
for something like
it-
that. I would
That's
hope.
a thing. That's a thing that should be off by default, and you off.
Except
Yeah,
they
because
assume,
otherwise
they
that's a
assume
massive
their
security
users
breach.
are morons, so they leave it on because they
Well,
figure
I
they can't
know
figure
that-
out how
There
to
was
turn it on.
actually an issue as recently as like 4 or 5 months ago with AirDrop and Bluetooth, where in the latest version of iOS, if you had something like say a Flipper Zero, which some people might be familiar with what those are, but you could basically so say you're standing in a room packed with people, you could spam a signal that would just pepper people's phones with a request for like AirDrop or like a Bluetooth connection to the point where it would actually make their phones crash.
Oh, you could DDoS people.
So dicks being dicks.
Yes.
You can
Damn.
DDoS a phone.
Yeah,
and so,
Apple
dude, we're-
fixed that. But
So I
yeah.
guess Ray was saying like
You can't stop the
asks,
signal
it
now.
asks
Yeah.
you if you want the AirDrop on or off when you're doing the setup, but if you just are like clicking through, then you're gonna default turn it on. If you just blast
Well,
through the
Skyhawk,
options.
just
Which when you're
remember
setting up a
this,
phone, you
if
should
it's
probably
only one
read all the
device doing
options as
it,
you're going
it's not
through
a
them.
DDoS, it's just the DOS.
Yeah, I didn't call it
That's right,
DDoS,
yeah.
but yes.
Yep. So, Delana, actually, speaking of New Orleans, are we doing a Natchez cruise?
A what?
Nachos.
Boat
The,
cruise.
the steamboat notches.
Hey, Liara.
We
I
want a boat
said
cruise.
Natchez.
Nachos?
Natchez. Natchez?
Nietzsche,
Natchez.
Not cheese.
N-A-T-C-H-E-Z.
Not Nutchest.
the German
It's the name of
philosopher.
it's one of the Native American tribes, I think.
We have a
Ah.
science
In this
question redeemed.
area.
So
Oh, science.
You ever go
Science
gambling
question?
trip?
Why
But,
all ovens have their clocks always off?
Is that a science question?
that is science question.
that is
Redeemed science question.
I think that's a waste of a science question.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, I would say like,
Reset it.
we'll let you.
Oh,
I
what
don't.
can
I
you do?
can't
No, we're
reset
not
it. but
resetting
I'll
it.
let- I'll
This
let-
dude wasted it, and now he's ruined it for
No,
everybody.
Well,
he
no,
ruined it
I'll-
for everybody.
I'll let him come. Well, hold on. I'll let him come with a different question because, like, my oven clock is on. I've never heard of oven clocks being
When you
off.
when you
but-
plug it in, it's automatically on.
I had a really
I've never
genuine
plugged an oven
deep
in.
science question that I was holding on to. I was gonna wait till we were a full hour into the show though, but I did just put it in chat.
Okay. But yeah. So time. Okay. I think ovens are on. Now, again, I've never plugged an oven in from the start. Like every time I've lived in a place, the oven had been plugged in already. But oh, not showing the right time. Oh, that's probably because people don't adjust it for daylight savings. I don't know.
Oh.
Or maybe they don't have the best time crystal because I don't know. They're
Maybe
not
they're stupid.
unless you have some smart oven that's synced up with your phone
Maybe they're
or
stupid.
or
We
like
don't
a
know.
Wi-Fi timekeeping thing, which is off the world clock. If you don't have the most precise time crystal, even being off by a tiny fraction percent of a second every month, it eventually will be off. But let's see, what's Scott? What's your question in the field of quantum mechanics?
No,
I
that's
don't.
too serious.
I don't
Yeah.
know quantum mechanics very well. So, what is the significance of the Pauli exclusion principle?
Scientist are you?
I actually don't even. Is the Pauli exclusion principle the thing where you can't have you can't have two things in the same spot at the same time?
So the Pauli exclusion principle, which was formulated by Wolfgang Pauli in 1925, it basically states that no two fermions can occupy the same quantum state simultaneously within a given system.
Not with that attitude.
Okay, like I'm not totally familiar with that, so I don't know.
I'm just gonna trust that is true.
Well, and I'll elaborate
Yeah.
a little bit further here because I
We don't
did.
need to.
I had the question queued up, but then I also want to make sure I was prepared to back my man Drayden here up if he needed some help.
Yeah.
So, in the context of atomic orbitals, the Pauli exclusion principle dictates that each orbital can accommodate a maximum. I say
Oh, I had to
maximum
mute you.
of 2 electrons, each with opposite spins.
Yep.
This leads to the observed electron configuration in atoms where electrons fill up orbitals in a specific
Valence.
order following the
Not
Aufbau
true.
principle and Hund's rule. Consequently, the Pauli exclusion principle plays a fundamental role in determining the chemical properties of elements and the formation of chemical bonds.
Okay, yeah. So so that's basically what's determining like your valence electrons, and so it's gonna fill up
You
the
know
S
what? I concur.
the S orbitals first, then the
Obviously.
P, then the D, and then the E or F orbitals or whatever.
Gee,
The D, yeah, that's all your metals.
D.
I don't know. I kind of remember this from chemistry class.
But the S, but it's also based on energy levels, and the D orbitals are always one lower than the S and the P's. Those are all. That's why those two are always on the outer side. The valence shell, which is the outer electrons. You can have 2 electrons because there's only one S orbital, and you can have 2 electrons in it, and then 3 P suborbitals.
See, you
And-
knew the answer. You
But I
just
didn't-
have the.
I didn't know what the Pauli exclusion principle was, but
What
I know
about
about
the
valence.
LNPs?
I know about valence
I don't wanna
electrons
play
and
with
everything.
And I remembered like the order of the
Nacho
orbitals
cheese,
or whatever
okay.
with like the least helpful abbreviation, which is San Francisco Department of Fire.
Francisco. Yeah.
Francisco
What?
Department of Fire.
Yeah, it
Which is
wasn't.
like completely opposite of what you would think it is, but it's so stupid that you
Yeah,
remember it.
the first 2 columns, that's
didn't.
your S. You have the elemental chart, the table. You have the 2 tall ones, then you have that middle part that's shorter. That middle part that's shorter is all your metals. That's the D orbitals, and then the next upper part, those are the P orbitals, and then that little like thing that shoots out like the actinides and whatever the row below that, like your uranium, plutonium.
The
That's
stuff
your
that nobody
those are your
cares
F
about.
orbitals.
Thank you, Obi.
This is the fun.
I was wondering if
element.
that's what that was. I didn't look up, and then it was what it was.
We're only an
I
hour.
just
into
kept
this,
hearing
we're
like
way
a
off base, so-
noise.
But anyway,
Glad
yeah.
it was
So
an actual ball.
yeah, so yeah, I knew about that stuff. I didn't know anything about the Pauli exclusion principle, but I also knew that
Yeah, me neither.
you gotta have up and
remember
down
that.
spin on the things, and the
little
orbitals
bit.
will fill each other alternatingly too. So like your P orbitals, it will fill 1 electron in each suborbital before it starts filling them with the second one, right? So
All I'm going to say is, Drayden, every once in a while, I'm going to try to throw a good one at you.
all right, yeah.
Mm.
Can I make a small confession right now?
Sure.
Please do.
Sometimes, not every time, but sometimes, I really hate the science question. Like I fucking hate it.
Why?
Was
Okay.
today one of them?
Fair.
Elaborate, LB. Come on. Okay, we're gonna have a moment here.
Sometimes it's like Bill Nye the Science Guy is like, what happens if we put food coloring in the fucking jello? Oh, and it's like, neat, I got that. And sometimes it's like the fucking covalent fucking quantum particles and the quarks and what the fuck are you guys talking about, man? I'm trying to drink beer and eat pretzels and talk about EVE Online, and we're getting fucking we're way out there. We're
It's
way out
it's
there.
no, it's like it's
Well, I'm
chemistry.
just-
Like not
I'm
everyone's
just
into
a
the.
Should we
poor-
screen the
I'm just a
questions beforehand?
I'm just a poor infantryman. Like I'm just a soldier.
Well,
I don't
right,
know
but that's the
this
thing.
shit,
Like
Dude,
but
no.
it's neat. It's neat. And I
I-
get it, and I sit through them, and it's fine. But sometimes I'm just like,
LB,
Dude,
I
so a
appreciate
lot
your
of this-
Let's do
honesty.
things like
I-
practical
I-
chemistry. Like,
I appreciate
a lot of
this
this
honesty.
was covered in a class called physical chemistry, which sounds
Hmm.
weird, but PChem. So we all had to take PChem as chemical engineering majors. Now, we took
Yeah,
so many chemistry
not that.
classes already that if we took an extra PChem and a lab, then we could get a
P-chemistry.
chemistry minor. Most people did
Hmm.
not do that because PChem was a pain in the ass.
yeah,
That's how much we didn't, because it's so like hypothetical, and you're talking about like little ions and stuff. I'm like, we're working on like giant tanks and heat exchangers in the refinery down the river. Like it's something that you could see it's right there, and you know what it's doing. Not like we gotta look at the electrons.
I have to
Yeah.
pull up a YouTube video to tie my tie.
I do too.
so
Okay,
can
Yeah,
we learn
I
about
do too.
chemistry?
I-
Can we learn how to make how cool things like here's how to make ethanol. Here's how to make. Oh no, we shouldn't talk about that. Never mind.
I mean, well,
I have a science
yeah.
question.
C2H508.
Liara, I didn't hear you.
I was
speak
thinking
then.
other things like
Hello.
Semtex or RDX, but no, let's not go there.
I did have an organic chemistry professor that joked about cocaine.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Joe.
yes,
it-
Walter White. Here's how to theoretically make meth.
I mean, like I think they had like the formula on the page. It's like I'm not telling you how to make it. Ain't
Okay,
fucking Walter
okay.
White in here.
Here's a question. What happens if you drink a shot of food dye like 2 hours before you come?
I don't know.
You missed an important question though.
oh,
Is
I,
We
I-
have
Yeah,
enough
it's-
men on.
if
We
it's
have
a man
enough men on the
or a
show. We
woman,
can
because
do our
men
own
to be different
experiment.
depending on them.
I was like, Liara, I can get back to you tomorrow. I need to go get some food dye from the
demand
store.
answers.
I
Only
actually have
it,
some
it
here.
depends on if you're a guy or a girl. Whether it make your way into your ejaculate. So
Oh. See,
Let's assume for the sake
You
of
asked
argument
the
that it's
question.
dye.
there we go.
The more you know.
All
Those are the
right.
science questions I like.
Yeah,
Okay,
see,
so-
I had to bring us back on brand.
Yeah, that's
Orders.
true. Thank you,
We're supposed to be
Liara.
talking about internet
No.
spaceships.
Unfortunately, this
I don't
week
wanna
there's not
hear
a lot of internet spaceships. to
There
talk
hasn't
about.
been a whole lot.
A Keepstar died.
Keepstar did
whose
that.
Keepstar died?
It was
the Wrecking Crew
so
in
it was
Kamal.
and that Keepstar had been there since like 2017. It had been to Hull once before, and made
Like
it
a
out.
week before.
That was the third
Well, okay,
Keepstar
sorry,
ever
excuse
built.
me.
One.
That twice before it had been to Hull. I forgot about the recent one.
Yeah, that was the third Keepstar ever built.
Was it really?
No, I made that up.
No.
I, don't-
Oh,
I have no
yeah,
clue.
it was not.
No, who knows?
I like that. though.
It
That's
sounded
good.
it sounded very confident though.
Good
so-
ad lib.
Was it the camel
Yeah.
one?
It was the Kamal Keepstar.
You can
You
say anything
at
with
one
enough
point it was
confidence,
the main-
somebody might believe you.
Before Wrecking Crew moved into Pravi, it was the main Keepstar for Wrecking Crew. Then the YMP Keepstar became the main keep, and then when RC pulled back out of most of Providence, they made Kamal Keepstar the main one. But at least in terms of like their Titan and Super Fleet, I know the guys that are there like that. Losing the Keepstar didn't hurt them in that aspect.
Who killed it?
Deepwater.
A consortium of Deepwater and Snuff.
And Snuff, yeah. Snuff has wanted to kill it for a long time. They were the ones that actually put it into Hull back in like 2018. And yeah, they they put it into hole then, and Wrecking Crew is basically able to diplo like almost the entire galaxy to like come and defend it from stuff because everyone was very snuff at the time. Imagine that. And then yeah, Seto's got a bit of a hate boner towards on Deepwater as a whole at this point, has a hate boner against Wrecking Crew, so they came back around and did their thing.
There you go.
So
I got an
back to
Ithaca
the
Hawk
original
corpse.
question before we got sidetracked. Are we going on a boat cruise? Yes or no?
What the fuck?
We just got back.
Wait,
Are you literally not gonna try? You're not even gonna
That was
try.
like 20 minutes ago, wasn't it?
No, we got sidetracked because someone asked a bad science question.
No, I think the
Man.
real sidetrack was sidetracked from the in-game Eve topic.
Right.
And
I think we
The
finished
answer-
all the
Every
Eve
time
stuff,
Vlad
though.
comes
No,
back
we
in, though,
didn't.
he's
We
like,
just
"So
came
let's
into
get
a
back
new
to
topic.
the." And it's like,
you
come
want
on.
your quick answer? Answers I don't know yet. I'd rather get like this really good food from these restaurants than have that food that's been sitting around on the boat all day.
True.
Yeah,
But
I,
we
was,
wanted to
I,
go
I-
drink
I
on the
spent,
boat.
I spent half that
Well,
cruise in
we-
line for one drink
yeah,
as well.
we spent most of that cruise just standing in line.
Yeah, so I
Oh, the
kind of
second
wish I
one
had just been like, you know
sucked.
what, I don't need to have that drink, and just went outside and hung out with everybody. But the other thing is like, I was like, but I'm only 8 people away. How long could it take? It took another 20 minutes. I should
Yeah.
have just went outside.
So it's like we
The-
can find a place that we have our own bar, basically. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
That's
my
way
my
better.
thing also is like, if we go on the boat, I'm gonna make sure that I just bring a flask or something, or
Muggle.
just
I am thinking like we could do the
on the way down to the boat dock, just stop in a bar and be like, give me 3 shots of this, and he's like, plow, 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 I'm ready for the boat,
we could do the battlefield tour again, but that's on the
Battlefield tour. I never was that in a previous NOLA?
That's
Yeah,
the
we
first
did
one we
that.
did.
yeah,
Okay, I
that
never
was a
went on that.
couple years ago. So
I was like, I did the spooky ghost tour.
yeah, which we still might do, but I want to do it
With
different.
Robbie
One,
Robb, the
not
the
not
punk
that
rock
one
pirate.
guy. Like he was a great guy, but it's just like, oh, people have seen floating orbs here, and we all like take our phones out, and we all get the same reflection in the camera
It's
from like some
the-
light over there.
Yeah, it's where the lights are. It causes a certain
And it hit the light.
light
So we're like,
refraction.
really, you
Bounces
see
around
this
in the
orb?
lens.
Yeah, it causes
It's like-
certain light spots on your
I did
phone.
find
Fine.
What
It's
I-
like
what I'm,
it's just
I mean, they
I
can't
need to
make real
look into
ghosts for a
it was-
tour.
It's okay. I really liked
haunted bar crawl.
Ooh, that sounds like a good
Ooh,
idea.
haunted bar crawl would be cool.
We have
Yeah.
enough haunted bars in there that I was like, you can actually do. That was like, I saw that, I was like, that's the perfect thing. So
Yeah, that
I,
one where he's like, look through the door, like look through this door. That lady goes and sits at that table sometimes. I'm like, can we go in there and sit in her spot? It might piss her off and get her to come out.
no.
Did
Yeah,
And then the
maybe-
grudge, and then the
did
grudge
anybody
happens.
do
You get
Golden
chased
Circle
all the
at
way. You know.
FanFest this year.
The what?
Yes, I did.
Remember the Icelandic guy that always like, and here, this is where this person died, and this is where this person died. All I could think of was getting that guy to do a ghost tour.
Yeah, I didn't go the same. I had him the year after you did because I wasn't there in 2022. But he did not talk about the same stuff that he did on your tour apparently.
All I can say is I would love to have that guy doing a ghost tour because he'd be amazing.
Yeah, I loved him as a tour guide. He just like when we were at Golfos, he did not talk about like all the people that had died there, unless Delana remembers it or Manic remembers it differently because we were on the same tour.
Yeah, I just remember him mentioning it's because we were looking at it. It's like, has anyone tried to kayak through this thing? He's like, you would die, and 3 people have, and like someone was leaned over this railing trying to get a picture and fell and then died.
The thing about like the pit that they threw the women in.
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah, that I do.
We did
remember.
not go there. I was, he mentioned it, but we did not actually go down to that pit.
So
I think it'd be sweet for one of those tours if they had like a plant tour guest that would halfway through the tour just find a time where no one's paying attention, just kind of like leave the group, and then they go and get picked up. But then it's like, where'd they go? Well, people always end up missing on these tours. Let's keep moving on. And you just like, and then the whole rest of the time, everyone's like, where the fuck did that person go? Are they okay?
Is he gonna be
Yeah, like,
okay?
and it's just like the tour guy is just like, no, you know what? We lose people all the time. It's fine. Because then that puts everyone like, fuck, I gotta stay with the group. God damn.
That
They,
would be
they really will leave without me.
Yeah, like that would be hilarious. I'm sure someone would get upset, but
Yeah, in this day and age, like somebody's gonna like fight the tour
you can't have a
guide, and
good tour
somebody's gonna
without
be
cracking some eggs,
videotaping it.
if that's a
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, you gotta be real careful.
You can't have a good tour without cracking
Basically,
some eggs.
you would just do it with a staff member that looked like a stranger every time. Somebody comes in, plays the whole act up, and then so it's just somebody that people saw, like visibly saw, and make them noticeable or
Yeah.
chatty or something before they disappear.
Or it's like what was that one
and then at the
Jackass?
end,
What was that one Jackass thing they did where they kidnapped Brad Pitt like right off the street, but they planned it with Brad Pitt, and they also got a hold of the local police department and told them their whole spiel of what they were gonna do, so that the police department could ignore calls of kidnapping Brad Pitt. And Brad Pitt was waiting at a stoplight, and this white van pulls up, and 3 guys with ski masks run out and just physically manhandle him into the van. He's like, help! He's like screaming, and they like get him in the van. They drive off, and everyone's like calling. He's like, oh my god, they just kidnapped Brad Pitt! And the police are like, all right, yeah, don't worry about it.
I gotta say that's probably in the last Jackass movie.
I don't
done.
remember what it's from, but I just saw like a YouTube short with Steve-O talking about that. I'm like, that's fucking insane, but kind of funny. I usually don't like most of the stuff Jackass does. I'm like, yeah, but that one actually seems kind of funny.
Have you ever seen the Terror Taxi one? It's the one where they get Jay Chandrasekhar from Super Troopers, and they get Danger Aaron to pretend to be a terrorist in a taxi, but the prank is on him because Jay gets out of the driver's seat, basically pulls a fake gun on him, puts him in the trunk, and does a bunch of donuts to basically fuck with the fake terrorist. And then they all come over. It's like, ha, joke's on you. It was all set up.
I'm not as much of a fan of when the people that are being pranked are like actually put in a spot like that. Because the thing with the Brad Pitt, like the other people are bystanders, so they see something happening, but they're not. Like the pranks where like the prank on the person is possibly very detrimental to them. I'm not a big fan of. Or the ones where it's like, oh, we're gonna cause a prank or just do some silly stuff that causes a bunch of people to get hurt, or like the person doing it to get hurt. It's like I don't like watching people hurt themselves. It's not entertaining to me. But
like with
It
pranks like that,
wasn't
are the
that
ones where
basically was
everyone
it was a
laughs. Right,
prank
yeah.
on the Jackass guy.
It's just a prank, bro.
yeah, the ones where it's like everyone can be like, oh, that was good. Like instead of like the pranks where you get that one person like, man, fuck you guys. Like that, like that's where it's like, okay, that wasn't a good prank then. 'cause
yeah,
someone
like,
did.
if you're
Someone
doing
didn't have a good
risky
time.
stuff-
Yeah.
If you're doing risky stuff with pranks and that, you kind of do need to get their consent in a way. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's like assault.
Yeah, but I mean, when you have the Jackass guy and the taxi driver that's in on the joke, it's funny because the Jackass guy is the guy getting pranked.
Yeah. Well, and then like Tamber said, you get the especially in America, you get the whole thing where this guy, I guess there's a guy got pranked in a mall, and the person that was getting pranked shot the other guy because he thought he was like getting attacked or something. It's like fuck. I mean, yeah, you don't want to fuck around with people like that. So, Malka, thanks for resub, man. What's up?
Malkith, how you been? It's been a while.
Yeah, so that's why I think like harmless, fun pranks are fun. Pranks that put someone not in a fun spot are not fun.
Yeah, it's like it's and Timber, since he's Australian, probably knows who these guys are.
He's New Zealand. He's a Kiwi.
Oh, my bad. There's these guys in Australia called the Jalal brothers that basically would do terrorist pranks to the general public, and it wasn't
I
cool.
like
And they
that.
ended up getting arrested over it. But like the premise would be like one of them would dress it like in the whatever the traditional Arab dress is, like walk up to a group of people, throw a duffel bag with nothing in it, and run. And yeah, they legit got arrested and got actually criminally charged over it.
Like cosmically
know
deaf.
Phrases.
Best Eve
There were some
pranksters, Jay
Australian
Amazingness.
guys who like top that in a really big way. So in Australia, there's this comedy group called The Chaser, and back in like 2005, 2006, they had this show called The Chaser's War on Everything, and they would do these really kind of high-profile pranks. And at one stage, I think it was Sydney, it was hosting like the G20 or something like that, and basically they had one of their cast members dress up as Osama bin Laden, and they put him in a stretch limo with Canadian flags on the front, and they just tried to see how far they could get through the security of this like big event, and somehow they actually got through 4 layers of security for the G20, and they only got caught when they were literally outside the hotel where all these world leaders were meeting, and the guy dressed as Osama bin Laden decided to step out of the car because they didn't know what else they could do at that point.
Well, was this before or after
Did they get arrested
Bin
and
Laden got
charged?
killed though? Like if it was after Bin Laden got killed, people are probably not really
This,
thinking.
as I said, this was like 2005, 2006, so it was
Oof.
when
Yeah,
he was
so
very
he's
much
still
alive.
alive.
Oh yeah,
Conspiracy
that's
theory that people
interesting.
say like he actually didn't die.
So what ended up happening? Were they convicted of anything?
They, as I recall, they did get arrested, as you would imagine. I think they got charged with, I think, well, over here it's called public nuisance, which is basically where you're just being a piece of shit in public.
It should be
And
a
it's
crime.
basically a misdemeanor fine.
I was like, do they put you in the middle of the
I'm a
outback
fucking
with?
public nuisance all the time. I don't
They-
think it should be a crime.
They put you in the middle of the outback with 1 liter of water, and like, if you can get back to civilization, you're free to go.
Yeah, something like that.
So
Or they
state
or
murder.
they give you the boot like they give you the big
State-sponsored
boot like on
murder,
The
yeah.
Simpsons.
I dig it.
So what? They probably just got fined and maybe community
you
service
get
or
a booty.
probation over it.
Yeah, and the
Did you
funny
see
thing
this?
was the show in question that was actually on the ABC, which is our like national broadcaster. So basically, it would be like a show there doing that using what is it, PBS funds?
Yeah, PBS.
So yeah, so like they were using taxpayer
You
funds.
muscle with
to,
you,
like-
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't ABC? Isn't ABC or the guys that managed to find out about the Duchess's condition by social engineering? Weren't they ABC as well?
The fuck are
No,
you
that
guys
was
What are
a
you
that was a
talking
radio
about?
show.
What the
I don't even
fuck
know
are
what
we
we do
talking
here.
That's from
about?
Australia.
Yeah,
Talking
shit,
about
what
the
the fuck are
Duchess
you
of-
talking about?
I'm
I'm,
talking about the
I'm
Duchess of
siding
Edinburgh.
with
But
LB
explain
here.
it.
This is like too much of a science question. I don't
Let me
know
back
where
up.
we
Tell me
are
what else
now.
happened.
happened in Eve this week, guys.
This is part of the
We're talking about
Commonwealth,
Keep
Manic.
Star.
Okay,
Have fun, time.
I'm actually gonna bounce. I feel a headache coming on. So
Alright, man.
I
Yeah,
will
from all this crazy talk.
Bye,
catch you
Manic.
guys later.
Be
Bye,
safe,
buddy.
man.
Peace out.
Lost an ally.
Yeah, I found a clip of it. I'll
Man
chuck it
down.
in the Discord so we can move on to like a more normal conversation.
Can we? I don't know.
What
We
is a
can.
normal
I don't know that we can.
conversation for this
Yeah.
group, though.
No shit.
Oh my god, there's 2 of me. You fucking doppelganger, you.
2 hearts.
Mm,
2
there
hearts.
can only
that
be
beat
one.
as one.
We got to
Wait, what's that
no.
song?
This is Highlander rules, LB.
2
We're gonna or,
of
excuse
hearts.
me, other. You can be my alt. You can be Hawkskey Heart Ever.
That's
We have
scary.
Skyhawk Everheart and Skyhawk Neverheart.
But yeah, to back up on it, there were 2 radio guys in Australia that had called a hospital in England where the Duchess was having
We're
some
still
medical.
talking about this.
We
No,
just
we're
went-
not
we-
talking about
we
it.
just circled
No.
one
Wait,
back to it.
What are you?
Lad,
you are.
lad, shush. Basically, that wasn't funny because the nurse who gave them the information literally killed herself over it. So
I didn't
let
say
them
it was
go.
funny.
You're laughing.
It's not funny when they literally kill themselves.
Yeah,
You're
no,
both
that's not
laughing.
good.
No,
actually.
real question. What else happened in Eve other than the Come On Keep Star Darn?
Did we do the committee?
So
The
with the
committee?
Vanguard playtest coming, you get some skins for it. You get an Atron skin.
You get more
and
corruption.
You
You
get
get,
a
you get to have
yeah,
unsuspected
Thrasher.
people get bombed
Thrasher,
in
right,
LoSec
yeah.
and bubble
Thrasher
camped in
skin.
LoSec.
no, sorry, Talwar skin.
Oh,
That's
Talwar
worse.
and a Thrasher, you said?
That's not as
Talwar
cool.
and an Atron. Atron is
Atron.
fun. I like a
Mm.
good Atron.
I don't think I've ever flown. I may have flown an Atron one time.
All right, too good. Too good for T1 frigates, eh?
No, just I
People
don't.
are
No,
calling
no.
it, "Oh,
I-
I'm in PL. We don't do T1 frigates.
No, no,
Oh,
it's the
Yeah, no
opposite.
shit.
It's not too good for T1 frigate. It's too bad at frigate piloting to fly frigates.
oh man, just approach. Turn on blasters.
That no.
Right.
Oh, is that what?
Turn
Is
on
that,
blasters
is that my
approach.
problem? I set orbit at 50K. turn on
That's what-
blasters.
No, yeah, that's the problem.
Oh shit!
Blasters, Drayden. You want to be windshield to windshield, belt
Yeah.
buckle to belt buckle.
I actually don't even turn the blasters on
Eyelash
because
to
I'm like
eyelash, like
waiting
The
to
way
be
real
able
men
to.
fight.
I'm waiting
Yeah.
to point and web
Yeah.
them, and it just
Butt to
never
butt?
works until
Butt to butt. There you go. The way real men do it.
Like a hockey fight.
butt to
Grab him by
butt.
the shirt collar and punch him in the face
Yeah,
with your other
Punch him in the
hand.
face.
Dom, real men go dick to butt.
Yeah, or cross check
yeah.
him in the face because just slapped on an empty goal. What was that
Hey.
about?
Oh man.
Like why
That
why did that piss
Ow.
why did that piss that guy off? So I get it, it's like showboating a little bit. But it's
So-
like it's an empty goal. Why do they care if they
Right,
slapped it
so-
in other than just shooting it in?
So the slap shot was not required and is like a spit in the eye to the other team, right? But
Dirty.
here's the thing: you're allowed to fight people in hockey, so there's no requirement.
Well, there's a
to do
2-minute penalty for it, right?
cross-checks. Right, but there's no requirement to cross check someone in the face and try to like actually hurt
End
them. so you could just,
their
like,
life.
Yeah, just drop the gloves and beat the guy up. Like I think that's pretty sufficient.
Yeah.
What if you
I-
like? What if you like to be a piece of shit?
Didn't they
You
give him
want,
like a 6-game suspension or something for that?
I'm not sure.
Or I think it was like in the works where he might get a 6-game suspension.
He got yelled
No.
at for like 5 minutes.
They probably fined him $1,000 or something. Like that.
I was looking at that Reddit from I don't know if it was like Ike Roth or something that posted, and everyone's like, you know what everyone should do? The entire league should now, anytime an open goal against just the Maple Leafs is open, they should all only
Slap
slap
shots
shots
into the
against
empty
those
net.
goals
Yeah.
from now on.
Now
Like
we're just talking about hockey.
What's wrong with that?
I mean,
You don't
hockey
have a
teams-
fucking.
we
I'm
haven't
talking
had a
about
hockey
some
team
weird
since-
Dutchy. Yeah.
We haven't had a hockey team since like 1997 or some shit.
oh, that's right. I was
Well,
about to say,
y'all
don't you
haven't
don't
had
you
a
have
Nor
the
hockey
should
in the
you,
70s
yeah.
I was about to say, don't you have
Yeah,
the Pelicans? But
I think
that's
they tried
basketball.
and they're like, no, this
My mind
isn't
went there
work
too, though.
good."
Yeah.
It
I-
sounds like a hockey team for some reason.
like the Pelicans just seems like a hockey team. It does not sound like something would be
I
a
still
NBA
like
team.
the
Pelicans
ice
are able.
gators. Ice gators, not ice skaters.
Ice skater.
Ice gators. That was
Mm.
clever.
That
Is it
yeah.
clever?
Yeah,
Very
because it
clever.
sounds like
Yeah,
ice
I get it.
gators,
Yeah, I
but
get
it's
Say it
ice
fast. Sounds like ice
gators.
skaters. Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
Do it. I'm here.
New Orleans ice skaters.
The ice skaters or the ice gators? Which are they?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ice
Exactly.
Ah, it took me way longer to get what you guys are getting at than it should have.
Mhm.
I was just
Never
literally thinking of
change,
like
yeah.
ice skaters, and I was just like, okay, but what a
Ice
yeah.
Exactly,
You
Malcolm.
see,
Don't ever change, Drayden.
Yeah.
Speaking of gators, what's a good gator fit? Because I got a couple gator BPCs I've been thinking about building them.
You're all
Blasters.
over the place.
Blasters orbit at 50k.
No.
At least it's Eve this time.
Yeah.
Blasters. Yeah, blasters. Over
I don't
the
think you
Just
can.
risk
I don't think
it
it
when
even
he
has-
makes a good
So Roman
choice.
Cup
All
probably
right,
has
all right, I
four
take it
shots
back.
in it.
Continue.
It doesn't even have turret launch or hard ports. I don't think you can even put blasters on that thing.
No, that attitude.
Maybe one. Maybe
Come on,
one. I
give it
don't
a
know.
try.
You can stick them in the cargo hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Do they
I
shoot?
like
let me
the
look-
alligator
do they
of all
shoot
the
from
niches is
there?
probably the best one.
I mean, it's either going to be hams or heavies, right?
It's always gonna be heavies. Why would
Unless
you do
you're,
that?
at least those are the two types of missiles that are bonus for the gator. If you put rapid lights on it, you can
Eh,
kill a lot of tackle, but like
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
rapid heavies under the same
That's
bonus?
battleship. Well, but I mean,
Elby,
battlecruisers
can you
sometimes
run
get
like a
battleship
Pablo
guns.
Drake fit on it?
Rapid
What?
heavies might fit on it. It might
Because
have
it's
like
supposed to be a drone boat. I mean, that's what
The
it's
old
supposed
Pablo
to be.
Drake fit that's like heavies and you basically kite at like 20k.
yeah, I feel like but the things like rapid heavies I think are probably pretty high on fitting, and you probably
Probably
wouldn't
not.
want
I didn't know.
you probably
I
want to
just-
put most of your fitting on the tank
No,
and then
Millen, we're
drones.
not
really?
You
asking
can't
for a
fit
million
rapid
fit.
heavies on a BC. They're on a BS.
A million yeah. But I mean, I feel like probably just heavies.
Yeah, I didn't even
um,
know it was really a thing.
Heavies are hams, but hams are a little more expensive, aren't they? Because they're higher damage but shorter range.
Sure.
I
I like ham though. Do you glaze it or do you
I
like
feel like you
propose-
just put
I don't-
heavy. I think you just put heavy
Country
launchers on there.
air.
Canadian.
No, you smother that ham with some
Okay, yeah,
delicious
rocket,
gravy.
rocket Drake, yeah, rocket,
Gravy.
Oh, gravy. I can do
rocket
gravy.
gator. That's what we're gonna do.
But you need green eggs to go with it.
They have to be
I
green.
I prefer my eggs blue. I'm sorry, I'm here to say it.
Dabba-doo-dabba-da.
What?
Blue eggs. Blue eggs are superior.
Blue eggs and ham.
Yeah.
Green eggs and ham.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Man,
Thank you
don't
to
know.
whoever had that queued up.
That was pretty genius right there. I'll give
So
you
I have
that.
a
we were talking about heavy assault missiles, and now we're redirected it to ham, and then now we're talking about egg colors.
It's okay when you do little side things for a joke. We gotta
No,
like try not to like
Go too far with
completely
it.
go down another like fork of a
not?
river.
Put it another way.
We've
So I
all
have
been
a ham
drinking.
fit-
my
The
fork.
force of the river is
Like, y'all
acceptable.
motherfuckers need Adderall.
I have a ham fit
yes,
alligator
please.
fit
If
that
you have
does
a supplier, let me know.
926
Yes.
DPS.
How much of that's
Wait, how much
drones and How much
DPS?
is it in hams?
The drones. Hold on.
Oh, I heard
2
gross.
geckos.
Could be a lot of it. It's the drones, right?
What is the
Yeah.
bandwidth on the Gator?
It's the same as all this. You get run 2 drones.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, like 2 heavies or 2.
No,
what-
it's mediums
2 mediums on the alligator.
because it's a battle
so
cruiser.
it's got 20
20 megabits. Yeah.
With
okay.
300% or 500% damage
Movies,
bonus.
I
One
think it's
or
like
two, I can't remember.
300.
It's
I think.
500% bonus to damage.
Yeah, I knew it was a lot.
250% bonus to hit points.
That's pretty good. Yeah. So
it
I mean,
is pretty nice.
geckos are expensive. That's the thing.
You
Like,
can't use geckos.
Geckos are heavies, buddy.
Those are heavy.
oh well, yeah. I haven't used geckos
Wake up.
since. I haven't
Wake
used
up.
geckos
Does it
since they
actually have a
were
ban
like
on
brand
heavies,
new.
though,
And,
or
like,
does it just not have enough bandwidth?
it's
Doesn't have
20
enough bandwidth.
megabits, so you get 2 medium drones.
I believe a heavy is what, 50 megabits?
25.
50 or heavy?
25.
It's 25. Same as
Yeah,
same
so
as a
you wouldn't-
Sentry.
You wouldn't be able to, you wouldn't even be able to put out one heavy. with
Yeah,
that.
but I mean,
Okay,
two
cool.
two mediums with those bonuses are going to be better than probably a full flight of heavies and a non-bonus drone ship.
Yeah, you can apply to shit.
500%. Yeah,
Yeah, 500%. That's
that means you're getting 6 drones attacking instead of 5.
well, it's
No,
no,
Seven,
it'd be,
seven,
it'd be
right?
like
Hey,
10.
7,
it'd be
yeah.
like two medium drones would be like 10 medium
No, it'd be
drones.
like 7 medium drones.
500%. That's 5 times for each drone. 2 drones is 10 drones. It's like 10 medium drones.
No, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
math is hard.
Math.
That's true.
It's
Man.
490 DPS just for the drones, and then another 436 for the hams.
Oh, using hams. What's the
What's the
range on
range
the
on the
ham?
hams?
Does it give bonuses to range or anything on launchers on that, or is it just drone
Hell,
bonuses?
give her for 24 months.
17k range on the on
Oh,
the
shot, I
rage.
just realized that means I've subbed for 2 years, guys.
2 years.
Woot woot.
Woot,
Who's your dom?
woot.
But like
What?
I'd be using this in
I am my own dom.
in Garista's sites, so like
Maybe.
a 17k range is more than
Good enough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so what are the launcher bonuses on the Gator? So it gets bonuses to drones, but it doesn't
Does.
get like damage bonus to launchers or something.
10% bonus to kinetic and thermal heavy missile and heavy assault missile damage,
Yep. And then no rate of fire
Uh,
bonus.
and that's it. No
Okay.
rate of fire bonus.
Okay, so and you said hams are
Does the
17
gator get an extra
kilometers.
bonus if you use it in the swamp?
Oh, it should, right?
The Bayou bonus.
Like
Oh,
that.
I
That'd be
like
cool.
that.
No,
There's
you
also
can't buy a
football
bonus.
pod.
It's not pay to win.
I am thinking of 3D printing a gator.
I
for
just got a
my
3D
phone.
printer. I'm gonna pick up tomorrow.
Nice. What kind is it?
I have no idea. I'm getting it for free.
Oh, all right. Well,
Free-
that's the best
free
kind. is
printers
the
are
free
pretty
Yeah,
good.
kind.
my brother-in-law, they're moving. He said, "Hey, you want a 3D printer?" Fuck yeah, I'll take it. What is it? He said, "I don't know." He told me, but I don't remember. I do drugs, so.
That's fair. I've slept since. then.
Damn.
So LB, do you have enough LP for a Cayman BPC?
No, I do not. I'm working on that.
What's the LP for
I
that?
kind of want to get a Cayman just to farm a bunch of kills in it and be Sitter's #1 Cayman killer.
Let me a Cayman
He's
is
due Skyhawk.
25 million LP
what?
and 25 billion ISK
So
to
I
get a
just leave?
Cayman
Who
BP
left?
a
It's a
BPC.
Canager.
I'm
Oh, it's
here.
25 billion is just
know,
for
I
the
said-
BBC.
I said you're
Yeah.
first
Yep.
in line for the Cayman. You already requested one.
Is the Cayman
Oh.
is that the super then?
Do you not
It's
remember that?
It's the
That's the
dread.
dread.
It's the dread.
The
yeah.
Wait, 25 billion just for the BPC on a how many runs does it get?
One.
One.
Just one.
I'd buy one.
It's a faction dread.
Faction dread.
20,
So
25
faction
billion
dreads are
LP.
got to be like
No,
30
no.
plus billion.
Not
Then.
a faction dread. Yeah, faction dread. not an
Can I
individual
can I
faction
ask
dread.
an Eve related vanity question?
Sure.
Can I still call myself a trillionaire if my total ISK
Nope.
plus assets is over
What
a
are you,
trillion?
a Tress comas now?
If you don't have liquid trillion, you're no longer a
If you
trillionaire.
if you don't have 4 commas, then you can't be.
All right, bud. Sell something.
Now
Sell
you have to get
something.
the cars that
Yeah,
just have
but-
these kind of doors,
But,
not
Oh,
these
okay.
kind.
you know,
Or
Elon
these
Musk.
kind.
Elon Musk, he doesn't have billions liquid. It's all assets. But
I
we
know,
He's
so I don't
probably
call
got
him a billionaire.
so
I don't call him a
many-
billionaire. I call him a
Don't
chump.
Yeah.
I
That's
need
right.
this.
Wait, Scott,
I don't know.
so you're saying you no longer have a trillion liquid disc?
I have 1 trillion and like 8 billion.
What do you want to buy that you can't
Hmm.
afford?
Well,
Without
let me
going
let me
under-
know
without
when,
going under the mark.
let me
I-
know when
well,
you
if
go
I-
under that, so I can change your name to Skyhawk Poor Heart.
No
That's
shit.
right.
Yeah.
Fucking-
Poor
Do
heart.
it. Do it.
Just a real question though.
If you
Like,
got to ask
I-
yourself, you're already poor.
I mean,
Might as well just quit the game.
I
That sounds
have
right.
taken I have taken an uncomfortable amount of gate jumps, and I do like to say that gates are for pores. So
Wait, can you convert standard treads to faction treads?
No.
No.
Okay, yeah, I was
No.
like, here on the
No.
LP is probably none. You can't
Don't
convert
need.
them.
There's nothing. Only the Tech 2 dreads you need a dread to make.
Like as an
Yeah.
input,
Yeah, as an input. Yeah, the Bane and shit like that.
an ingredient, some would say.
Mm.
Rayo,
Ingredient,
Rayo,
yeah.
are you trying to get me to invest in something?
I think you should be making your
I
money.
think you should make a
money.
loan to me. I'm good for it.
Like somebody's trying to sell me something.
Yeah, sell me some war bonds, Dom.
Can I sell you war bonds?
Probably. I don't know how it
I don't
works.
even know if they are.
You're on the inside.
I'm
You're supposed
not.
to know these
I,
things.
th- I
Money
think you
out.
can just
Money
make them
out.
up, Dom.
I probably can.
Hi, Billy Mays here for war bonds.
I'm
I
just
got
looking
somebody
for
to
a
do that.
modest percent on my money. That's all. You know, come on. How come
But
somebody's not
what
running a
is
good bank
more?
anymore?
Because all the Jita ISK doublers got shut down.
Show you the power of war
Tamper used
bonds.
to
I
run a good
sawed this
investment.
gator in half.
If I'm not mistaken.
That's a lot of damage.
That's not that much damage there.
That's fucking funny. I have a Marshall. Where's my Marshall? There it is.
Dude, I almost just died in a tier 2 abyssal in a Gila.
How's
But
that
wait,
even
there's
happen?
Were you
There
not
was-
paying attention?
Did you
There's
forget to
fucking
turn something on?
Marshall.
Starving Damavac, and every time I throw my drones out, the friggin' like ambient effects that I can't see in Potato are just
Yeah, I
phasing
actually-
the drones. And
I hate
I sat in
drones
that
in
room
the
for like 10 minutes.
abyssals.
I was like, this is not how this is
Yeah,
supposed to go.
I hate
Yeah,
drones in the abyssals. I like missile ships because they can't get
It's a
shot.
Gila, I was
They
using
always
missiles too.
hit, and
There's too much in the
He was
abyss
a little
too
ass.
that is like visual cues that going into the abyss in like lower graphic settings. Yeah, that's hard mode for the abyss in my opinion.
I just don't like drones because there's so much ambient damage things that can kill your drones, and also the rats in there. The second you deploy drones, they're like kill them, and so it's like you're constantly managing your drones.
Well, and there's towers shooting them sometimes, and then the clouds
Yeah.
are shooting them, and I'm like, I can't see any of this.
Yeah,
so I'm just
I-
losing drones
like,
left and right. I'm trying to kill in like my little RLML clips, which go really fast, and it's like, why can't I kill this stupid fucking frigate? I'm gonna die in the second room in in like a ship that's way overclassed for this, just because I probably didn't pay attention to the damage type or whatever. Because I was like, I could sit here and half-ass a tier 2. Like I haven't done these. Like I
Yeah,
really don't have a lot of background.
I
on these,
like
but
missile ships in the abyssals just because you know the damage is going to apply, and you can't lose them. The downside is that the missile ships aren't as good in them, so you probably aren't going to be able to effectively do like tier 4 and 5s with those. So like, but I don't do those. Like the only thing I was doing abyssals at all was for like those login rewards when they're like, oh, kill this many of these in the abyssals. I'm like, okay, I'll go to like a tier 1 or 2, and I'll take I was using like a Caracal Navy, I think, or something to just go in there.
yeah, I mean, I've used the Gila up to like tier 3, and I do like one every 2 months or something. Like that's like since they've not even since they've come out. I've probably run like maybe 30 ever, maybe 50. Let's say that. I don't have a lot of background, but I was like, I'll go an easy tier, which tier 2 I think is pretty easy, and I won't pay attention to like focusing damage type or anything because fuck it, it'll be it's low end, it'll be fine. And then I just
What's
couldn't
worse that
like.
could happen?
I there for a minute, like I was nuded completely out, and my buffer is like doing fine. It was just like I'm just gonna die to the clock because I can't get this one fucking frigate to die. And luckily, finally he did. I had to time it though. I had to give out fresh drones and a full clip and be like, okay, come on, like
Got to get him down.
focus this because we're not gonna make it.
So I just want to say this out loud. Sorry, brief tangent. This is related to the discussion going on in guest show notes. I
What?
just think that the phrase "wombat in combat" is really fun to say.
Combat Wombat.
Yeah,
You
Wasn't that an
Wesley
alliance at
Wombat.
one time?
I had to go there.
I think that was an alliance at one point.
Combat
Yeah, I know
wombat?
I've heard it
I
before.
think so.
I like it.
I,
I
could be
would not
wrong.
want to get bit by a wombat. I bet it hurts.
They look
No,
really
yeah.
cute though. Yeah, they
Oh,
look
yeah,
like they probably got
The
some.
te- the
Wait,
teddy
is
bear
that a
seems to be doing
wombat?
okay.
I would have guessed that was a Tasmanian devil.
Oh, they're small Tasmanian devils.
I thought
Oh.
Tasmanian devils just made like tornadoes everywhere. And did that,
Yeah.
That's
They-
what
they-
my
You're
youth taught
falling
me.
for the Warner Brothers disinformation. That's
Yeah,
not
the
true at all.
Tasmanian devil sound like if you didn't like, now that I've heard it, I know what it is, but like, if I had heard the sound that they make, if it's like dark out and you didn't know what was making that sound, that'd be one of the most terrifying animals in existence. They have one of the just freakiest sounds they make.
Scary.
I have to go listen to this now.
Yeah, they're like, "Ah!" It just sounds like some fucking demon animal.
Right. Well,
Wait,
and here in a
plenty of
moment you
animals
can
that sound like they're-
watch my first reaction to
Yeah.
sound here in a moment.
Yeah, Tasmanian devils are it's like a terrier dog, but even more terrifying. These terrier dogs are like when they're like doing stuff. It's
Yeah, I know what you mean. It was accurate what you said.
yeah. Foxes are weird too. But yeah, I would say I agree with Hiram and
Link in chat for what they sound like, by the way.
yeah, Hiram, the abyssals were pushed reasonably hard by CSP. Yeah, during the whole last login reward campaign thing where you had like the 3 different things you could do each day and it was like random. They were most of the time, I feel like 70% of them were pushing Evermarks because it was before they came out with the Citadel skins. So like that's they want to make sure people had Evermarks. But sometimes you got some ISK or skill points or something like that. But it felt like, and it was randomized what challenges you got for each of those 3. Sometimes it was a mine this much ore, kill this many rats, but there was it was a random choice of the options they had, but I feel like half of the options they had were kill this many angels in the abyssals, kill this many rogue drones in the abyssals, kill this many Sanches in the abyssals, kill this many Triglavians in the abyssals. So it's like, oh, like it felt like the majority of the challenges you had each day were go into abyssals and do this, and it's just like I don't want to do abyssals. And so I like 90% of the time I would just look at my login rewards and be like, I'm not doing any of those because I'm not gonna fucking go. I'm not gonna be doing abyssals. Fuck that. So it was a bummer because it's like, I mean, I didn't really care about the Evermarks, but there were some ones where it's like, oh, 10,000 skill points. Oh, but man, I gotta kill 10 rogue drones. Well, you don't always get rooms with rogue drones, so you might have to run like 8 abyssals to fucking finish that. It's like that's not going to be worth my time for 10,000 skill points. So I'm not doing that. If I was already doing abyssals because that was my plan for the day, then sure, that's a bonus. But
Yeah, I only ever did the ones of the activities I was already doing.
What's that?
Generally, it was moon mining or on a rare
Oh, we're
occasion,
talking about
like
Eve.
kill
Okay.
a few rats.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, those little dailies that they would pop up.
I
know,
just never
it's
do any
a-
of those.
Like I said, if I was already doing the thing, it was easy, right? If I'm
Yeah,
mining a
except
moon, I
if I
knock out the
accidentally
mining
did
one,
one,
I kill
yeah.
some rats that come and spawn and whatever, like.
Yeah, mine. I accidentally did one.
And that's not even foolproof though, because I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. I know a lot of people here probably aren't very big miners. I'm not a huge miner, but I've been mining moons for years.
I know
There are
about
some
it.
there are some moons that are broken and will never spawn rats. And it's just a thing, and it's wild.
We have them in Delve. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're around the game. It's just some
No, we did-
places
There's a
they're
yeah. One of
very
our
clearly
systems.
broken, and they will never spawn rats.
I've sat on a moon literally all day long. With
Yeah.
Another buddy just bullshitting. I don't really do the mining he
Did
does.
it for months
but
on end.
not
Chat.
not get a single rat the entire time. Which is, and you go to another moon, it's like every 5 minutes you're getting hit with a rat.
Sometimes it seems like it. Yeah. I
Akrok,
do like that there's like a variety to it because sometimes it's like fun to be like, oh wow, they're really angry. Like I feel like I'm seeing them back to back to back, and sometimes you see them maybe once an hour. But like I said, then there's some that you literally just will never see rats at. What's up?
So Akrok, there aren't any miners here. We're all over 18.
Oh, that's fair. This is an adult show.
Womp womp.
Not necessarily. We don't know who's listening.
I mean,
Oh, there you go.
is
See?
there not no? There's not a friggin' warning at the beginning. The FBI.
There
is
used
gonna
to
come
be.
after us.
I know.
I had it set to 18 plus, so people.
Or maybe
that,
they just know.
I
who
think
they're not.
newer
They just
viewers to the
click the tick
channel.
box.
Yeah, the new viewers to the channel just have little things. You're like, this is an 18 plus the stream, I think.
I
But
think we need to integrate that into the intro.
Deliar
But
there?
there's a bunch
Chris
of
Hansen with Dateline NBC.
there's a bunch of substance abuse and sometimes questionable content on this show.
What?
show contains substance
Abuse
abuse,
or use? a use or abuse? I don't want to.
Yeah,
I
substance
I
abuse.
used this shit.
Substance abuse, foul language, and
foul language.
reverbed farts.
Sometimes some thigh. That one time
There
What?
was some thigh that one time. That's right.
when Rain was doing her
Yeah.
shot, and so we all took off our pants.
LB wasn't wearing underwear. It was fucking. It got.
Oh
weird.
yeah.
Oh, LB's a man.
Yeah, that was a
I had to
sketchy
delete that
line.
VOD.
He had a manly bush.
Yeah, that was a weird one. It was just like, wait, why did we all just like? That was one of those things. Like the next day, like it was. I had enough memory retention that I'm like, did we all just like fucking rip our pants off on the street? Somehow we didn't get.
I mean, it was
canceled.
tasteful.
Yeah, we had underwear on. It was fine,
No, it
and we were
wasn't.
sitting down, so it was fine.
It was fine.
It's fine.
It was tasteful.
The important
It's
thing
fine.
is we had a good
Art.
time.
It was art.
I saw a real
Yeah,
good joke
so-
about piracy, about like old Eve when like piracy used to be a thing. It was pirates are like Michael Jackson. They do the moonwalk and molest minors.
They never proved that. Macaulay Culkin said it didn't happen.
Well, if Macaulay Culkin said it, then it didn't happen.
Yeah,
He's
I trust him. He
trustworthy.
was America's little boy for a few years.
and then meth happened.
But didn't they
maybe.
say that was
I
only
thought
be-
it was Michael
like
Jackson
a movie
that
role?
happened.
Like he only looked like shit for a movie role.
that wouldn't shock me
I'm
because
pretty sure I
remember
remember
that-
His racist
That
stuff
happened with
was really
Joaquin
healthy.
Phoenix.
Let's not talk about
No,
it.
no, recent stuff. I'm saying like back in the day though. Like I remember seeing the thing where you had to go to rehab.
'Cause I'll have to start being inappropriate.
Yeah, I mean, he
You
was a
won't like
child
it.
star, so yeah, he probably had a
Yeah.
tough time.
Yeah.
That being said, so is Wrecking Crew going to lose all their shit? Because I saw HTP losing a bunch of like a Tatara and a Satio recently, and
Isn't there a Citadel timer in Pachi tonight?
Pochman?
Wait,
Or
I
is
there's
that
think
a
so. I
system?
have no idea who's.
how many
all
citadels
I
are
heard
left?
is that there's some Citadel timer tonight, and I have no idea whose it is or what system it is. So if somebody knows,
How-
please tell me.
How many citadels are left in Poshman?
A
Very
decent
few.
chunk.
No, there's not that many.
I
It's like-
wouldn't think there are
There's
many, but I don't go in
HTP's
there.
got a free port. There's a couple.
I
Still
mean, like there
scattered.
can't be that many Fortizars. I would.
Okay, no, I guess I'm talking about Fortizars. Smaller ones,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, like
There's
maybe
only like
Astro-
one
but,
Fortizar, right?
but I mean, like
Is that it?
you're not
Yeah,
allowed
I
to
think
build.
HTP's is like the only fort left.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, which
Where-
is
where
weird though
at?
because you would think it'd be easier to kill
Where
like
is
Astra.
this?
Parchman.
Kuhara
No,
in Pach.
Yeah, you think it'd be easier to kill.
I'm very interested in where this place.
Well, I mean, you just think it'd be easier to kill Astra who's like that. So like, why haven't those all been cleared out yet?
Yeah, you would think.
People don't
Because you
give
would
it-
think
don't
that people
care
that
enough
want it,
to
like,
do it.
because
People
it
don't care
feels
about
like
it, yeah.
between PanFam and
they're looting
Imperium, they
us,
want to
aren't they?
like kind of like lord over Poshvan, and you would think that those groups would do their damnedest to clear out each other's, or even either the neutral groups
That's
completely
not
or
how
clear out
Pach
each
is
other's.
right now.
We need to do that, Drayden. Let's go do that. Let's
Yeah.
get all those loot pinatas. Because
Yeah,
I
me
think Pochman doesn't have asset safety, if
Correct.
I'm not mistaken.
It's wormhole space rules.
Yeah.
We should just go evict everybody.
And
Let's
you
do
can't put up new citadels, so once one's dead, it's dead
That's right.
forever. So yeah, Akroth and me are gonna just go.
it. We're starting a Pochman
Whoa.
bashing.
We're gonna go
sig.
kill
What am I,
these.
shop liver? What the fuck?
Well, it's
You can too if you log
yeah,
in.
yeah. Let's all just go
I
kill.
log in daily.
Let's all just go kill some Poshman citadels. We'll just Bonnie and Clyde this shit.
You can attest to that, Akroth. I do log in daily.
Oh, I don't. Well, I guess I could look at the thing. I don't ever look at the thing.
Yeah.
I see you in chat sometimes, but
I don't even know how to get into Poshman. I know you got to use
It's-
some kind of filament or some shit, but I've never
yeah,
done
you
it.
need filaments.
You
I've
see
only
me-
I've only
you see me
followed
in
other
chat?
people's rules. To, like other people are like, oh, just warp
You
to this
know,
guy, and then they
Drayden,
take you in there.
You know that that Pachman fleets get pinged fairly regularly, right?
don't-
You can always come on them.
I don't have an interest in Poshman because it's so weird in there. I don't like it.
It's so weird. in
It's
there.
so
Like
good in
every
there.
gate's got a cloud of danger on it. I swear. And
Safety in
And if
numbers.
you're- if you have trick standing, it's not that dangerous.
I don't.
All you need is 0.1.
I don't
It's not
know
hard.
if I
It's
have
zero,
that.
zero, one.
Love.
I remember when we went into Poshman last time, I warped on a gate and I was one of the 3 people getting pointed and attacked by shit. And but they didn't want to so they had to like kill the tackle, but like the rest of the fleet didn't want to kill a bunch of stuff because then they would lower their standing. So they basically I was just living by a hair from the reps because I was having this whole cloud of drones attack me. And I was like, I haven't done anything with Trig or Edencom. Why are they attacking me?
That is why. Yeah.
Moros Navy just died in Tama.
Ooh,
but
I
yeah.
got,
Revolution,
I got some for
Revolution.
sale. They should buy mine.
Post the kill mail.
There you go. It's in Twitch chat.
But also, I don't like going in there because like you have to film it in. You also have to like film it out, and I just like taking gates.
The Norv Gate Security Commission. I don't know who this.
Norvikaiken was the first place I got concorded ever.
It
I
was
got
on the
ships in
Norvikaiken Gate.
Norvikaiken.
And
Not
did you
affiliated.
deserve it? Did
Oh
you
yeah, of
deserve
course
it?
I did. Yeah,
Oh, I think I think my guy is actually literally
Ooh,
in
another one
Norvikaiken
just
right
died
now.
at Rev. Oh, that one.
same
did.
area.
Yeah,
Looks
same,
like
same. They're getting
Sedition
counter right now.
tried bombed him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably gate camp with them or something, or crab run. I don't know what they do over there. And
I
somebody
think
just
gate camp.
bomb
You
it.
would be have to be an absolute idiot to run crabs
a-
there.
It's on the Norvikaiken gate, so they're gate camping with it.
Right now?
Well,
They were.
those two aren't
I mean,
anymore.
if you go to the Norvikaiken gate in Tama right now, you'll probably see a bunch of sedition dreads.
The
waiting to
Norvikaiken
fucking-
Gaken?
Did you just say that?
Norvikaiken
Those
Gate.
two aren't
The
anymore?
Norvikaiken gate.
Norvikaiken Gate.
I was just
The
gonna roll. with
Norvikaiken
that.
gate.
I like it.
I think
I
my
like it a
pilot's in Norvikaiken right now.
Is it
Is it
actually
losing
its
worth
faction
beacon?
dread?
Because I've never done crab beacons.
I got an
I have.
officer
I've got
mod
two.
on
I
like
got two for that.
my first few. It was cool.
We do them with dreads and MPX, but I know Imperium does them fucking weirdly. I don't like it.
Bunch of weirdo.
Bunch of fucking weirdos, right? Fuck.
Yeah.
You got too many rules.
Why do you fly over there, Dom? You should come over to have it.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Your rules are why I am. Well,
I like my rules.
Yeah. Mm,
I
I
mean,
don't
Dom,
I
you
don't
just have to get
follow
over
any of
drunk
them.
And he'll vouch anybody into habit.
Yeah, and I don't follow the rules. That's why I like them.
I think you should direct enlist in Garissa's militia and come do some pirate stuff.
I can't. Remember we talked about that. I tried.
So is
you're
that
inviting us to do
Just
My
gotta
pirate?
finish
my
flat standing
my
off.
is -5.
do they call that
Yeah.
Gurmil?
Yep, they do. Actually.
I can join Angels, but I can't join Garissas.
Mm.
What's Angels? Is it A-Mill?
Now with that attitude, right? I mean, I could if I tried, but it would take me like 17 years to probably get my fucking standings back.
No.
Yeah, they probably use like
the amount of
2Ms,
yeah,
right?
no, the amount of
ML.
ratting I do, it would take 17 years. I figured it out.
Yeah, I couldn't do
had
it'd take forever.
One
I
side a week for 17
I
years.
think I'm
That's-
like -7.8 Garistas, so it'd take me forever to fucking
Oh
If
yeah,
you had a
boys.
Glamour X booster and you ran the Epic Arc, I'm pretty sure you can get close.
I do have one of those. I got a couple of them actually.
Mine are expired. Did those come back around?
Oh, are they
Um,
expired? Son of a.
I
bitch.
hold on to them because
funny
they
enough,
expire, but I
if
think they
you-
come back sometime.
Buy the new starter pack that just came out.
Oh yeah, no
Uh,
skins.
Yeah, I've got
It
3 of them.
has-
Yeah, I've got 3 of them. The items.
It has a
purchased, so they
Glamour
have-
X booster in it.
Items
Two
purchased, so they
basic
don't
Glamour
expire.
X boosters.
Before
And
I,
I have one in
before
my
I-
redeem queue and it doesn't expire.
Yep, I've got 3 of them. I redeem queue that don't expire. So I
Yeah,
do
those
have-
are sweet skins.
before I forget, I just want to
Which
throw
skins?
this out real quick.
I have the film for tomorrow in the process of being acquired. It's my connection while I'm out here in hyperspace headed to my next destination's a little sketchy.
Predator 1?
But I have Predator 1 for that was the one that came out in
I
1987,
can pirate the
right?
shit out of
Yeah,
that right now.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Cool.
It's right here.
All right. Well,
That's cool.
I have it in the process of being acquired on my machine, and we're gonna watch that tomorrow night. It will be on the Open Comms Discord and the Movie Night channel, and we'll start that at what do we think the usual showtime?
3 in the morning.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I'll be
I'm
back
off
by
all day,
2.
so-
You gotta
Okay.
wait till 2:30. 2:30.
So 9 p.m. Eastern time. which is
No,
what,
no,
your
like
time?
3 in the morning. 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, no.
I'll try to be back by 2.
That's 6 a.m. for me. Or no, wait, only an hour off.
What?
No.
Don't guess. 6 a.m. I didn't say 5. I said
No,
I'll be back by 1:30.
so-
How's that?
0200 tomorrow Eve time on the Open Comms Discord. We will watch Predator.
Sick.
Not gonna-
A
won't
good
do it.
time to
I
bleed.
won't be
That's-
there.
That's my
Ooh.
quick plug for that for tomorrow. Continue.
There's a 30-man Gila gang on the Anzi.
Where?
Are they trying to bang
LXQ.
anything?
Oh,
I don't know who it is yet, but
Which
Do they
one?
want to
Oh,
buy
yeah.
more Gilas?
Yeah, sorry. I guess starts at -4.6. Damn it.
we should set up a pipe bomb for him.
Gilas?
I got a pipe for him.
You could pipe bomb Gilas if you have like
A
Um,
bajillion guys.
I get
enough
bombed.
battleships to
L-
kill the
LB?
pipe bomb battleships. Too.
are you going? So when it comes to that, it came in. Was it the Cayman or what was the?
Yep.
Okay. Are you trying to like actually build it, or are you just going to get the BPC?
I'm going to get the BPC. There's nowhere. I don't think I can build capitals in Zarzak.
No, you don't want to have to
You
move it
can't.
either. You're gonna have
Yeah,
to.
you don't want to.
You
That's
want
all.
the
That's why I wasn't sure if you were just going to farm the BPC and then try to sell that, or if you were going to try to build it and then sell it.
I'm
Either.
just
What's Gillian, guys? What's that mean?
I'm asking
Jillian,
because
guys.
I will definitely saying it here publicly for posterity. I will totally buy that BPC.
You already said it before.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said you're.
Maybe
you're
one of us
first
want to
in
buy
line.
it.
It sounded
So-
like it was questioned before, so
But
I was
this
just
is for
like
posterity,
confirming and
Agraroth.
saying, I'm saying
This is for
that's good.
posterity. Yeah.
definitively.
Definitively for posterity.
I'm already 1/25th of the way there. So
Oh, you're
24
almost
more
there.
million- 24 million more LP, and we'll be there.
Cool.
What, a week? A week.
Sure.
Most.
Tomorrow.
4 days.
Tomorrow.
The
I love you.
the real issue is going to be the ISK to get it. I need 25 billion ISK.
Well, that's
Yeah,
chump
but he's
change to
good for
Skyhawk.
it. That's
Yeah,
the whole point.
he's good for it.
this guy has a ton of money.
Well,
I,
yeah,
mean,
no.
I even have that much.
I don't know, dude. This guy almost doesn't even have a trillion disc anymore, so I don't know if
That's
you can count on
true.
him for money. Like,
At this rate, who knows where he'll be by the
yeah,
time.
dude.
No
like,
doubt, yeah. He
he's-
might
he-
be like sub 3/4.
next thing you know, he's gonna be like in the gutter in Jita, doubling people's ISK and stuff or something. You know.
The dumpster at Wendy.
If big numbers
digging through the Jita dumpsters for ISK.
here's the real truth in both Eve and in real life about rich people. If big numbers stop going up, person feel poor.
That's weird.
Also,
though.
rich people stay rich by not spending money.
Exactly. That's the point.
You know what I do? I stay poor by staying poor.
That's right. Keep it
I stay
simple.
poor by spending all my money.
Spend all my money on shit I don't need. Trading knows.
Yeah. And here I am looking at
Look at that.
was it Warhammer 40k stuff, and I'm like, fuck, I kind of want to get back into it. I'm like, fuck, I might build a Necron army. God damn it! There's
No,
gonna-
you gotta
That's
go
so much
Slaanesh.
money.
You gotta go Slaanesh. Slaanesh is the way to go.
No,
Buy somebody's second-hand army. For
I
like
saw
cheap,
I
'cause they're
saw
gonna
some of the new Necron models. I'm just like, that's if I play this game again, that's gonna be my jam. Which is funny because Necrons was my very first army ever.
Necrons are baller.
Yeah, they got some cool shit now.
But y'all know Merc and Briskstream. I always love. They are like super Emperor guys. So
Oh, yeah, they always
giving them
go
tons
off
of
on
shit by
Necrons.
posting heresy is always hilarious. I mean, it's always good banter, but it's like, we love the Emperor. It's like, Slaanesh is better. Heresy.
Yeah, I've never been I did have a fun time playing Imperial Guard, but other than that, I've never been big on the Space Marines. If I was gonna play Space Marines, though, I guess the Dark Angels have a new line, and their models look pretty good. And apparently Lionel Johnson's back, so you can have Lionel Johnson in your army. I don't
Because
know.
he doesn't have a dumb name at all.
Well, that's it's the Primarch of the Dark Angels.
I know who it
Apparently
is.
he's back.
He doesn't have a dumb name.
I
though.
remember
Marines are
hearing.
not Imperial Guard.
I remember
Lionel
hearing that.
Johnson's the worst name of all the Primarchs.
Yeah, it's
Stupid.
just well.
No, maybe not. Maybe not the
in
worst.
the book, The
Ru-
Descent
Ru-
of Angels.
Gilliman might be the
Rabout,
best one.
Rabout. Well, that's a
Reboot
French
Gilliman?
name. That's just a French
I don't
name.
care. That makes it worse. What are you talking about?
But yeah, like he woke up. He's fine
No, it
now.
smells
Now
bad and it's
now the
stupid.
lion's back, and it's just like what other? Like they're gonna bring the wolf, Lehman
Did
Russ
they come back
back
because the Detroit Lions were good
they're
this
gonna
year?
bring Chagatai Khan back. They're gonna
I've
bring.
gotten farther. I
You
was
trying
cheering for
to you,
them
you
just
trying to pick a fight, Dom?
because-
What you got against the Lions?
Oh, see, that's why Lionel
They
Johnson's
came
back.
up
'cause
short
the
against the
Lions are kicked
Niners.
ass.
In the book, it tells you what his name is.
He's got a cyclone running back.
They
baby.
called
I
him
like the
Lion
Lions.
because he's the lion because he killed a
All right,
Calibanite
I'm just
lion.
making sure. I'm not from here, but I gotta protect the people I'm
He-
around.
I thought you liked Green Bay.
Did
Do you think I want my mother to disown me? All right, my first semester moving away to Madison, Wisconsin. I remember I went to State Street in Madison, which I'm pretty sure you're familiar with, Dom.
Yes.
And there was a store there that had, the typical like Packer cheesehead hat. I remember taking a photo of it, texting it to my mom along with the line of like something like thinking of buying this. And she's like, I immediately get like a couple text messages back, rapid fire. Don't fucking do it. What the fuck are you thinking?
I
You
like
will be
cheese. You
dead
should have said, I
man."
like cheese, Mom. Look, it's a cheese
that
hat.
actually is what I said because cheese is my favorite food.
Me
and,
too. Yeah.
And then she's like, no.
Noodles and cheese.
Noodles
you
and cheese.
You put
fuck yeah.
you put noodles and cheese together. That's all I need.
That was
Hey,
that was
Especially
mac
with
and cheese
powdered
is
cheese.
great.
Powdered
That's-
cheese kicks ass, right?
that's how my mom got me to eat vegetables when I was a kid. Was just drown it in cheese.
Yeah, well, that's like I had at my old house. There was a neighbor, and she was lactose intolerant and had a gluten allergy, and I was like, I couldn't live life like that if I couldn't have noodles and cheese.
You
Like,
can't have
no.
a grilled cheese.
yeah, it's like you couldn't have noodles or cheese or like. Ugh.
How bad does a fake grilled cheese sandwich
It's like
cost?
being lactose
Alright,
intolerant
taste, right?
or
It's gotta be
gluten
gross,
intolerant
right?
is hard enough. Having
Fake
both at the same
cheese
time,
on
God,
on
ugh.
rock paper, right? Yeah.
That's the worst.
Y'all know
I-
what's awesome though? Mac and cheese with barbecue on top.
No, gross. Wrong. Wrong.
Mm-mm.
No, fuck you.
if there's
It's amazing.
Nope, just
Yeah,
mac and
there's
cheese
pork
by
involved-
itself.
So
Yeah, don't fuck
here's
mac and cheese up.
here's a fun one for you. There is a restaurant here in town that does a sriracha chicken
Gross.
with a waffle stuffed with macaroni and cheese.
Extra gross.
That
No.
sounds fucking amazing.
It is so good.
What
It
is that
delicious.
face? Like I know it's the Spaceballs set. It's Han Solo's character, but what face is that? Whose face is that?
What are you talking about?
The post that Millet put in Tito's Vodka Lounge. It's Spaceballs background, Han Solo
Take-
character, but I don't know what face that. I don't know what. Whose
That's
face
Captain Kirk's
That's
face.
Captain James T. Kirk.
Oh,
Drayden.
There's a Stargate in the background too.
Drayden, cough up your nerd card. Let's
I'm
go.
There is,
not
and
used
there's
to-
a Battlestar back there too.
dude, I only know
There's also
old
the
Kirk. I don't know
Serenity
young. I don't
from
know what young
Firefly.
Kirk
Yep.
looks like.
It's just a nerd collage.
Yeah, it's,
Nerd
You're
collage,
older
yeah.
than me,
Yeah,
and
you know
I know
what's
what he looks
disgusting?
like.
yeah, but that Kirk is still old. Like I was not even born
That's
yet.
not his
when-
jaw though. Is
that
it?
that
Are you
Kirk,
not
was
aware
not
of pop culture?
that Kirk was like around before I was even born. So
I've never even watched
from
Star
Iowa.
Wars, but I still know what he looks like.
Yeah,
He's not-
damn
he's-
straight. Damn
He's from
straight.
Iowa, baby. Kirk.
You
Damn
realize
it,
that
Ackroth, I
Captain
know what
Kirk
you
is
did there.
fucking 90 now?
And he's been to space.
Yeah, he has been
Yes,
in
he
space.
has.
And his reaction coming out of the pod after coming back to Earth was honestly a really moving video to watch. Like he had a very emotional reaction to the experience.
It moved him.
Probably did move him.
Like it like
you know
what's
what's something cool,
Probably 'cause he saw
science
the-
related?
atmosphere.
Probably because he saw
Um,
the Earth was flat.
Alan Shepard.
But he'll
Y'all know
never
what's
tell.
crazy cool from a science perspective? So the first American in space, Alan Shepard, also walked on the moon.
Yeah.
Okay, what's it? What?
Okay.
We're not denying that, are we?
No,
He was on Mercury, and then he was like in his 40s when he basically got his way onto an Apollo mission and walked on the moon.
okay.
That will happen.
I don't know that
Oh,
it's gay.
Mr. I'm just gonna no more. Those are not okay.
What happened?
It was a mistake.
He said something dumb about the moon.
No,
Yeah.
the moon.
Nah,
Speaking.
I don't care
as,
about the moon. Just
the-
don't be calling stuff gay like that. That's
speaking
that's a no-no.
as the speaking as the self-elected leader of the gays on this show,
Allegedly.
the moon is definitely
Said,
very
not my gay president.
very gay in the sense that it is
I didn't
happy.
vote for him.
You look up at the man on the moon, and he is fucking smiling.
You know
every
what? When I-
Goddamn night.
When I look at
guys.
the moon, I smile too. You're right. It does make me happy.
Some nights he doesn't show up, and I feel a little lost.
as you should, because
Yeah.
he
I agree.
and his smile,
Very happy.
very warming presence upon this planet.
So, science
Reminds me of
straw
me.
question: is Pluto a planet?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
a,
you're a planet in my heart.
Nope, is not.
It is no. Actually, Drayden, that is not true. It is technically a
Again.
planet in the sense that it is still in a category of planets. There's just more than one.
It's a dwarf
category
pla-
of
yeah, it-
planets.
Isn't it like
is-
a planetoid or something?
It's a dwarf
It's
planet.
a
It's
dwarf planet.
It is a dwarf planet.
is-
So
So
they-
prior to Pluto getting kicked out, there was just planet, and not planets, essentially. Like, and when they recategorized Pluto, they literally created new categories for celestial objects to go into, which in a way is actually really cool. So I think the whole thing about like Pluto's not a planet anymore
Yeah, well,
is really reductive.
They
The-
gerrymandered.
the
There's
reason- well-
Ceres and what Eros as well that are dwarf planets.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's
Ceres,
several of
Ceres is now a dwarf planet as well. So it got upgraded from asteroid to dwarf planet. But yeah, so the reason they did that is because they had Pluto as the 9th planet, but then they started finding all these other Kuiper Belt objects like Eris and I can't even like
Things and stuff.
Maki.
Things and stuff.
Like there's
Stuff and
there's
things.
they
Stuff
they
and
started
things.
finding like
There
a
you go.
dozen plus of these things. And they're
And
like,
stuff.
okay, are we gonna call all these planets? And they're like, no, but those are Kuiper Belt. They're way out there. They're small, but and so then the scientific convention of the world, basically, I forget what it's called, but they basically were like, we need to actually come up with a definition of what makes a planet, because
I know what makes me have to pee.
all these other things are just like Pluto, but if we're not going to call them planets, then why is Pluto a planet? And so then they came up with a thing like, so to be a planet, it has to meet 3 criteria. One, it has to be large enough with enough mass that its gravitational influence has basically crushed it down into a spheroidal shape. It has to orbit the sun. And then the third definition, which is what knocked Pluto out, because Pluto met both of those, is that it has to have cleared out its orbital path of most of the debris, right? Pluto has not done that. So Pluto is very elliptical. And when it's in closer, it's kind of more in Neptune's orbit area. So that's kind of been cleared out. But like when you get out way far away, like it goes way out in the Kuiper Belt orbit where there's tons of stuff, like more than just like a few asteroids here or there, because Earth has asteroids and stuff. Like we have the halo asteroids that follow us. But Pluto, there's so much Kuiper Belt stuff out there that it has not. So that demoted it down to, they call it dwarf planet because it meets the first 2 criteria, but not the third one. It's a dwarf planet because it's still spheroidal and orbits the sun. But it hasn't cleared its path, so it's now a dwarf planet. And that upgraded Ceres, because Ceres is spherical and orbits the sun, but it's an asteroid belt. So now that is now a dwarf planet instead of an asteroid. And then it made all the other Kuiper Belt objects dwarf planets. So it knocks Pluto down off the full planet scale.
Isn't the other
And
thing
a bunch of people got pissed about it. It's like, why are you guys mad? It's not like it made Pluto less than it is. It just changed its nomenclature,
and to
the
go-
describing of
It's
what
just
type of
woke
object it
science,
is.
Drayden.
So,
Yeah.
picture with Charon is the
want
other
to go
thing
with-
too.
I want to go a little bit along with the analogy with Stray Jack's question. Stray Jack asked in chat, how does Pluto think about getting kicked out of the family? I would argue that Pluto was never kicked out of the family. Rather, Pluto's paternity test came back, and it turns out its daddy wasn't a planet.
Yeah.
You
It was
are
his
not
daddy
the
was a
father.
dwarf.
Yeah, well, and
That's
Ceres,
traumatizing.
Vesta is not. So Vesta is the only.
That's not
Vesta is, I think, 4 Vesta or 2 Vesta. But Vesta is an asteroid because that's actually like oblong. It's not spherical. Ceres is the only asteroid belt object that became a dwarf planet. Vesta is still an asteroid. And what about Neptune? Neptune is a planet, and it should be because it's totally cleared out. It's massive
For
enough.
how long, Drayden? How long until
It's
they
massive enough that it
subdivided out
is basically the vast majority of objects in its orbital path have either been pulled into it or launched out, and it has cleared its path.
To give you a number too, guys, on the current estimates on dwarf planets, we and I say estimates intentionally because there's no consensus on this. Like we know there's dwarf planets in the solar system that we have not yet identified, but current estimates are range anywhere from 200 in the Kuiper Belt to over 10,000 potentially. There's a lot of celestial bodies out there that may meet the definition of dwarf planet.
Yeah.
Isn't the other thing with why Pluto got demoted because it and Charon, because Charon is
Charon? Or,
yeah, Pluto is not sufficiently more massive than Charon.
That has nothing to do with it.
Are you morons still talking about that?
Yeah, no, that has nothing to do with it. Because if anything, that would make it a binary planet. If
Gone
but
a long
It was like
time.
a semi where Charon
Very
affected
dumb.
Pluto's orbit somehow.
well, they do affect each other's orbit. They're
Well, they-
almost like now. The mass difference between Charon and Pluto is compared to its host planet. Charon is the largest moon compared to its host planet in the solar system. But that had nothing to do with the planetary status at all. If anything, if they were, It's still a moon because Pluto is the more massive central body, and Charon is now. I mean, and just like any system where you have two things orbiting each other, it's not like the one in the middle stays fixed and the other thing goes around it. They kind of like do this whole. The one in the middle still, but it moves a lot slower based on the mass, and the other one goes around it. So I mean, even the sun doesn't just sit in one spot. Jupiter causes the sun to kind of move like this as well. But it's just very minute.
The sun orbits around Sagittarius A star, so
right, and everything orbits around something, and but
Uranus, everything orbits around Uranus.
Mhm.
To give you a number 2 with Charon, it is about 12%.
I like the Rhea better.
It is about 12% the mass of Pluto.
isn't Charon also just a mass relay frozen in ice?
I thought it was a Tech 1
Yeah.
crater.
Yeah, for Caldera.
Yeah, that's right?
Sorry to say, what if Pluto's orbit isn't cleared out due to Planet X theory? No, that wouldn't be it. So the Planet X theory and its lesson, there was some interesting. We can move on if you don't want to.
Sounds like I'm done.
The Planet X theory, I'm out, right?
Well, no, there was some.
No, I know how to keep Dom interested.
There was some.
Just call it Planet Triple X.
There you go.
Yeah.
Board
But
now.
I mean, there was initially. I think it was
about Brandon.
I think Mike Brown was the scientist guy that was promoting the new Planet X theory thing. Now, again, he wasn't saying it exists. Well, he thought it did, but like it was a theory. But the evidence that he was putting forward, it's like there's some merit to it, and so they went in to start looking for this thing. But the more and more they looked, and he got some time with, because it's like Neptune and Pluto were both. Well, Pluto was kind of accidentally found because they were looking at something else, but then they found Pluto. But Neptune was the first planet where it was found based on some astronomer, I forget his name, but back in like the 1800s or something like that, was looking, or maybe 1700s, I can't remember, but they were basically looking at the orbital paths of things in the solar system, and they're like, these don't make sense unless there's a roughly X-sized massed object right around here with this type of orbital path. And then they looked, and within like half an hour, they're like, there's a planet, and they found Neptune.
Not just me. You're born LB2.
I know, but I'm just saying. So Neptune was the first planet that was found through mathematical prediction.
I'm only bored because I'm high.
And so they were using that with Planet X
what
because
are you currently feeling in 3 words?
Need more beer.
No. Yeah.
I mean, I'm almost done, and then we can move off from the planet stuff. But so Planet X, like so this guy Mike Brown and his assistant, I forget the guy's name. He kind of has like the crazy hair a little bit, but
Jeffrey Jommers.
Yeah, he's like a younger guy, but he's like a younger, probably in his 30s, like super excitable guy that has like kind of like anime hair or some shit going on. But
Carl? Talking about Carl, right?
No. This is more modern. But anyway, Mike Brown's the main researcher. He was looking at all these Kuiper Belt objects that were being influenced. He's like, all these Kuiper Belt objects had these orbits, and he's like, these should not be influenced in their orbit the way they are unless something fairly massive is out here somewhere. I think they're estimating like it should be like 10 to 15 Earth masses or more. And they're saying like it should be right around here. And so there was a bunch of math, and a lot of other scientists were like, well, they didn't think it was true, but they're like, there's some merit to it. So he rented some.
I got a serious question for you.
He rented some observatory time with I don't know if it's the Hubble or one of these other orbital observatories, and they went and started looking, and where he's like, it should be right around here. They started looking at all these spots, and they didn't find anything. And so it's like
big story to say they didn't find it.
Basically, they haven't found it, and it's less and less looking like it actually is a thing. So 5-10 years ago, it was like not promising.
Still hadn't found it. Fast forward 5 years, still haven't found it.
Right. So I don't think that Planet 10 exists.
Story hasn't changed.
Or I don't think Planet X exists. But the thing is, like, I'm not saying that, but just because someone proposes something with mathematical evidence to potentially back it up doesn't mean you should be like, that's bullshit. It's like, let's look into it. And then they looked into it and they haven't found anything. So it's like, okay, well, then maybe it doesn't exist. But it was worth looking for. There was enough there.
And he got fired.
There was enough there that it was worth looking for. And
his brother Steve did too. They both got
That's
fired.
what science is. Science is come up with a theory, test
Did we
the
talk
theory.
about the community beat? I'm asking
I don't think
a serious
so.
question. There was
No,
some
we
shit
have
in
not.
there.
No,
Yeah,
we can
it
go
was
to
like
community.
2 hours in, right?
No, but if you have been around for 2 hours, you got your skin now. What?
Have you? Did I
Hashtag
get mine?
drops.
I haven't got mine yet.
You must have logged in late.
I was in before everybody else, wasn't
Were you watching the stream the whole
I? I
time?
don't know.
I keep it up as a browser tab.
I don't know.
Got a Vexer skin.
Honestly, I'm waiting till the custom
looks
skins
sweet.
come
Yeah,
out so I
4%
can
to
do like
go.
a bright orange avatar.
It's a Vexer Navy issue Empyrean Dragon.
I already
Nice.
have it. Son of a bitch. I can give it away.
Oh, I might have that one too. Let me look. I feel like
I mean,
might have.
honestly, I'm waiting till the first person somehow comes out with a quote unquote inappropriate skin and it gets neutered.
Oh, I don't have any of those. Okay, never mind. I have some of the Empyrean Outlaws, but not the Empyrean Dragons.
Ooh, yeah.
I think
I-
Empyrean
that is
Dragons,
gonna
aren't there some packs right now for
There
Chinese
is,
New
yeah.
Year
You get
for-
all of them but the one that they're giving away tonight.
Oh, wild. That makes sense.
Yeah, there you go. Right?
Well, now I got one more skin. I'm only up to 806.
I'm at 21, 23, I think.
I know
24.
you're like the king of skins of people that I know.
I've got 2 other people in my corp that are hooked on them now too, and they're both like in like 1,200, 1,300 skins.
And between the three of y'all are keeping the lights on at CCP, so it's really nice.
Yeah, here you go. Yeah, you should thank us for
I
helping your
absolutely just did.
game continue going. Yeah, thank you. And you know what? Thank you. You're welcome.
I
my friend.
acknowledge your
I
contribution.
appreciate that. Yeah, you did like 4 times now, and I can't get past it because I'm weird.
Speaking of skins, going around the table, what is everybody's favorite skin?
My
Oh,
Quake
that's too
Thanatos.
hard.
Any police skin you could put on a ship.
Ooh, I got a couple
Dude,
few of those too.
police skin is so baller.
I got a police Erebus. I got a police Nyx. I don't think I have the Chronos.
I
but
do
have the
really
Cop.
like the Vital Shift Ego skins.
Those are good too.
What's the one where it shows the ship crumbling apart as big blast holes? What are those called?
The
Whoa,
Rogue Drone one?
No.
that sounds
That'd
sick. Is
be
that a
fuck-
thing?
Yeah, let me get in game. Can't remember the name of it now.
Dude,
The
I didn't
skin
know.
makes it look like it's been shot up and it's got big holes in it and burning patches and stuff.
I didn't know there was an Empyrean Outlaw for the kids or Azariel, the Titan.
Was
That's
there
pretty
one? I
cool,
don't
'cause
have
that's
that.
the
yet.
one-
That was
hologram.
the one that came out with the last big Plex cell. Was one of the Tamper skins.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are
exactly.
cool,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
didn't know they had one for that big of a ship. But also, here's the thing I didn't know until yesterday. You guys might not know this, but you probably do because you're not dumb.
I'm dumb.
Throughout my gameplay, I get these little notifications about air activities. Let me see what this thing said. Air daily
Yeah.
goal completed.
Yeah.
And I always just saw them and didn't know anything about it. I know when you do like some of the career things, it'll like annoy you with like a, hey, go check the agency kind of thing on your
Yeah.
Neocom. Well, these don't do anything like that from what I've seen. Somebody told me yesterday they were like doing something with it, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" I click it, you get fucking rewards all the time if you.
It's
if
the
you
daily
actu-
stuff, yeah.
If you actually click it, you can claim rewards. I've never
Yeah.
known that.
Oh, yeah,
It's
it's
like
I get them all the time.
I mean,
It's
it's
like-
not like big rewards, but
yeah,
they're
it's like
rewards,
it's like 50 or 100,000 ISK.
Oh, but
I haven't got SP.
That's pretty. It's fun. yeah.
Usually I get like it's like 100. You get 150,000 to claim. It's like, yay!
Hey, that adds up. You don't do much. for
I've
this.
probably like in all of the air missions I've completed, I've probably made like 3 million ISK.
paid off a few Warrior 2s.
Yeah, it's like it's saved me a couple minutes of ranting.
Guys, I just had a
But it's
an
fine.
alert go off, and it looks like I'm about to arrive at my next destination.
Is that?
Oh,
Uh-oh. We're coming out of hyperspace.
Yep,
The pla- the
we're
planet
here,
Pluto?
Here we go. Here we go.
No.
There we go. I'm at
that's
my next
Earth around
destination.
Earth around Neptune.
No, man, I left the fucking solar
Mandalore.
system, bro.
Oh, is that
Mandalore?
Mandalore?
No way.
No, I am currently in orbit of the gas giant Polyphemus around Alpha Centauri C.
Okay.
Cool. What's the other planet?
So,
in front
are
of-
you firing up Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri?
And that down there is Pandora, guys. You're looking at the moon of Pandora.
That's what I was trying to think of. I was like, it's the Avatar planet because I just found out like last year that was actually in Alpha Centauri system.
Yeah.
Does it need to be invaded?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta get that.
Yeah, I haven't landed on the surface yet. I just came out of hyperspace. Let me get.
Is
the
there anybody
lay
we
of the
can
land.
subjugate there?
And you
Yeah,
know what?
we need to
week-
subjugate the locals. We need to harvest the
It-
planet for
I-
unobtainium, and we also
It
need to
needs-
harvest the stay young juice from the whale brains.
Do we need to show them what's best for them and their
It
resources?
needs democracy.
Yeah, that's what it needs. Just wait until they
I
have.
will spend the next week doing some orbital surveys.
Just wait until we
sending out
find
some
oil there.
drones,
Holy shit! Then it's on.
finding out some things that are out there. Come to the show next week prepared with questions, and I'll have answers for you, friends.
The
Good
spice
Are the
must
people
flow.
there? Are the people there made in God's image, or do they need
Bro,
holy flame.
I just came out of hyperspace. I started the scans just now. You'll know later.
Cryptic Nemesis. That's the
Suffer,
skin I'm
suffer
talking
not
about.
the
They're
Xenos.
just Xenos.
something,
the Emperor,
something,
the
something.
Emperor requires that they be burned.
Yeah, yeah. We need to go down there and be like, the Emperor protects Exterminatus. You know, like.
I did make sure I brought some diseases with me for good measure, though.
Oh,
Let's go ahead
good.
and
Perfect.
You always
import
have
some
some
freedom.
smallpox with you, yeah.
No, the Xenos just need to be converted in service of Slanesh, the true god.
Slanesh is lame.
I only recognize Zool.
You're lame.
Thank you.
Zinch is the best one.
Nurgle.
Corn.
Corn's fun. Zinch is cool.
I'm gonna need some.
Nurgle
other
is
i-
nasty, and
Nurgle's
the
Slanesh
toughest
is
one,
just
though.
Slanesh
So
is just like
Nurgle's-
kind of.
Corn is boring, though.
To
Corn is
give you guys a
boring, yeah.
little bit of a preview, though, of what I'm thinking for my next adventure, I'm always trying to think ahead on what the next great adventure.
Beetlejuice.
And after I'm done exploring Polyphemus, I did pick up on my long range surveys a black hole around a red dwarf.
This is
Or
the
so-
joke.
Rather, sorry, a red dwarf orbiting a black hole.
We knew what you meant,
So
though.
I might need to go check that out.
Is that hole gonna
Is
give
it
it the suck?
Arrakis?
Oh yeah, the spice.
For these fuckers.
Oh, that movie comes
Well,
out like.
Arrakis, the
I'm-
new Dune
Next
movie
weekend,
comes
right?
out in like 2
Yeah,
weeks.
I'm excited for the Dune movie. I'm gonna
Yeah,
definitely
next
go.
weekend, I think, right? Yeah.
I thought it was in March.
First weekend of March. That's 2 weekends from now.
Oh, you said
It's like
next
March. It's
weekend.
March
That's
1st.
Oh,
next
no, yeah.
weekend.
Is it next weekend?
It's
It
March
might
first.
be.
Dates
Mar-
are hard.
It's the
March 1st. March
Yeah, that's what I
1st.
was like.
Isn't
go-
that next weekend?
No,
So I have not.
We're
I
halfway
haven't-
through. It's
Oh,
2
yeah.
weeks. 2 weeks from
Well,
now.
why are you asking me?
So I haven't seen the first Dune yet, and I'm
What?
waiting until. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. Go ahead and get it out. of your
No.
system now.
We've done it every time.
You need
what
to
I- what-
watch it.
What I'm going to do is literally the night before I go to see Dune 2, I'm going to watch Dune 1 at home.
That way it hits that much harder.
Exactly. At this point, just waiting
Are
until.
are
right
you gonna
before.
get the collector's
Fuck
edition
yeah.
popcorn bucket?
Okay,
like-
Oh,
I got the Wonka
I'm
bucket.
going to
you gonna get the
say what
popcorn
you're-
fist light or whatever?
The hunger. I always get them. Yeah, yeah.
It's the
I'm
worm.
gonna say what you really mean.
You gotta
which
beat
is,
it with
am
the
I
The big
going to
worm?
get the absolutely luscious and fuckable popcorn bucket
Yeah,
for Dune 2? Damn straight. I
I'm
will.
absolutely getting one.
Or
It's a
For-
plush bucket.
Should I say?
Have you seen it,
Dune?
Dom?
No,
should I-
no,
I'm
Lincoln,
gonna
please,
I'm gonna pull it up. I will
Real,
pull it up
qu-
on stream.
real question.
please.
Should I say damn straight or damn gay I am? I don't know which is better for me.
That's a tough
It's
one.
Well,
damn
this doesn't even have to be. I mean, it is a little bit more like a butthole,
Submissive
but
and
it's
breedable.
definitely like a fleshlight bucket for popcorn
Yeah, that's
Where do you
um,
get this thing?
at the movie
movies.
theater.
movies.
It's the collector's edition popcorn
Let's go
bucket.
out to
type.
the
Link this
movie.
motherfucker. I want to see it.
Hold on. Let me just find it online. Yeah, because that'll be easier.
Will it? Not for me.
Yeah, it's
We did-
probably
we
it's
did-
probably
you
going to
talk
cost
about community
extra.
people.
It's going to cost extra,
Of course
but
it
I'm
will.
going to buy it. But
I don't actually go to the movies, so I'm not going to go.
I'm going to
But
go
we
to.
should
There's
talk about the.
My wife and I do the.
I'm
thing
actually
where we
gonna go
get
to
2 or
that
3 movies a
one.
month. We're like part of a.
there's
group
like
thing.
there's quite a few movies this year. I'm actually going to the theater for. I'm going to go to the theater for that one.
Already went to Hunger
Deadpool
Games.
My
and
family wants-
Wolverine.
My family wants to go.
pay for
Deadpool and
something.
Wolverine.
Wife
Yeah.
went to
Can't wait.
Clueless. Not
Yeah,
Clueless.
I'm gonna go see
Mean
Deadpool. My family wants to go see the Planet of the Apes thing. I'll probably go with them for that, even though I'm not super excited for that one. I'm gonna go see the Alien movie.
Future Feromos.
so I-
Mad Max one, whatever it's fucking called.
Mad Max, if that comes out this year.
Furiosa. There you go. Furiosa. I tried.
That's
I
with the
got
old
it.
girl.
No,
I
it's not.
really
it's a different
like-
girl.
That's
Mix
not
up.
Charlize Theron.
No, it's like her as a younger kid. It is a
Oh
smoke
yeah, it's
show.
like a prequel.
She is a smoke
So,
show. Fuck
For
yes.
Planet of the Apes, Drayden, I really enjoyed the initial.
see the picture
Like,
yet.
I liked them. I liked them.
I really enjoyed the first 2 movies in the reboot. I fell off the wagon then, though, and at this point, it feels like it would
Start
be so
drinking
much
again?
effort to catch back up.
Yeah, no, I've watched all of them up to date. Like the first couple ones were good, and then like it's like they are none of them are bad, and I don't think this new one's gonna be bad. I'll probably enjoy it, but it's not one that I'm like, oh, I can't. That would have been one where I totally would have waited for it to come on like a streaming service to watch. But if
Yeah.
the rest of my family like we're all gonna go see Planet of the Apes, I'd probably go with them just to go.
Yeah, you're going with your family, not to see
Yeah.
the movie.
Oh
Right?
fuck yes! I'm getting a Doom Sandworm bucket. This
Okay,
is
yeah.
fantastic.
I mean,
Oh my god.
it looks fuckable,
Says
doesn't
I
it?
need it.
It does. Be like neat. Oh yeah, no, it's good.
extra butter for lubrication.
Sure.
I'm
And the
getting
good
2 of these
movie butter,
fuckers.
right? Like you don't fuck around with the off.
Yeah,
You know,
so
I know
whoever
it's
whoever
absolutely
designed this
terrible
whoever designed this bucket, it's like they either really knew what they were doing and thought they could get away with it, and they did, or they really
They
didn't
can't
know
keep
what they were
getting away
doing. I mean, look at the thing.
That probably made it through multiple meetings. That's the real concern.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's like, look at that. It's you know what that is.
Nothing gets approved by one person.
And like
in this world.
immediately after they released this thing, like there's all kinds of
Right.
articles like people really want to fuck the Dune popcorn bucket.
They know they're gonna sell so many more because
Oh hell yes! I'm buying
mean,
2 of them.
Yeah,
they're gonna sell for like $30. or
Yeah, I was
something,
like,
for a
either
fucking
this is
thing.
like
It could be
a-
$100. I'm
this
buying
is an
fucking Dune
oblivious
bucket.
marketing decision, or this is they know exactly what they're doing and they're going with like the KFC style advertising where they just make it super ridiculous and crazy. People are like, I want it. You know, I'm gonna get it. So, you know, success.
Worked on me.
Yeah. That's the bucket top.
fun.
Now it's just a normal popcorn bucket, but this is like a top that they clip onto the top. I'm going to get it, and I'm sure my family, when because they're gonna probably go as well, and they're gonna be like, oh, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting this.
I'm getting
Like,
2 of them. I'm gonna tell you right
you
now.
want some popcorn?
And I'm gonna be
Drayden's
creepy
gonna
with it.
fucking
Yeah.
in the theater, like deal with it.
Yeah, I need to find a date. Just
They're
like,
all shaking their head.
just get a date and go to the movie. Be like, reach into my bucket, babe. Like, whatever the song
Oh,
is.
I'm sure somebody's gonna
There's a
put a
Saturday
hole
Night
in
Live thing
one.
with it already.
Good.
There's a Saturday Night Live skit with it already.
Oh, is there? I'm
There
sure.
is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm. Excuse me while I mute and deafen myself and go watch it.
2 weeks ago. Fucking A. Oh, I want one now. How do I get one now? Oh, it's 60
gotta-
bucks. Yeah,
Gotta
you can buy one.
bribe a 17-year-old at the AMC.
Did
Yeah,
they
I
have
wonder
these
if
for the first one?
no, they didn't.
No, I don't think so.
$90 on eBay right now. Somebody's already selling one.
Because until you saw the first one and saw the worm in it, people would be like, "What?" They probably wouldn't. I mean,
I mean,
people would figure it out, right? But
we
I
all
mean,
saw Tremors.
We all got penises. This is fantastic. Oh, I can't wait now. Fuck.
That was a fun movie, though.
oh, I
Dune
love the
2? I haven't
Photoshop
seen
on
it
this
yet.
one.
No, the first one. So I would
That's
assume
that's a
this
good
is-
Photoshop
I
one.
saw it out in Vegas.
Nice.
That's
I saw
it.
it on
on,
Open Comms, I think, after the show one night.
Carneros bought out the, I don't remember, was it Bastion or Imperial Theater? We bought out an entire
Carne-
theater. and went.
Oh,
It's also
bet.
going to be in Prague.
Oh, that's awesome.
Not at the same time.
Oh, this year,
Hopefully
though.
not.
Might
If
be
he
hard.
is,
That
that'd be.
doesn't sound healthy.
I'd have to ask him how he's doing it, but
Nah, he'll never reveal his secret.
yeah, that's that was something that I was like, when I saw him show up
I
in the
really like that dude.
yeah, no, he's fun as fuck. When I saw him show up in the Eve Nola thing, I was like, wait, you're going? Damn. Yeah. Cardaus is a classy motherfucker. Like that guy's just
Oh, I bet.
suave and cool to be around. So
Albie, what's your cat's name?
This is Biscuit.
Is that the asshole
isn't
one?
that the crazy cat?
Yeah, it's a crazy one. Yeah.
The asshole one, same thing.
Do you have
Are
one
we
that's
allowed
also
to play this on stream? This is fucking
Bisquick?
gold.
Isn't that funny? I
Maybe.
watched it too. Yeah, the Saturday Night Live
This
thing. You
is-
have to check it out.
Drayden, yeah, you gotta watch the SNL
It's on
Oh,
play.
oh,
bucket skit. That is fucking great.
Oh man, I'm fucking ripped up.
Speaking of Carneros, Dom, remember Vegas 21 where Carneros had that spot booked out at the rooftop bar at Circa and basically paid for everyone's drinks?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
That
whiskey
was-
bar.
That was 100% bro move.
Yeah.
He's a good.
Yeah,
dude.
we had to. I think like we had like you had to like have some kind of like invitation or like pass.
It was.
key.
It was inventory. Yeah, invited.
Yeah, but like Carnos didn't come down and get us. Like, so how did? Because I remember me and
I think
Malketh
Lady
and
Scarlet, I think, brought us all up.
was it? Because it was me. Were you with us? It was like me, Rain,
I'll be up
Malketh.
there. Yeah.
Okay, and you.
You guys
and-
might be together. I was already up there.
Yeah, either Carneros himself, Dom, or Lady Scarlet told me to prop me up.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that was a
But I
that was
think it
that was
pretty
one of
much
those, like,
was
super.
open to like people that somehow knew him.
Yeah, that was like a fancy whiskey bar. That was like up on like the 20-something floor.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it was.
but you could
pricey.
go outside on the terrace and it was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, and it was one of those things where, like, I remember, I kind of wish I got a picture, but it was like Carneros was kind of like standing by the window, just overlooking the whole town, and the kind of like dark, like dim atmosphere of the thing. It just really felt like some kind of Bond villain scene where he's just like looking out over, he's like, like over the city, like
Oh,
plotting.
if you would have gotten a picture of that, he would
Yeah,
have
I was like,
loved
it just felt. I was like, dude, Carneros is planning his overthrow of all of Vegas, and it's like they're all,
They all think I'm the nicest guy in the world. but
yeah,
I've
they're
got 'em right
all
where I want
just
'em.
shafts of wheat to his scythe. You know, just waiting. It was. I was like, man. In hindsight, I wish I had gotten a picture of that. It's like just
I wish I had taken
Carneros.
more pictures in Vegas too.
Well, he was
I
dressed
don't
up in his
think-
nice fine suit, and he was like, he had his drink, and he just kind of had his other hand, like, it wasn't like behind his back like a formal thing, but he's just kind of like had this like very formal posture going on too. It's just, I don't know.
It's like he was in his element.
Yeah,
Which he was. Yeah. Uh-oh, what happened?
What'd you do?
I don't know. I think I clicked on something I shouldn't have.
Oops.
Can you still see me?
I left my MTU in the room before.
you were streaming porn to us now, Dom.
Am I? I'm worried about that. I actually closed. I thought I closed OBS, but apparently I didn't.
Gee, well, I mean, Dom, it's okay. We all know you like midget porn.
Oh no, there's nothing wrong with midget porn, unless they're too midgety. Then I don't like that.
It's understandable.
LB, I swear, your cat looked at the camera with like a what the fuck look on his face as soon as we were talking about midget porn.
The cat
You
seems
gotta
pretty
find-
chill and calm to me.
Right now.
That's how they
I don't know
feel.
why I love the term.
It's,
midgety.
they just get the zoomies going on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
How
to
do you
get a
get the
cat.
zoomies?
I want to
Oh,
get a
I like
cat
the
soon.
Yeah, those are kind of expensive around me.
Cats or zoomies?
Zoomies, I was just being silly.
Oh.
As though-
They're expensive around me too.
as though-
And
as
I'm
though-
on a
as though-
2-month. I'm on a 2-month break.
My cats are like super chill.
I might get a cat. I'm gonna have to. I might be.
I might go get some. Zoomies
Might be
today.
getting
Dom,
a
I
house
gotta
next year.
show
So
you. This
Radicos.
is
Radicos.
God damn
Thanks
it.
for the sub, man.
I can't see it there. No, yeah, you make it work.
Uh,
Just hold it
Fi-
right in front of your face.
Fiora.
It's yellow.
We
It's
don't
got
have
white
a
in it.
bot. We don't have a bot with
It's-
that,
it's
but
the
we do have
Iowa
drops
shot
enabled.
class.
So
Oh, okay, cool.
if there's a drop
Yeah.
campaign going on, you're getting
And
progress towards
the
it.
the only cities it lists though is Sioux City, Council Bluff, Des Moines, Fort Dodge, Mason City, Ames, Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Iowa City, Burlington, Dubuque, Clinton, and Davenport.
So all the places
I've
have
been
more than 10 people.
everywhere, man.
Basically, yeah.
Skyhawk, does it also have no offense, considering how bad Iowa's offense was this year?
Oh, but
I will
Cyclones
not
did pretty
dignify
fucking
that.
good, didn't they?
Who the fuck are the Cyclones?
Fuck you.
Well,
Sorry, if it ain't got Iowa in the name of the town the team's from, I don't care.
Oh, it's bad. Bad propaganda. I
Look,
did not
you-
put
so,
fucking-
so you're saying you're anti-Iowa?
I am. I hate Iowa. In fact, I go for other teams ahead of Iowa.
Hmm.
Not Iowa State though. Yeah, I see there's a difference.
Iowa State's still in the Big 12, right?
You're damn right.
I have no clue what happened. Like all the college stuff got shifted around, especially where I'm at. Like
Our basketball team is kicking ass. We're,
The Pac-12 is no more.
Pac-12's gone. All the teams
the
shifted
most of them went
everywhere.
to 10 and 12. That's where
So
the most of them went.
since we didn't talk about it, and because it is also literally the only football game of the year that I watch, I would just really like to call a shot for last Sunday's show. It was absolutely incredible. I thought Usher delivered a fantastic
Oh, the
halftime
halftime
show.
show.
I'll drink to
and-
that.
Yeah,
and,
that was a good halftime
you
show.
know, I
That sparkly
mean,
fucking jacket.
and apparently there was like some sports ball games surrounding it.
There
and,
was
like
there was a
Taylor
lot of
Swift-
egos on
so,
that
like,
stage.
Taylor Swift won the Super Bowl on
Yeah.
top of
Can you
Usher
imagine she won that?
killing it. Like like it was a great night.
I was
guys.
massively over.
Taylor Swift.
We did a prop bet of like how many times are they going to show Taylor Swift. I was like 24, and I think it was like 7. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I think
man.
they were consciously.
I think they were trying to not
yeah.
make it the Taylor Swift Bowl, but they had to show her sometimes. It's like anytime
Well,
Kelsey.
because her husband was kicking ass.
Well, yeah, anytime
I mean,
Travis
yeah.
Kelsey made a big play, they
Boyfriend.
like show.
They show other girlfriends
Yeah,
sometimes, not
they-
as often as her, but yeah.
Well, no, it's
I'll
not.
be honest.
They're not
and they
married.
showed,
They're
like,
not married. It's her
they showed
boyfriend, not her
Patrick-
His
husband.
girlfriends.
Yeah, you
They
said
showed
Oh, I thought
Patrick-
you said her husband.
no
He
girlfriend.
did. But they also
Why
showed,
not?
they also showed like Patrick Mahomes' wife and kids. Like,
Yeah,
That's,
But
that's
that's not an
embarrassing,
abnormal
though,
thing.
right? Yeah.
They-
His wife is
Why is that
smoking.
Yeah,
Why
they,
is that
they show a lot of that, but
embarrassing?
they
I can't remember what she looks like.
It was a very
I
low
am-
scoring game.
I
I
am-
Brock
was,
Purdy's
I-
wife is hot,
I-
though. I know that.
I am queer as a $3 bill, and his wife is fucking gorgeous. I would get
Mahomes?
in bed with her.
Aw.
I don't find her all that attractive, but that's fine.
see,
I
Takes
like
all sorts.
I like blondes, so whatever.
the
And men
married
and
to
women
one, yeah.
apparently.
the score was the first half was kind of boring because like it was just a whole bunch of not
It
scoring.
was worrisome, right?
It's
It
like what was it was like 7-3 or 10-3 at the halftime. I'm like, what the fuck? These are supposed to like they're both. It's because both their defenses were solid as shit and their offenses were okay.
I'm gonna try to say it for a girl band. We have drops going. That doesn't work.
I told him.
Did you tell him
Just
already?
gotta hang out for
Yeah.
2 hours.
I thought I
Yeah.
heard you say
I
something.
was like,
but
we
I
don't
didn't
have a
know.
bot for that, but the drops are enabled. So if there's
I
a
just got
campaign
mine.
active and you don't have it yet, you're getting
I got mine.
progress.
Yeah, claim now.
But yeah, no,
Boom.
it was a very low scoring game, and then I was a little disappointed with the also we were like laughing a bunch with that extra point that got blocked because had they made an extra point, they probably would have won the 49ers.
Yeah.
And so we're just like, the laces were in. They were in. The
That
dude
is a
just
reference to a good movie.
yeah, well, the guy
Seen a long
kicked the
time,
ground
that's a good
first on accident, so he kicked the ground, he came up and he hit high on the ball, so it didn't go up and over. It kind of like line drived and the linemen were able to block it. So it's like, that kicker fucked up. So was it
Should be fucking
Moody?
murdered.
I think
He
Moody
should
was
be
the
executed.
49ers
like I
kicker.
said, I
Strong,
don't watch a lot of football,
Chum?
but it felt like the referees were making a lot more calls than is normal for a Super Bowl.
No, they actually there was a few things they
It was
missed,
actually
but
pretty well called.
I
this year,
I
so.
think like
And I didn't think it was bad calls. It felt like there was a lot going on.
there
more
was a
than
lot, but the
usual.
thing is, like, if there's a penalty, they have to call it. So
yeah,
there was a
There's
bit.
a lot more
do
reviews of
this.
everything.
that's
Yeah.
that's not me critiquing.
I was
the
happy
refs.
that
Well,
there
it felt
wasn't.
like it.
Commenting,
It felt like
more
it. Now we have to, now I feel bad
more,
for him.
More commenting that like there was a lot of fouls this year.
Yeah, but that there actually was not that many penalties compared to some games though. It was kind of refreshing that there wasn't like a pass interference call like every third pass. Like they let some touching get by. The one thing that was the 49ers had a lot of false starts, which was like, well, hey, I mean, if you move
kind of
before the
notebook we
ball
talking
snap,
about?
that's a penalty. You can't do that. And then there was quite a bit of holding calls as well. So
Yeah,
you
there's
you
a
can't do
lot
that
of
either.
holding.
That's against the rules. You can't
yeah,
hold.
yeah. Like,
Unless you're Micah Parsons, then you're allowed to hold him all day, and you won't never get a penalty called against you.
Who?
Micah Parsons, the Dallas linebacker, they're basically Rex offensive got linemen.
You're
I
not allowed to
don't-
hold him.
'Cause
I
we
don't pay
only watch
attention
one
to
football
Dallas.
game a year.
That's the only way you can
Never
stop
call
him.
penalties.
Yes, but you can't do it.
Was he in
I-
this sports ball game?
He was not.
He was
No.
So he's
not.
not
Oh,
that
I don't know
good.
who that is.
The Cowboys fucked it up in the playoffs
Shut
against
up.
the Packers.
I'm totally fine with that because fuck the Cowboys.
What?
That's right. Fuck Dallas.
Yeah.
That's
Fuck
America's
you.
team.
Dude,
Not
I'm
my team. I
I'm
didn't
a,
vote for him.
well, I'm a
Yeah,
Seattle.
you did.
I'm a
You were
Seattle
born in
fan.
America. You voted for him.
I'm a
That's
Seattle
the
fan
fact of
first,
life.
but I'm a Philly fan second, and so fuck Dallas.
Hey, to be fair,
I don't know that we can
no matter
talk
how
anymore.
bad Dallas fucked up, Philly fucked up worse.
They did. Yeah, Philly dropped the ball this year. They did great the first half of the
Nobody
season. Then the
thought
second,
they were
Was
going
that like a
sec-
fumble?
lose that badly.
Second half of
Right,
the-
right in the first part of the year.
well,
yeah,
second
fumbled it.
second half of the
Football.
season, they just like fell apart. But
Oh yeah, that's true. Philly started 10-1 and finished the season 1-6.
yeah, they went pretty. They
Give Dallas the division.
yeah
Yep.
they did. That was surprising that they go 10-1 and lose the division. It's like, how the fuck do you even do that? Like 99% of teams, it'd be
I think
impossible.
they'd even like a lot of places like it marked him as clinched. Well, whoops.
Yeah, it was, and then they just kind of choked.
Problem, what really hurt him though is playing Dallas twice in the end of the season. That's what hurt him.
No,
Browns-
they split
Yeah.
they split it against Dallas. They were 1-1.
I thought we got him both times.
No, we
we
beat
did
you.
split 'em,
We
yeah,
we
yeah,
we
yeah,
beat you the
yeah,
first
yeah.
time. You beat us
It
the
was
second.
close, and then Dallas won in Dallas, and it
Yeah.
was not close.
Yeah,
Not
we
close, yeah.
we beat you the first time. You beat us the second time, but you guys had the tiebreaker, so you won the division.
That we had one more win than you.
Did you?
Yep.
I believe so.
Oh yeah.
It came down the last game of the year. Philly needed
but
to win
before-
and Dallas lose, but Dallas won and Philly lost.
Yeah, but before the last one, I think that even if we had won, we would have tied you, and you guys had the tiebreaker anyway. So it
Yeah,
came down
if
to where
we
if you,
lost,
if,
you
it was-
won.
it
it
came
was
down to if you
conference
guys
record.
won you guys it was like what the your
We had
destiny-
to lose.
your
you had to
destiny was in
win
your
to
hand.
get
Yeah,
that.
like if you won your game, you won the division. It didn't matter what we did
Correct,
at that
yeah.
point. So yeah.
Yeah, it was a conference record because Dallas
Conference record.
had 2 losses at the end of the year, but to AFC teams, and all of Philly's losses were to NFC teams.
NFC teams, yeah.
Yeah, because I think we even tied in divisional, wasn't it? So it was like tied head to head, tied divisional, had to go to conference record.
Yep. Yeah, because Dallas's only conference division loss was to Philly, and then of course Philly lost to Dallas and then to New York. So
In New York, yeah.
How do you lose to New York?
Well, at least you didn't lose to Washington.
They
right?
need to just
I mean,
like retire that whole franchise. Philly sucks.
they do.
I
The
I'm
town,
of
the
the-
town
that
should be
losing
shut
to
down.
Iowa
The town
State.
should be shut down.
I'm
Shut
of
it
the
down.
controversial opinion that no city should
You're
have
talking
multiple
about
teams.
Ames that way, Dom? Damn, I'm surprised.
Philadelphia.
No city should
I
have what?
agree. More than one team.
Multiple teams.
I heard Ames. I heard Ames.
A city
Yeah,
as
I
big
don't
as
give a shit about
Are
Ames, as long as
worse
a
cycling-
city as big
than
as New York and LA,
assholes.
though. I mean, you could
But New York
divide.
doesn't
They
have
have-
any football teams technically.
You could divide New
They've
York
got
City in half.
2 football teams,
Not really.
2
Neither one of them
basketball
play in New York.
teams, 2 baseball teams.
Well, right, but I'm saying
New
like
York has one football team, the Bills, which are in
Bills.
Buffalo.
You're right. Yeah.
well, I'm
They're
I'm
talking
not
about
talking about the
City.
technicality.
New York. He's talking about New York City, but he's talking about cities. But like things that you could divide New York City in half, like the New York City Metro, divide it in half, and both halves are still bigger than most teams'
I don't care.
population. So it's
a
like
lot of major cities
Man.
won't get a team because they won't expand.
Because LA has
franchises and
because
shit.
LA has 3 of them.
So maybe we should just leave regional loyalties and not have multiple fucking teams in one metropolitan.
no, but it's like but when you have cities that big, it's like you could support 2 teams, and
No, you should just fucking support your city's team, like
Mm.
every other city does.
But when your city
No
gets
city needs new
there are
teams.
cities big enough that
Let
it
them
could
swing their big city
What is
dick around.
what
okay,
defines big
Akarov?
enough? If you're
10
a city,
mi-
you
10
should
million
have a
people.
city
having like
team.
10 to 15 to
million.
20 million
No,
people in
you
the
should-
metro.
If you don't like your city team, you can like any other team in the country. That's a normal thing. You
No,
shouldn't
there's
have
not.
2
It should be
teams in one
required.
city.
but the thing is, like
I just want to answer your specific
it's
question.
money. It's money. You can
Akarov,
support 2 teams, so money is there.
Of what defines big enough? I think if you ask 10 different women, you're going to get 10 different questions.
Mm.
You
10
ask a
different
guy,
questions?
they get the same answer.
Yeah.
Not much.
No,
I mean,
Yeah.
Skyhawk.
no,
what about,
if you
couldn't
get
you
a
ask
guy,
a
they're
guy
going to
that
say
as
size
well?
matters. No, a gay
doesn't
man will
matter,
tell you
yeah.
that size absolutely matters.
Yeah, okay, you're right. Hetero guys, they can say it don't matter.
I think it's silly. I think people should have a hometown team.
I have
Well,
a
you
hometown
do-
team.
I don't care how big your city is. That's arbitrary in my mind.
But when your city is also like, look at the area New York covers. You could be on the north side of New York City, and because even in hockey, they have like the Rangers and the Islanders, but the Islanders are
And the Devils.
The Devils.
well,
yeah.
that's New Jersey. Well, I guess that's kind of New York
It's
anyway.
close.
So are the Jets and the Giants, technically.
Regionally, yeah, like all of New Jersey is not far from New York City, and
LB
most
knows.
of
Look at
where
him, he knows.
Well,
New
the
Jersey people.
Oh, yeah.
Jersey,
Yeah.
the New Jersey Devil. I think it's Jersey City, which is like across the right across
It's
the
literally
bridge
across the
from-
river, and I think
yeah.
that's like the majority of people in New Jersey live like closer to New York City than like other parts of their.
Yeah.
country.
Well, then also like isn't the Mets like technically on the New Jersey side?
No, the Mets are in Long
Manhattan.
Island.
No, other
Oh,
than
The Mets are in
Manhattan.
Long Island. They play in.
Oh, Long Island. Yeah, you're right.
They
Okay.
they play in fucking Queens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they play at City Field, which is on Long Island.
But yeah, I don't know. Like when it comes to cities
How are they
that
from
large,
Queens? What? But Queens isn't Long Island. What?
There's some
Queens
major
is
cities
Long
that
Island.
don't have
No,
a team
Queens
because
is
they
not
won't
Long
expand.
Island.
Oh, you're
Queens-
right. You're right.
Queens is
Never mind.
Maine.
I'm being
Fuck.
dumb.
Brooklyn
It
and
is part
Queens
of
are
Long-
physically on Long Island.
Yeah.
He is
Oh, are they?
correct. I was being an idiot. Yeah, he is correct.
oh, I thought Queens was like on the mainland northeast of like
No,
You're
Manhattan.
thinking
He's-
of the
he's correct.
Bronx. That's on the mainland.
Oh,
That's north of Manhattan on what's geographically the mainland. That's where the Yankees play.
Yeah.
Now I gotta Google Maps.
I mean, and it gets
Bullshit.
the lines get fun.
Oh, yeah, okay, Long Island. I always think that Long Island is.
Well, LB,
What
did
is
you
this
ever do
other
the
thing
faction,
over here?
The faction free for all? Was that frigate free for
I
all?
have never done the frigate free for all. I am in the neighborhood now, so maybe I will.
Right.
participate
Yeah.
in that.
The
Was
10th
that it?
annual, the
Was that
10th
the system?
annual frigate free for all in
Mhm.
where is it at?
Uletta? Was that where it is?
Olieta? Is
Was
that
that
where it is?
the,
I'm asking. I don't know.
Is it the Stay Frosty thing?
It is
Yeah,
a Stay
it's
Frosty thing, yeah.
Rick's Javix.
It doesn't say
fucking
here.
thing.
Okay, okay.
Olieta, sorry, it is. Yep. However you say that, Olieta,
Uletta.
Olieta, right?
I think that's how you say it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's
I
good.
say it.
Where's the Bronx? I don't even see that.
What?
It's
Bronx?
like literally northeast-ish / north of
Like towards Yonkers?
Manhattan.
You don't live there, so you
Oh,
don't
I
have to worry
see.
about
East Bronx. Okay, there's it. Yeah, yeah.
it. Wow.
Okay, because what are the 5 boroughs? You have Manhattan, Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, and what's the 5th one?
Staten Island.
Staten Island.
So,
Staten
so
Island.
since we're talking about that particular area and we like talking about geography,
I
I
don't.
want to or science. I have a just
I want to talk about
quick.
That's right.
So during the last glacial maximum, when sea levels were a couple hundred feet lower than where they are currently at, a large feature was exposed that is actually like comparable to the Grand Canyon. It's called the Hudson River or the Hudson Canyon. It is just off the shore of New York Harbor, but yeah, there's an underwater feature there that is as deep as the Grand Canyon and pretty goddamn long.
Did you get to play in it?
If you go back, like 15,000 years, you probably could.
There you go.
Well, that's impossible. The Earth's only been around for about 6,000 years.
I thought it was 7 days.
That's 6,000 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Isn't even
the
6,054.
that's the thing that a lot of people don't realize, that we are still in an ice age right now.
Yes, we're in a
What people
interglacial
think of
period.
as the ice age, like what 50, 60,000 years ago, that's the last glacial maximum of the current ice age we've been in, which has been going on for like 3 or 4 million years.
Is that where like the little squirrel thing was like chasing the acorn the whole movie?
Yeah,
It is exactly
that
that,
movie
yes.
Ice Age. That is we are
That's a
still
documentary, isn't
we
it?
are still
I
in
believe
that
so.
ice age, but that's the
I don't
glacial
know.
maximum. We're in a glacial
I haven't
and
seen a single saber-tooth tiger.
yeah, well,
How much have you looked for one?
well, I'm saying like, so if you look like you go to like
Yeah,
glacial
yeah.
minimums, glacial
Prove it,
maximums, like the
prove it.
temperatures have been going like this over the last millions or
Okay,
several millions
didn't
of
mean
years.
to go that direction. We're talking about Eve now.
Yeah.
Just remember, LB,
I meant to go that direction.
all you need is
I
a
know you
kindly
did.
old man, and you'll have a saber-toothed tiger until the evil hacker deactivates the fence and he gets loose.
What are you
Okay.
talking about?
Like a
Jurassic
Jurassic Park
Park.
reference. Yeah.
Get it?
That's actually my background on my company Zoom calls is the hacker thing from Jurassic Park.
Is it Samuel L. Jackson? Is
The That
You didn't say the
Yes.
magic word.
Someone mentioned it, and I changed my background to it, and I looked at Teams, and Teams actually has that GIF in there, and I'm like, okay, I have to use so much self-control to not abuse this going
isn't that the
forward.
guy from Seinfeld, right?
Yeah, Newman. That's the thing. Every time it's like I was like sitting there like when we were like in the
Newman.
movies.
Newman.
Yeah, the guy. It's like I want to be like Newman.
You did say
yeah.
the magic word.
Oh, I would punch him just for having that, right? If I was, yeah, no.
I swear I'm gonna keep it for some time when someone asks me for something stupid. I can just
I
paste
know you
it.
can send that to him, yeah.
Wait, what the hell? That is a
Yeah.
saber
I
tooth
literally
tiger.
was talking with my network engineer the other day once I found out about that. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have to use so much restraint to not use this when people ask me for stupid things.
I got to go over to Tamber's Twitch channel. If you want to, you might design your request. He's got pictures of it on Community Beat. I'm getting it back to Eve. I don't care what you guys fuckers are doing.
It's good.
I'll give him
Why
requests,
aren't
and
there
he'll
more
have to
skins with just
censor out his whole
penises on
screen. Yeah, it's like.
Excellent question.
Is it?
Why aren't there more penis skins?
I mean, that's a known concept of like time to penis or whatever for game development. Why aren't there some skins with penises already on?
That's a good.
Maybe
No, I
that
gotta give
should,
it to you. Good point.
If
You're
you
right.
give the man the tools, he's gonna put penis.
Here's what you do: you go to
The Avatar
Calgary 20
exists.
Club's Twitch stream. You request a
Penis
skin-toned
skins.
Thor X skin, and we'll see how it goes. Or
Pink and
Idaron,
peach,
Idaron
right?
Mark
Yeah.
V.
Or an Avatar. Just design the skin with like lightning designs going around. It's just a bunch of veins. You just and
Or it could be a Nagrafall, right? You're erect.
Mm.
There you go. You never know. You never know what can happen on Tamper's channel. I bet he loves us talking about him.
I hope.
I keep forgetting Samuel L. Jackson was in Jurassic Park.
I hope that Timber can make it for FanFest next year.
That'd be awesome.
I like the clip in guest show notes if
It-
you
it
guys want
was-
to review it.
It was really cool getting to meet and hang out with Timber, even if he did catch plague partway through the week.
Dude, I caught it on the way back, so like, yeah, I think a lot of us got it.
dodged
A lot of us.
I dodged another fucking COVID bullet, and I don't understand how, because I was around you fuckers all week.
Vaccines.
I probably got a fuckload of people on my flight sick. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I dodged in 23.
How
but I
many
got
people
into
is a
22.
fuckload? How many people is a fuckload?
There's a fuckload,
However
fuck
many fill up
ton,
like
a
a
shit
7
ton, an ass
There-
load.
But there's got to be a conversion. somewhere.
There's also my favorite is a metric.
That is 1,000 fuck
It's 1,000 fuck tons.
Well,
right?
1,000 fuck
That's right,
pounds
that's
fuck pounds.
or fuck kilograms.
That's a hell of a lot of fuck mountains.
Yeah.
So what is the correct term for
don't know.
approximately 1,000 fuck torques?
1 million metric
Like-
fuck torques.
Like Newton fuck tort?
LB,
Yeah,
what did
Newton
you
fuck
start?
torques.
How did you start this shit? Jesus.
Newton.
I didn't do this.
Newton twerks.
He said, "Don't put this on." me."
Newton twists.
LB didn't start it, but he's gonna swoop in out
He's
of
gonna
nowhere
keep
and
it fucking
finish
going.
What are we
Yeah.
doing?
Oh,
We're
yeah, yeah.
converting. We're converting metric fuck tons to imperial fuck tons. Is that what? we're doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
With the fuck,
Yeah.
with how many fuck torques is that? That's what we
Well,
need to know.
Fuck torques?
Rayo says a
Two
fuck ton is
different- one's a
2,000
measure.
2,000 pumps is a fuck ton.
Or
Is it-
pumps
wouldn't it-
torques.
wouldn't-
No,
wouldn't a
that's
pump be a torque?
that's an imperial fuck ton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously,
a
a
metric fuck
metric
ton
one-
is
It wouldn't be an even
1,000
number if it was imperial.
fuck kilograms,
be
but
1,000.
that's about 2.2 imperial pumps per.
Yeah, it's not going to be an even
Kilogram.
number if it's an imperial. That's
So
too
they're
logical.
similar.
We don't do that.
A metric ton or metric fuck ton is close to
A
a
metric fuck
imperial
ton is
ton.
1,000 pumps.
It's a little more. It's a little more. It's like 2,200 imperial pounds or fuck pounds. I don't know. Pound fucks
Squared.
squared.
Carry the one.
Yeah, carried over. Square root. Flip it down. Flip it and reverse it.
I'm
It's
sorry.
it's
we
sure
don't
for
use
never
metric
for any
fuck
info.
tons. This is America. We use the United States custom system fuck tons.
Yeah, banana for scale.
How many bald eagles over freedoms do we get with that?
I think it's like a
How many football
4 to 6
stadiums of
ratio.
fucks is that?
Yeah.
Well, if it's in Texas, it's only a half of one.
I always
Well,
like
if
the
it's
way
in
that it's
Green
like
Bay,
that's,
it's
that's
4.
like 50 elephants, like as if Americans know what the fucking elephant realistically weighs.
Things Americans would know. How many crates of 5.56 will it take?
Yeah, quite a
Oh,
few.
nobody's gonna
And-
know that one either.
All right, so I just want to, as someone who is decidedly an average American, I just want to
Like average
spit out for you
sized, or-
some
Probably the
facts.
most average.
I mean,
of all of us.
above average in size in some aspects, but as far as
Yeah.
intelligence, I'll be
Above
modest
average.
and say average. Drayden, I'll have you know that Asian elephants are about 8,800 pounds. African bush elephants are about 13,000 pounds. And then my sweet, sweet little ones, the African forest elephants, can be as little as 6,000 pounds.
I should date a
Right.
girl like that.
But the thing is, like, okay, so those are numbers, but the thing is,
Small
like,
African elephant.
It's not the numbers that confuse people. They're like,
Forest elephant.
this thing weighs 200,000 pounds. That's like
Don't let
30
it sit on you.
elephants. It's like, okay, but 200,000 pounds is a little bit more comprehensible because, like, yeah, you can't realistically
It's not- it's
understand
not
what that weight
abstracting
feels like. It's like trying to relate it to things that are
I can
knowledgeable, but then they
imagine
relate it to
20,000
elephant
packs
weight,
of
which is
Grand
like,
Beef.
you could go look up the weight of an
Yeah.
elephant, but it's like, do you realistically know the like what an elephant would
Until you've
like,
had one sit on you, you don't know.
Yeah, it's just like, why are we relating it to things like,
Well,
like why
Don't
can't-
go
one.
to the third floor of
it's
the
like 50
Marble Palace
elephants.
in Frankfurt
50
Red Light
elephants is
District.
just
Then
is
you know.
even more arbitrary than just saying it's 200,000 pounds. Like 200,000 pounds sounds like a lot, and I think most people could be like, yeah, that's fucking heavy, heavier than I'd be able to lift. You know, so like, why do you need to like make these weird abstract comparisons
That's
that
like
aren't even gonna make
8,000
sense to
quarter
people?
pounders.
Yeah, it's like honestly,
Oh, see,
compared to
I'm on
like,
board now.
this is how much McDonald's it would probably be more.
I'd like to call a
relatable.
shot real quick, since we're on the topic.
Bro.
I would like to call a shot for the elephant in the room.
I don't see one.
Did
Oh.
I don't get it. Drink, because I like to drink. But I
Yeah.
So
Speaking
Second
of
next one.
drinking,
Did we cover community?
No,
yeah,
No.
part of
Yeah.
it.
halfway.
Yeah. We mentioned it at one point.
There's a strategic guide for factional.
We said it
warfare,
exists.
And then
Beginner's
there's
guide?
a thing. I don't know. And there's a battle in Delft thing. I think it might be the Marshall thing we were talking about earlier.
It probably is.
let's take a look.
300
does
billion
anyone have-
battle in Delft. So that's got to be it.
Yeah, that's got to be it. Can we make ACDC's "Have a Drink on Me" the official theme song of Open Comms?
I love that song.
Guys,
I think you'd have to pay
I'd-
fees.
I
We can
think
still call it
probably.
that. We just can't
I
listen
think
to it.
it's sounding like I'm gonna need to. Yep. I'm gonna
Oh,
have to
armor.
get out of here. It sounds like some things are. Fuck. Okay, yeah, I gotta go. There's some
You
thing
dying.
coming up from the planet. I gotta get out of here. Bye.
You did.
I'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
That ain't
He did.
good.
Bye.
I think you got pod.
Oh, because
Yeah.
the soundboard's off for you, Dom. He was using soundboards to like.
Oh,
shield
okay.
alarm,
Oh, you
the
can't hear that
armor
stuff?
alarm.
No, I got them all turned off.
Oh,
You guys
yeah,
are driving me
yeah.
crazy with that shit.
Yeah.
He can't
Some-
hear this.
No, I can't hear any of the sound.
It's so epic though.
Some weeks they get a little heavy-handed with.
We should change that emote thing that pops up from the normal popcorn bucket to like the Dune 2 popcorn bucket.
There you go. I got him to 15% now.
Because the little thing that pops up is just, it's like that's too normal of a popcorn bucket.
So if
We
I
can't
hit one of
have
these
that.
buttons, you guys will hear it.
Probably.
Hit it.
Yeah.
See what it does.
Yeah, I heard it too. That's dumb.
I saw the video on YouTube of like what that's from. It's even it makes it even more weird than just the audio.
All right, no more anime.
Yeah, some weird thing. Like some yellow thing comes down the wind. It's like, hello everyone, how are you? And then it's just like, oh my god! And then he just starts out, I wish I were a bird. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, it loses me every time.
Yeah.
You had to be there.
Right, it sounds like it though.
I don't get any of it actually.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a funny thing. Funny.
I'm gonna go ahead and put
Japanese
this back
thing.
down to 0%. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
You're gonna miss
Safety
this.
first, then teamwork.
Oh, I missed it.
Mm.
Sorry. Damn it. I wanted to hear it, but I can't.
This is
figure-
when we charge into battle, but we're on the
Yeah, I was
high
like,
six side
that
of
sounds
the
like
game.
something from Pacific Rim, which I actually watched this last week.
It's actually from a little game called Helldivers 2.
Oh,
Is that fun?
Is it
So,
any good?
so what is that game? You said it was like
I
a mix of four things that sounded
played-
fun.
I played 2 rounds and I had a great time.
Oh yeah.
So
First round I played solo and I got my ass kicked. And then the
Okay.
next round I played with 3 random people and it was a lot of fun and we won. But
Better
they
with
didn't have
friends.
mics. And I think
Oh,
if I
no
had a squad with mics,
you say we should
Ooh.
squad up on this.
I think
Sounds like we
we
should
Oh, so it's a
squad.
multiplayer game.
So is this
Yeah.
like a FPS?
it's a third person shooter.
Mm.
But if you aim down your sight, you can go first person. And
How
it's
many player?
Only 4 player co-op.
So it's like Left 4 Dead then.
Yep, kind of.
or Mass Effect.
There's no PvP. There's only co-op. So,
Oh, okay. So
but
it's
there
like-
is friendly fire, and there's like all kinds of there's different mechanics that go in the game and stuff. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Okay.
I
Friendly
like that.
Fire's
It's a lot of
great,
fun.
isn't it, Akaroth? We love Friendly Fire.
We're pretty good at that.
What's that Skippy's thing for?
Dude,
What's
what
that
the-
thing
who's
for
shooting me?
mercenaries? Friendly fire is it?
I'll take a look at it. I might get it this
Well,
weekend.
you know what? My favorite moments in all of gaming, in my personal gaming history, my favorite moments are every one of them is a friendly fire moment because it just makes you laugh the most, right?
Yeah.
And somebody who actually walks in and throws a grenade at everybody. That shit's fucking funny, right?
Check your
It's just-
fire.
Yeah, they're just fucking funny, right? Only in
Um,
first-person shooters. Yeah.
That reminds me of some
Blue
old
on blue is
videos
funny.
from a group called the Federation of Asshole Gamers. It was like 08, 09, where they would like just fuck with people in Halo.
That's a
on-
problematic acronym.
Oh wait, so you're shooting a bunch of bugs? This is Starship Troopers.
Bugs,
There
and there's
actually
also
is a
robots.
Starship Troopers game if you're shooting bugs.
Yeah, but this is a
This
They're
looks,
ro-
proper
is there zombie bugs?
game. No.
this looks
So
cool.
there you go. Then I'm okay.
This,
I might want to
yeah.
play it. Is
I'd be
some
down to
bugs.
get this.
it
I'd be
a
down.
Steam game?
It's on Steam, yeah.
Yeah,
You have
I,
it, you
Seems
get
like
on-
it
Is it better not to
PlayStation
do
5
Steam?
good resources.
I was like, I'd be down. I'm
LB, say it again.
You can get it on Steam or PlayStation 5.
Okay, so Steam.
Yeah, I was like, I'm busy tomorrow, and then
Ew,
Sunday I got
PlayStation.
Sunday I got
I don't
D&D,
have
but
PlayStation.
Monday I'm off work and open, so I would be down to play Monday if people
Me
are
too.
open.
Monday.
What's the
Monday,
name of it?
Helldivers 2.
Helldivers 2.
Helldivers.
So yeah, I'll probably pick this up, and I'm down to play Monday if people want to play Monday.
The humor and the shtick with it is very Starship Troopers esque.
Do you need to play the first one?
Oh,
to understand
man.
anything?
No, you don't need to play the first.
So who gets to be Rico?
I mean, we can all be Rico.
I want to be
Oh.
Denise Richards.
I do. No, damn! I want to be the
No.
slutty one. What's this?
Why?
I want to be the slutty one.
Why Denise Richards?
That's
You got,
Denise Richards.
dude, you got to be
No,
the,
no, the one
the,
that's
the thirsty one, the one that's
Oh,
like
Daisy.
I don't remember.
yeah,
Dizzy.
Dizzy,
Dizzy.
Dizzy,
Yeah.
yeah, Dizzy. That's
Temperature slut. That's all I remember by.
Whoa.
She's like dying. She's like, it's
She
fine
just
that I'm
liberated,
dying because I
Dom.
gotta have
Chill
sex with you. It's
I like
that,
it. I'm not saying it's a
that
bad thing.
validates your life. But I mean, hey, love and all that.
Notice.
You'll-
this
you'll
game
get that
only
in those
supports
love
It's
games.
also
Japanese
got
interface voice
it's got
Japanese-
NPH in like SS outfits. You know, like
Goodness.
They have capes.
Like
Doesn't
Hugo
have
Boss?
on their side.
oh, you got capes in this? Oh shit! You know what? I can't say no to cloaks and capes,
Right?
I do love a good cloak
I'm getting fucking warnings.
in
and shit.
every.
dude. And
game.
also, yeah, they almost look like Space Marine. Yeah, this is like 40K / Imperial Starship Troopers.
Can I decorate my
It's-
Barbie?
Yeah. It's
Nice.
Can you
Starship
decorate your
Troopers.
Barbie? All right.
Starship Troopers meets Warhammer 40K meets fucking
Halo.
Halo ODST meets fucking.
I never played
the
ODST,
Mandalorian.
but I played Halo 1.
Yeah.
I don't think I've played any of these games.
Dude, this sounds fun. I'm in. You
Yeah,
son of a
it's
bitch.
super
I'm in.
I'm not buying this if you guys don't promise to play it some.
I mean,
I'll
LB
play it.
sounds like
I'm
he's
gonna play it on
Monday
Monday.
at least. Same with Drew.
Yeah, I was like, I would even play it tomorrow, but I got stuff to do the day tomorrow. And then I'm watching
My wife's going out of town. I could.
what
do
are we
whatever the
watching
fuck I want
tomorrow?
for an entire week?
Predator.
Nice.
Watch Predator tomorrow
You
in
know
the
what I'm
evening.
gonna do? Not play video games.
Whatever you want.
Sunday I got D&D.
Trying to take over the world.
Not gonna play video
Maybe.
games. Probably. I don't know. Probably, maybe I will some. Who knows?
Yeah, this looks cool. I'm
I
down.
may not be still.
This
I
looks
took
fun
some
as
days
fuck.
off. She doesn't know it, but
Oh, there's even a view from the bridge over the planet where the ships are getting blown up. Like, this isn't random fire. Like, somebody messed up. Dude, it's all Starship Troopers. Take evasive action. It's
Dude,
I
however,
wish this
40K ripped off so many things. It ripped a ton of shit off of Dune.
well, I mean, it's yeah.
No, I think Dune
Like,
copied it.
the whole, how things go through the warp and how AI is not allowed is 100% a straight rip off of Dune.
No, Warhammer's at 30K. It's way. In the
It's
future.
40K. Well, there's 30K and 40K now.
That's where it starts. 30K.
That's true. 30K is Horus Heresy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
good
30K
stuff.
is Horus Heresy, but there's like an actual game mode for 30K now, which there's the points values are a little less. So you basically get slightly bigger armies, and it's all
You bitch slapped a lot. Is that what you were gonna say? You were saying bitch slapped.
It's mainly like Imperium of Man
You
stuff. It's
get
not. You
bitch
don't really
slapped.
have. You don't have like the Tyranids. You don't have the Tau. You don't have.
but there's
Eldar.
other fucking Xenoses in the Horus Heresy that are just as scary as all those other ones, and they don't ever flush them out.
Yeah, like yeah, I'm. Oh fuck, I'm gonna start
Fucking
getting into
thinking
40K
robot
again.
shit,
God damn it,
yeah.
I knew it. I went into my
Drayden,
friend's.
you're never going to be able to buy a house if you start a 40K.
Well,
army,
no.
So come on.
No, the 40K
Sure.
army costs like $1,000 start to
You
finish.
might as well go out and get.
That's
four
that's
balls
just your
tonight.
first
So
dose,
fuck it.
bro.
Yeah, that's your first
No.
army. Then what happens when you're done with Necrons? What happens when you build your Tyranid army?
Well, you have to have a
Think about
towel. right?
I'm not new to 40K. I did 40K for like 10 years.
Tau are
But-
sissies.
Well, he's got to have one.
I've never played Tau.
See,
and
now he
they
wants
seem
to.
interesting. I started off with
Necrons
Necron.
for weebs.
My
Is that what it
original
is?
my original
They're the robot
army.
ones, right?
Tau aren't robots. They're
They look like robots.
they're in
sissy aliens
suits.
in robot suits.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, there
aliens
you
in
go,
suits.
robots.
They're a conglomeration of a bunch of alien races for the greater good and
For the
science. But they're
greater
a
good.
new empire and they don't really know about the risks of chaos and the warp yet.
The orcs.
Like they know of the
Yeah.
they're kind of like the pre-heresy days where like they know that the warp exists, but they don't know that there's like sentient powers in the warp that are actually like really dangerous and everything. So
So I was going to point
Why
out,
didn't anybody
if you look
tell-
at the on
'cause
the
they're
community
Xenos
page,
and the Imperial Man isn't going to tell them shit. They gotta suffer not the Xenos to live, you know?
if you look at in the community page, if you look at the factional warfare starting guide, like you don't push play, but look at it. Doesn't it look like the Amar guy has horns? He's like the devil.
yeah, which
Huh?
he is.
But yeah, like my first army was
Maybe tripping,
Necrons,
see
and
shit
then
like
I
that.
went to Tyranids, and then I went to Imperial Guard, had a lot of fun with that, and then I went to Orcs, and then I went to Dark
I'm trying to tell you, if you
Eldar.
avoid this addiction, you may buy a house one.
You need 4 more armies.
Well, no, so basically my thing buying a house, like basically
Do you have a blood? Do you have a
with the
Blood
way
Angel
the
army?
housing market works is like
Drayden, I'm being silly.
if
We're
I
just making jokes
like
about how
basically comes down to like if my
Warhammer's
brother
expensive.
buys the company next year and I get that payout, then I will have
Which I
enough.
still disagree with.
Then I will
I'd
have
stay
enough
with
of a
Carl.
down.
I think you need a long haul. There's no reason he'd buy it from you if it wasn't advantageous for him, which means it would be
It
advantageous.
would be advantageous
you
for him, but
to
the
hold-
payout would be advantageous for me now instead of waiting until I'm in my
You can still work
60s
there,
to
or do you
get
get- or you lose
to
your
get a
job?
Would you
benefit.
like- Would you like 1 gumball today or 10 gumballs tomorrow?
But the thing is my parents are setting up
Kids
an
always fail this.
my parents are
test.
setting up an inheritance thing. So when I'm in my 60s or whenever, my parents are gonna, eventually kick the bucket.
Kick it, sure.
I'm
Kick
gonna
it,
have
huh?
that. I'm gonna have a huge payout from that anyway. So I don't like. It wouldn't make
Wow.
sense to do.
Wow.
Come on. Like that's gonna happen.
You're
It's
the
gonna
one who
happen.
brought this up.
You brought it up.
No, but what I'm saying,
I
like, that-
wasn't ready to talk
We're not
about your
planning
dead
for
it,
parents
but
yet,
yeah.
Drayden.
I
But
know.
you're
Like I said,
ready.
like, it's no,
He's
no.
ready.
I'm not ready. I'm saying that's the thing I'm not looking forward to, but it is gonna happen at some point. Like that's an inevitability.
I'm just being
Um,
real, guys.
peop-
you guys are
Just
dead
being
in my
real.
No,
eyes.
people don't
Only
live.
way
For,
I get to fan fest.
people don't live forever, and unless some crazy thing happens, I'm gonna outlive my parents, and so I'm going to eventually
You're
get an
dead to me.
inheritance.
You keep
thing,
hanging
so-
out with me, it may not be true.
But I'm saying the payout right now could help me get into a house now, which would definitely help me in the long run later.
It's my
'Cause
money and I
Help
want it now.
It's like if I could start getting into a house now instead of waiting 20 years to maybe get a house, that's gonna be way more beneficial to me now. So that's why I'm totally fine with it.
And that's cool. In 20 years,
I
But the thing is,
have
like,
an inheritance, but I need
billionaire,
cash
but-
now.
Oh my god, you about killed me with that. It's my money. I want it now.
But
I literally actually used that auto work call once someone was complaining
I'm about
because
choked
their
to death.
equipment had not arrived. So I go in the side chat with my network team. I'm like, it's my equipment and I need it now. And everybody starts cracking up.
That's fucking
And
funny.
the PM was in it. It was like, huh? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And everyone was like, have you not seen those JG Wentworth commercials?
We were gonna redo
A lot of
the
people don't watch
JG
TV.
Wentworth commercial for our Alliance buyback program.
Oh,
You
that's pretty
should.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
my ISK and I want it now.
it's my moon
Just
good.
make
I
a
like it.
contract to Q for all your fucking stupid bullshit P1
Fuck you,
PI
Hakoke.
materials. Yeah.
I contract Cobalt to Q.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Sure.
Q Hakoke, yeah. You should
Q
sell them
Hakoke.
all your
Did you make a
Oh, we
character
got-
Make him
called?
come pick it
Too
up
much
and delve.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Contract him
That guy has,
all your water. All your water.
Did you make a character called 877 ISK now?
We were
Oh,
going
good
to,
one.
yeah.
Good
Oh,
one.
right now.
Let's see if there's actually a character called that in Eve. I bet there is.
You'll figure out a way to make it work.
877. What was it?
ISK now.
Is
Yeah.
now.
This now. There you go. 877.
We were
Can
going
you
to
use
redo
like
the
dashes?
Yeah, you should probably have dashes.
Have a structured
I don't know if you can have
sentence
special
and I
characters in your name,
need
can you?
cash now.
Probably.
I think you can because
Okay.
there's
I
like
fucking love those commercials. They're some of the best
Oh,
commercials of all time.
Yeah, like the
right? They
opera
just
singer
are.
on the bus.
Wrong, 877
Yeah.
disc now.
I think our lyrics were like, I have a bunch of salvage and I need ISK now. Call Q Ha Koki 877 ISK
Oh
now.
yeah.
And then you-
Fantastic.
basically, it would give you instructions on how to use the fucking buyback program.
Excellent.
some
I will-
conditions may apply.
Some conditions may- Oh my god, you need to make that for my group too.
How do you guys already have one? There's
I
like
don't
like
know.
a jillion
how
nerds
do
You
there.
gotta get the old
know?
commercial,
Come
like
up with
just
all sorts of
Photoshop the
crafty ideas.
Photoshop the Viking guy, like once he gets off the bus, and he's just
I
like
mean,
kind of standing by the
how
street, just
do you-
Photoshop him like into a cheetah station environment.
Drayden, if we put a Viking helmet on Pukin, how is he not the fucking
It's pretty close, yeah.
the opera singer guy?
877 ISK now is available as a character.
Dude.
Golden opportunity. I don't
You
have
need
the
another member in your corp.
I don't
LV.
have the spots open, but you can always make an alpha.
I do another count. Well, I've got all 3 slots filled up.
Just make an alpha
Yeah.
account.
I do
Yeah, it's
have
a
a
whole
spot.
thing.
877 ish now.
People tell me that all the time, and it's like that's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's like I'm always like, you know what, that'd be a funny idea, but someone else can do it because I don't want to really like create a
Yeah,
whole
come
new
up with fun
account and
names
make it
all
a
the
new
time.
character just for the memes.
I don't know that.
But someone would.
I've
Dom
got
will.
people
Look
been
at him. He's
trying
already
to
in the
make
Doing it right
process.
now.
He's in the process of doing it right now. Yeah,
I had an open slot.
which means 877 is now is gonna be a goon.
Gross.
Ugh.
They're gonna take
Oh,
credit
they
for
are,
y'all's
you're
great idea. LV.
Yeah.
It means that Dama's gonna have to run the good
That's
buyback
fine.
program now.
Even
Nice.
worse than a goon pet. Ugh.
So that he should be called Dari, right? What lineage?
Yeah, probably.
Empire.
mm.
Caldari, right? They're the fucking
I think yeah, money's.
capitalists, right?
No,
Yeah.
Oh, they're-
capitalists are Galante.
Yeah.
Galante.
No,
like
well,
state.
no.
Caldari is
Gal-
state-
Galante
or
are-
Schmitz capitalist.
Galante is democracy. Capitalist is Caldari. They're the
Nah, I
mega
don't
corp.
think so.
They're the mega corporations. They're a
That's not real
capitalist.
capitalism.
They're a capitalist corporate or
Corporations
oligarchy.
live off subsidies.
Guess what? He's all Caldari. It's too late now.
Yeah, it's like no. Caldari is all of
Tax benefits.
Caldari is mega corporations. It's
Corporations
pure.
are people.
Caldari is runaway
right.
capitalism to the extreme. It is. It
Extreme.
is a corporate oligarchy. Like the board of the 12 biggest corporations is the government. That that's pure capitalism.
That's just a murder.
Capitalism on Mountain Dew.
So
Yeah.
there is a corp in Eve right now called JG Wentworth. 877 ships now.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty.
Do I have to join that if I create this character? That'd suck.
No, you just gotta make
That would
your own
actually be
show.
funny. It's like I'd like to apply.
My name's 877
Yeah, right.
isk now.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
They'd be like, well, we can't keep him
They-
out.
They'd probably be like, you know what? We don't even care if it's a spy. We have to say yes.
Don't give him any roles. Let him in.
Don't give him any roles. We get him in here. Yeah. Don't even give him roles on the fucking forums or it's just like you have no power here, JG
We just-
Wentworth.
We just want to see your name in our list.
Let me know when you make that character and I'll start doing PI and just fucking send you all of my
Send it all over to
That's right. Oh, what a good buyback name.
Yeah.
every piece of carbon I find doing exploration.
That's right.
here's all my
Go start a
uh,
collection.
Yeah.
I want all your metal scraps, Elby.
was it
Can I get those?
I don't
It's
think I
your
have them
money.
anymore.
The-
Use
the
it when
the
you
Hillmar
need them.
can- the
Something
Hillmar
else.
can
Your
fund?
money, yeah.
The Hillmar cans don't have anything in them. That's why they're Hillmar cans.
Oh yeah. We could start like a fundraiser of like, you know, the Hillmar Can Fund and just leave it empty the whole time. just have an account with zero.
Present an oversized check.
Yeah, it's
to
like we
him
will
at,
don't. We were
FanFest,
going to
but
donate
it's
the entire
zeros.
Hillmar Can Fund to this charity
Oh, fuck,
organization,
that
and
would
just
be so good. The oversized
I
check.
bet
the
someone would let us
check
on
for
stage for
$0
that.
and zero.
Yeah.
I would be
Yeah.
willing to bet.
Just call them up on stage. So we've been collecting the value of these cans for
This goes to
the
the
last 2 fiscal years, and we're going to donate this now to a children's charity.
this goes to
all the
Icelandic
things from the
Children's
Hillmar
Charity,
Special
like all
Cans.
the other stuff.
Flip the fucking check around. 0.
Yeah, like
Well, how do you like that? You like it now? You like that?
How's it
the-
That's
feel,
how I
Hillmar?
fucking feel.
I would
Dude,
be
they would
totally
do it
down.
with us.
I would
I'm
be
gonna
totally
coordinate
down
it
to
for
like
25.
getting a prop check
I'm
for
gonna get Manic involved.
FanFest next year to do that. That'd be great.
So it's 877
ISK.
dash ISK or
Dash
spaces?
ISK dash now. Yeah. All capitals, because that's how they do phone numbers.
You got to do all capital.
Yeah. 877 all like dash ISK dash now.
God, we need to run with that idea.
That's still missing,
I bet they
missing
would let
one
us on
number though,
stage.
isn't it?
Oh, I have to stop.
Well, normally
Ooh,
it's
keep saying
cash
this,
because
guys.
cash is for, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. It doesn't have to be a legit thing. It's just
877 dash ISK dash now
yeah.
is open,
It's fine if it's not for.
and it's now my name. But I'd like to begin with the tutorial.
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah. Memes
might be
don't.
fun.
Memes don't need tutorials.
It might be
You
fun.
are the. You are
So
the.
then now I said no. I'm
Just
fucked.
look at you. Look at you. You are the tutorial.
How are you gonna know how to play the game now?
You know I don't know how.
Look
I
at
should have
you,
done the
look at you.
tutorial. Fuck.
Yeah. I'm the
All
I
tutorial.
the
picked
Yes.
up on that. Yeah.
What?
A Keepstar just died, and also my neighbor's burning things because he's a
Another
fucking
one?
crackhead. Yeah, another wrecking crew
Domain. Oh.
Oh, another Wrecking Crew one. Who killed it? Us?
Pippity poppity.
Deepwater
That
hooligans.
Oh,
Keepstar's no longer their
dude,
property.
these guys need to be stopped. This is why we're down to the south to prevent this bullshit.
So- I
What?
mean,
To
you've
prevent
got
Deepwater
the
hooligans from doing what they do best.
Voltron of
Hooliganing?
Deepwater, and yeah, Gooning is the kid.
I
you're
mean, we're
saying.
after Dracarys, but
That's a
Deepwater-
whole different entity.
Big AB's down
Those
there.
are-
We shoot them on opportunity as well.
Listen,
I appreciate that you
Deep-
call them. Sorry, no.
Big Ab.
Deepwater hooligans and Dracarys are two very different animals.
Right, but they're both down there. We shoot both.
Right.
Fair enough.
I mean, we're after
How many-
Dracarys' space. We're taking the
How many
IHUBs and everything for
Deepwater
Dracarys.
hooligans have you killed? How many?
There was that carrier we killed the other a while back.
That's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
pretty good, actually.
Killed a
yeah,
carrier.
yeah.
We killed it was a Nidhogger, I think.
And
Mm.
on this kill mail, there's 1,000 of them. So I mean, you just got a little bit of ways to go.
Yeah. So yeah, but that was like
Just
a
a
couple
carrier
weeks. That was a
day
couple
that
weeks
keeps
ago. I haven't killed any
big
hooligans
Look at
since
all
then.
the Triglavian ships. And then there's a Red Alliance.
Yeah, I
You
think
guys
this was
go.
more unopposed than the last one.
Yeah, like we're not after
Yeah.
Deepwater's space,
I didn't
but
hear
they
anything
are
Deepwater
near.
doesn't have space.
Oh well, they're living very close to where we're deployed to, so
Living on the
we
edge.
are shooting them if they're roaming around, and so we're PvPing
Yeah,
against them,
sure
but
you
we're
are.
we're after Dracar. Like we're down there to take Dracarys shit. Deepwater is
I heard
just,
it on good authority from a lot of
PvP,
Deepwater pilots that you guys are afraid of them.
That's probably true. I am.
That's
You should
that's
be.
the recurring
Yeah.
thing. I hear that.
I don't
from
like
a
Deepwater.
lot of
There's
people.
sharks in Deepwater. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
They've been saying, PL's over the hill. Those guys are 3 yesterday's news.
Yeah, but PL says that about themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're just
Headliner doesn't
They're
even
just
log
trying to,
in
like,
anymore.
joke around. They're not being serious.
They're all playing Helldivers.
They won't be
too. They're not
serious
even
with
playing
this.
this
Headliner's
game.
been AFK for how long for that?
He's not AFK. He's
I know.
still
I'm
on
just
his
there was that
Wow.
one joke. There was that
Company
one.
man.
There was that one joke for a while. Like
He's here every day.
I can't remember. It was Brave or someone like said like, "Oh, Headliner doesn't even play anymore." It's like, he's leading like 2 fleets every day for like the last year. I don't know.
Wasn't he just hazing
What do you
in
mean?
your
It's
face
like,
for a
dude, he's
year?
literally FCing a fleet every single morning. Like, I don't know what you mean by he doesn't play.
That guy's the only reason people are shooting your shit because
He's-
he's got some sort of
he's
hate burner
probably
against
one of-
Brave.
He's like one of the most active members in PL. Like, I don't know. If
I just remember when Redline said he was going to do 3 fleets a week and never did.
Yeah,
So.
but I'm just saying it became a meme after that because they were like, "Oh, Headliner, if he would log in and play, it's like," and Headliner's like,
To be
"What's he talking
fair-
about?" He runs a fleet every morning, and then he runs like nano gang shit every day. It's like, so that became a meme of like, "Oh, Headliner doesn't even log in anymore. He doesn't even play. That guy's AFK." It's like, no,
To be
Dude,
fair, I
saying
haven't
on-
seen Redline
on
do like
comms in his
3/4
fleet.
of the things.
dude's in the
It's
top
insane.
5% of most active players in the game, probably.
What do you got there, Dom? A handful of Tums? They can't hear me.
Well,
yet.
that's what they are. Yeah, tabs. I mean, Tums.
What'd you bring there? A handful of Rolaids? Handful
Ice.
of Tums? Oh,
Ice.
Okay.
Ice.
Nice.
Ice, ice,
like
baby.
like frozen
that
water
nothing
or
better?
okay. I was like, I am not familiar with this drug term.
Oh, you are.
Oh, you are.
What is ice? I know of the
It's
frozen
a bad
water.
one.
I know of the immigration
meth.
control
Meth,
shit.
yeah. It's meth. Meth.
Oh,
It'll make your teeth fall
yeah.
out.
It's not good for you.
Yes,
Oh,
It
I'm
builds- it
also
builds
yeah.
character.
Diamonds and shit is also ice, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
Like
Diamonds
bling.
and shit.
You got bling. You got that
That
ice.
sounds like a lyric.
There's a song. Ice, baby.
There's also vanilla
Yeah, that
ice.
was about meth.
Was it?
Too cold. Too cold. Yeah.
He
Sounds
lights up.
everywhere.
He lights up like a candle, something like a vandal. So yeah. Obviously,
Collaborate and
obviously
listen.
meth, right?
Wow. Can't believe you know the lyrics. Like, what a superstar. You're a superstar, dude.
So speaking of
That is what
Vanilla
you are.
Ice, who here remembers the ninja rap?
Like Parappa,
The
I don't know,
ninja
it's
rap
from,
from the
Rappa the Rap?
90s?
Parappa the
What about
Rappa.
you? We're talking about Guy Atwood?
It's from Ninja Turtles 2 in the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember those movies vaguely, but I couldn't say because I don't remember it.
I recall that in Ninja Turtles 2, Shredder got a hold of some discount dollar store goo and he made mutants of his own, Bebop and Rocksteady. They
Yeah.
were
The
they
pig
had
and the
the
rhino.
intelligence
Rhinos
of
and
like they had the intelligence of a baby, of a toddler. So they weren't
Yeah.
very good at fighting and stuff. But during their adventures they ended up in a nightclub and Vanilla Ice was on stage. And he immediately stopped his show and transitioned into the ninja rap, where he rapped about the Ninja Turtles. And I believe they fought on the dance floor against these fucking other.
Wow.
Good.
No.
And people seemed okay with it at the time.
I never saw
Okay,
that
fair.
movie. I saw
I'm
the
a-
first Ninja Turtles movie, but
It was like super 90s.
I remember the cartoon that had Bebop and Rocksteady in it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even like it when it was a
And
fucking
it was like
Bebop and Rocksteady
late
and
80s,
Krang.
early
Never liked
90s like glam. Like Bebop had like the like freaking
Mohawk thing or
80.
something,
They were
Well, Bebop was the pig, right? And Rocksteady
They've
was the
always been
rhino.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the
and like
Warthog
the
had
Bebop the
mohawk
pig,
and
he had like the
eye
like
patch.
super like hipster like
Oh,
early
yeah.
90s hipster glasses, like the neon yellow frames, and
Yep.
yeah, I
Yeah.
Do we remember
watched it.
Biker Mice from Mars?
Nope.
I recall it vaguely.
just
I
throwing
don't think I
something
watched a
random
lot
from
of
the 90s out
Biker
there.
Mice from Mars.
I was an adult in the 90s.
That's fair. I was a
Yeah,
child.
you were.
Yeah.
I was
I
also
said,
a
yeah,
child.
you were.
I was drinking and doing drugs.
Drugs are bad.
No, they're not.
Okay, shut the drugs because drugs are bad.
Eh,
That's just
people
what.
who do drugs are bad sometimes.
That's just what
I'm
Big
not.
Brother wants you to think.
That's just like
That's what
your
Mr. Mackey
opinion,
wants you
man.
to
That's
think.
just,
Yeah.
yeah, that's just like your opinion, man.
Okay, because I'm Mr. Mackey.
Dig you too, man. You got the whole cowboy get up going on.
What?
Oh, it's
I don't
from,
know, man.
It's from
I
Big
don't know.
Lebowski at the end. He's like, but do you have to curse all the time?
Oh, it's
The
pretty
fuck you
sad.
talking about?
Sam Elliott's fantastic.
Yeah,
Said, all right, dude.
the dude
The
abides.
best part of that whole.
I don't
fucking
know
movie
about
is
you,
it's
but I take
true
comfort in
like
that.
it's based on a true person.
Dude, the
mean,
Coens do
dragons.
that on all their shit.
Something
Lebowski's
I
is so
didn't know
big,
is
there's
based on
actually a bar named after it.
You know what's something that blew my mind that I didn't know was based on a true story?
Kramer.
The movie Footloose.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Footloose is based.
I didn't know that. There are actually towns, even
Well,
to this
there's,
day in the South, that it's
in
illegal to
Oklahoma.
dance in.
Yeah, those
Like,
people got no
dancing is outlawed in some
Was it
towns in the
Oklahoma or
South.
Arkansas?
The specific one, I think it was Oklahoma that
I think
that
it was
movie was
Oklahoma.
made from.
Oklahoma? Okay.
Because that was when a town outlawed dancing, and then there was this girl that started seeing this guy that was from out of town, and he was like,
Well, if you've seen
he
the
gets a
people in
feeling, he
Oklahoma,
he
dances.
bucked the system, started dancing,
it
and the
makes
town, all the
sense.
town youth started dancing. It caused a big issue. That's what Footloose is based on. But that's not the only town. There's tons of towns across the South that have had dancing illegal.
You don't
up
want
in-
to see people. In
and some of
Oklahoma
them, it's
dancing,
still
I'll
even
tell
to
you
this
now.
day illegal in some of those
Earthquakes
towns to have
caused by that.
dancing.
That sounds like all that gyrating that Elvis used to do.
Yeah, it's like it's considered like
not good for the people.
unseemly behavior. It's like or like
Don't stick your face in it, you'll be fine, right?
it's like what the fuck? It's like I didn't think that you'd think that would have some like First Amendment protection, but apparently it doesn't.
No.
Because
Expressing
First
yourself?
Amendment is
No.
about it's like it's apparently
If
that
you
kind
talk
of,
about it, you're fine. You just can't.
yeah, apparently
Yeah,
that
you can talk
expression
about
isn't
dance.
covered.
They can't stop you.
Because the
Not the
things that
government.
would cover dancing in the First Amendment is too vague, and so the Supreme Court ruled that it can't actually cover it. And so it's like the Supreme Court even ruled on it that can't, like, cities and counties can outlaw dancing if they want to. It's like that's so fucked
wild.
up. Like, it's wild. Yeah, it's like, can you imagine living in a place that's that fucking
Gilead? Yeah. I can't.
God.
A lot of America's trying to do that.
Well, obviously, Deepwater had been hitting this fucking thing for days, huh?
I mean, they put
Mhm.
it fucking reinforced.
The guild it, right? Yeah.
Yes, did. Zico told me so.
I'm looking at it. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Aren't you a Deepwater hooligan, LB? Or did you used to be?
No,
Didn't you love them or something? I could swear.
no,
you
I have to
started-
be. I have to be good at the game to be in a group like that.
Yeah, maybe.
I said,
I
come
thought
on, you know better
I
than this.
base most of my Eve knowledge on what LB does.
That's right.
That's not a good strategy.
LB explores more of
friend.
the game than I do.
He does. He fucking knows more about it than I do. And I haven't
He's got to be knowing more.
5
I mean,
bushels.
Whole
Bushels?
bushels.
You
full
probably
of
forgot more about
knowledge.
the game than I'll ever know.
There you go.
well, I don't know about that's because of your chemical independence on
Independence or
Extra-
dependence?
extracurricular.
No,
I don't know.
independence. I like it better. Like chemical independence, baby.
He is independently
Freedom.
chemically saturated.
Freedom. Yeah. Sometimes you need lots of letters in your fucking alphabet. Right?
He is a living plague marine.
I usually just use about 26, but
Sometimes I use 3 of them a lot.
ABC?
Nope.
Just keep it simple.
Keep it simple. There you go.
KIS, okay.
No.
Oh, shit.
That's a good one though.
Oh, okay.
Are y'all thinking? What the fuck? Why'd we get quiet?
I don't know.
I might.
We're running out.
We didn't.
Yeah, I was like,
finish the
we were
game,
now.
dude.
I got a lasagna
Yeah,
to
I
cook.
think we're kind of running out of steam.
Yeah, I got a lasagna to cook.
I'm going to
Um,
blame everybody else, though, because I
before it
wanted
gets
to
too
talk
late.
Eve, and everybody
tried
wanted to talk
to.
about anything but Eve.
We
for at
talked
least the
about
first
as much Eve as
45
there
minutes.
was tonight, except
we?
except for
There's
the
always more
Except
Eve
the
stuff.
official shit. Right?
except
Yeah.
for the community beat, because that doesn't exist.
Except the official shit, right? We talked about all the other stuff.
We could talk
I'm-
about the
No, I don't want to talk
geopolitical
about it now. I
implications.
don't want to talk
of
about it
things.
anymore.
Oh,
I'm gonna watch a movie.
yeah. I mean, like,
Oh, it's too late now.
what are the geopolitical implications?
Yeah, it's too late
We're
now.
the after
We know
show.
you-
Why-
We
Yeah,
know
fucking
you
talk-
do it
don't really
now.
care. We know you don't really care. You
You
just
made
put
it
it on airs
clear
now.
you didn't care.
Yeah,
dude.
you made it clear.
I care
Fuck
in
us.
spirit.
Between you and Vlad and Delana, everybody was like, "Yeah, fuck Eve."
I
Yeah,
care
we all took that in.
is my PR statement.
No, it's too late now.
Yeah, but you got a PR coach who told you to say that. Of course
Yeah,
they would say
my
that.
PR coach told me to say that I do care about everything that's important and relevant
I hear you, baby.
and not offensive,
I agree.
with the exclusion and
I like
disclaimer
to be
that
offensive
anything that
sometimes.
could come back to haunt me, I disavow all.
So,
It probably
LB, so
will.
I've got
but
a negative 7.59 Garistas. What were we talking about? You got to get it. You got a Glamoro and just a single.
What do you
I
run?
think you're almost there. You could pretty much just join Gristas right now with that.
How do you get to this arc thing? You're
Negative
talking about?
7.59.
Yeah, I think negative 7.6 is the threshold.
I don't think I can join.
You don't want to make it worse. What are you talking about, Drayden?
Well, no, the
Yeah, I don't know
worst,
what he's
the
talking
worst
about.
threshold.
Positive.
He's under the threshold, which means he can join at 7.59. Because 7.6 is where you can't.
Negative 7.59.
Negative
You can join
7.6. Yeah.
them?
Are
Yeah.
you sure?
You
I'm only
serious?
negative
I feel like
4.
you're
so I
fucking with
could-
me right now.
Yeah, no, they can hate you. They just can't absolutely hate you.
Shut up.
Is he fucking with me
I
right
think
now?
he's fucking with you.
I am fucking with you. I think you got.
I was like, I don't know the mechanics, Drayden. So
I
like, what are
think
we
you got to
doing?
be within like what's LB like -2 or less or something like that
For what? The
to
standings
join
Garissa?
Garistas. Yeah, what's the Garissa standings? It's like you could be in the
Negative
negative.
2
Yeah, it's like
or higher.
yeah.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
only negative 2 away then. Negative 2.5 or something like that.
So you're
That's not very
0.5.
far,
You-
is it?
If you run the Epic Arc with a Glamorex booster in, it only takes you 2 hours.
What's the? How do you
Uh,
get to the epic arc? How do you do that?
Gotta
you
go to-
Probably
fly
put
out-
venal.
You
What?
fly
Yeah.
to
What
Venal.
system do you have to go to? Venal. All right.
Well, fuck. Let me log into the system again.
You don't have to.
Is it
I'm not gonna
HPN?
do it.
I'm doing it. It's too late. No, you are doing it. We're going
Okay.
on stream.
All right.
We're gonna do it together.
We are going. That's NASA's slogan. You gotta
Are we doing the
Careful with
story
that.
arc tonight? Because I don't have one of these glamours. I gotta go
No,
buy
we're
one.
not
or
doing it.
something.
We're not doing it tonight. No, not
Okay,
tonight.
just make sure. I don't have 2 hours.
What kind of skills do you need to do
Take
these?
your
this
take notes, Azeroth. This will be on the test.
Do I need a high skill point person, or is it a noob could do this?
I think
You
a
need,
fairly low skill could.
Yeah, you need like an assault frigate.
Okay,
Yeah, I
there you
think
go. So
they're pretty modest
not
on the story arc.
noob, but close.
Right. Yeah.
Dude, this friggin' Abyssal has
An AT assault frigate is what you
and they're
actually need. But
asshole.
Didn't save my character. Motherfucker.
I'm just gonna say these guys are not cool.
Not cool. I was in game. How did I not save it?
There's a Marshal and a couple Skybreakers here, and they're not cool. They think they're cool, but they're not.
people use Skybreakers.
In friggin' Abyssal space, apparently. I don't do this stuff. I don't even know how it
Oh
works.
wait, 2 Skybreakers can run it.
There's 2 Skybreakers and a no.
Oh,
the enemies, the friggin' rats in here. They're not normal rats. They're Eden comp,
I thought you were talking about someone running
and they're being
Abyssals. And I
assholes.
was like, I didn't think you could bring in 3 ships. You could bring in like 1 cruiser or 2 frigates. I thought, but
Yeah, no, I'm
And-
talking about
and-
the enemies I'm against, and they're just not. They're,
Yeah.
they're not real friendly guys.
You said assault frigate.
They
is
want you
bare
to
minimum.
think they are. They're not.
So I don't think I'm going back.
So I would say,
Flying assault.
the Eve Wiki tells you can do it in a T1 frigate or a T1 destroyer, but you're better off doing it in a T2 frigate or a T2 destroyer. Don't take a tactical destroyer because you won't be able to get through the gates.
So you mean like a faction destroyer, or do you mean like a command
faction
destroyer?
des- I mean, like a fucking like a Hecate. Don't bring a Hecate. Don't bring a Confessor. Don't bring a Sevipal or a Jackdaw. Don't bring those. You can bring
Bring your A game.
A
Just
Bifrost.
bring a Hawk.
Yeah,
Bring a Hawk. and
Don't be a
fucking
piece of
go
shit.
like
Is what
that.
you're saying.
Hawk
Don't be a
isn't
piece of
that an interceptor? Why not bring a?
Assault
A
frigate.
Hawk is an assault frigate.
Oh no, yeah. I'm thinking
Trading is
Raptor's a interceptor.
Yeah, okay, I see where you were going mentally. You're
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, that's an intercept.
I mean, a hawk is a raptor.
It was like I was just going with the bird one.
Technically, yeah.
But half of the Kaldaris are birds.
Yeah, the bird. You know, the bird ship. Bring the bird.
To start the epic arc, there's a starting agent, and they're usually somewhere in high sec. Hold on. You know what? Do you know what would be better than this thing would be Eve Uni. Let's go there.
Eve Uni knows. That's right.
Fuck yeah, they do. What are we talking about?
Guides for the epic arc
What's that?
to know what we need to do to fix our Garista standing.
Oh, this is something you're looking up for me, right?
So we can go hang out with
Yeah.
LB in low sec
Yeah.
and get Azariels
And how
or
do we do
something
that?
like that. I don't know.
So there's going to be
Ooh, I got a Damavik blueprint. Yeah.
3 starting agents. One's in Orval, which is high sec. One's in Obi, which is low sec, and one's in Tazy, which I think is also in low sec.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go to
Here.
one of those
Tasty,
3
not
agents.
tasty, right?
Correct.
No, not
because those are
Tasty.
2 different ones.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Tasty's near ER, Tazy's near Vale. Or Tribute.
Yeah. So you go to one of those 3 agents and you start the epic arc, and then you end up flying all the way to Venal.
As you
But you can go through Zarzak to get to Venal, so it's not that big a deal anymore. And then once you're in Venal, yeah, it's like 2 hours of flying around. As long as boss doesn't camp one of the pipe systems, you're good.
Then I'll be fucked.
Are
right?
those guys not very friendly?
Well, let's see. The thing with boss is a lot of them are participating in the Garistas militia, but you're
Are
not
they
in the
back in
Garistas
Venal?
militia when you're doing the epic arc. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
So-
you're not. Okay.
I thought
they
we
just
evicted
fucking
them out of
kill-
there.
Look at me
Like,
like a subhuman.
Can you really evict people from
No, we
NPC
just
space?
killed all their
No, you
shit in
can't.
there.
No, we've
Yeah,
tried that.
so you just
can't.
fucking talk a lot of
can't,
shit,
no.
but you didn't actually
Yeah,
accomplish
we
anything.
can't actually
Okay.
try
kick
for
them
agent.
out. They did leave for a little bit. They deployed over to.
They went over to fuck with Frat
Who
for a
did?
They
while.
went over to
That's-
fuck with. No, they went over to fuck with drone lands and fuck with our shit in the back for a little bit, and then they gave up on that after a while.
Talking about boss?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were deployed to
Boss.
Umon or whatever, and then
Yeah.
fucking with Slice for a little while.
Yeah, they were doing that for
And
a little
then
bit.
we shut it down, which, no offense to any of the boss guys, I have mad respect, and
I like the boss.
I'll say
guys.
nice things about them. Yeah, I like them too. But we blobbed them. It's what we did.
Yeah.
And then they fucked off to frat space.
Yeah. So okay. So they're back in Beetle then. Okay.
I think they're still fucking around in frat space.
Well, they probably space and Beetle and fuck over
Yeah,
into Frats
Beetle-
because I mean it's
Beetle
right
and
next
Frats
to
course,
it's
yeah,
right
yeah.
next to Fail or Tribute.
That's what I'm
whichever
saying.
one it
They're,
is.
when he said they're back, I thought he meant like back in our space. But no.
Yeah, because they left for a little bit because we killed all their structures at Beetle, but that obviously doesn't necessarily mean that they have to leave.
Yeah, that was a lot of NCDOT doing that. Those guys are bullies.
No, I think it was a lot of
Oh, they're
BFL was doing it a lot of it.
NCDOT did an entire like deployment a year ago, trading to clear out. Beetle and
Oh
Boss.
yeah, a year ago. But I
It
mean,
was
like,
real silly.
last fall when I came into PL, we were
My alliance
they were
sent,
in
like,
the middle.
supporting
They were
tweets, and I was like,
BFL
really?
was
Like,
in the
people need
middle
help
of
for this. Come on.
Yeah, BFL was in the middle of like
It was
clearing
sick.
out their structures, and they pretty much the first like month or two that I was in BFL, they were basically campaigning in Vino to clear Boss out, and then once Boss left, then they turned their attention back over to Declan to get rid of Brave and all those guys.
Yeah, I'm just talking a little bit of shit, like on my own
Oh.
coalition,
bit?
because I used to fly with the Boss guys, and like not with them. I used to fly adjacent to them.
At them. Yeah.
No, with them.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
like
yeah,
just
at
from
them.
different groups.
And
like,
props to them because they would
they're,
fight too. They wouldn't just be like,
yeah,
oh, they're coming at us, and they wouldn't just dock up. They would actually undock and fight us, even if they got.
Yeah, they're-
they would get smashed, and then they would reship and come back, and so it's like, I mean,
They punch high for their weight.
they were willing to fight and lose ships, even if they knew they weren't gonna win. They were like still gonna. So props to that.
I've had alliance mates that were like, oh, they're garbage and shit like that. And it's like, no, we're like,
LB, when I'm
lobbied
sober,
them,
you
but
have to
they're like,
look.
they're
Yeah,
good.
you can't call someone garbage
Okay.
if you like drop
I
like
got a
two
character.
or
Yeah.
3 to 1 odds on them, and then they're like,
Yeah.
oh, you guys lost. It's like, well, of course they did. Look what you
Like
brought
they
against them.
came and they knew what was out there,
Yeah,
and they still came.
But they weren't using super expensive. Well, actually, they used a lot of Munins sometimes. They were doing Munin fleets for a bit, but
like
there were times they come in and like
I like money.
Thrashers and Ruptures
I
and
like
stuff like
money.
that. But
But if you need it now, it's yours.
Oh shit!
It's
I think
true.
I do need it now. Is it mine?
It's yours. If you need it now,
Oh god, I gotta PM that guy and send him some acid.
need to. Yeah.
877 is now.
All my high sec karma.
877 is now. If you need it, just give it to me first.
We need to make a
You'll get it
commercial. Where's
back.
Manic?
I'm just glad I'm.
Let's just start a show. High sec buyback. We'll quietly RMT it for Eve meetup funds.
quietly RMT it as we, broadcast that to everyone.
I said quietly.
Oh, we did. Yeah. So they can't listen.
Don't
For
listen in on that.
legal-
That's a private conversation. you
Private
guys. That's-
conversation going
that
on right
was
now.
just between the panel.
Quiet.
For legal reasons, these are jokes.
We can
That's right.
RM,
Thank you, LB.
we can
Don't ban
RM,
me, bro.
we can RMT the Hilmar fund.
Is an RMT
Oh,
kind of like a
zero of
BLT?
Is it technically RMT if you get money for nothing in return?
That's right.
And,
Yeah.
and something for free. I don't remember. the
Yeah.
song.
Chicks for
There's a song.
free.
Ticks like what? Possible.
Chicks as in women.
Or like, well,
Oh, okay.
Chicks?
I
Oh,
guess that's
chicks. I
fine.
think it said ticks. I was like
Like
Lyme
baby
disease
ticks?
ticks.
I don't know
or-
that I want like Tic Tacs. I'll take a Tic Tac for free.
Yeah,
Uh,
they're
I
less
don't want
than a
Tic,
calorie.
though. Less than a calorie a piece. That's right.
Yeah. So you can eat,
0.9 calories.
so
yeah.
you can eat a whole box of Tic Tacs and actually not even like,
Make you sick to your stomach? Probably, yeah.
no.
I don't think so. You could do this thing as a shot. So you'd be
Yeah.
fine.
Why do Tic Tacs when you just eat a whole can of Altoids?
That's right. Gag.
That'd be a bit.
All right,
minty.
gents.
What's
I'm
their little
calling that.
catchphrase? It's like
see
uncommonly
you, bud.
strong or something like that. I don't know.
Curiously strong. I got
Curiously,
some
this
strong.
curiously
I
strong.
don't need to be
man.
I
swallowed
like
a
'em.
whole can of curiously strong. At
Oh,
once.
there's no way. You can barely eat one of these fucking things
Yeah,
without
dude,
hurting
it'd
your
rock
face.
your world. It's like putting warheads in your mouth in mass.
I actually like the Altoids, although
I do
the
too. I
Altoid-
just
I
showed
like
you a
Altoids
box
too.
of them sitting right next to me.
Oh yeah, like but the
They're
Altoid, like
classic.
they're nice, but actually I like the icebreaker mints the best.
But there's no way I could put a whole box of Altoids in my mouth and not die.
I mean, I don't know about
Mm,
die, but it's not going to be a great experience.
It's not going to be a good experience.
might
okay,
have-
want to die and die.
Also,
Different
in this
things, right?
economy, come on, man.
Oh,
Can should last you days.
What? I eat you through these fuckers in about a month and a half.
That's what I'm saying. It should
Yeah,
last.
like one lasts
Don't
lasts
do
you
it as a
week.
shot.
Yeah.
mm.
Oh, you know what you should do? You should crush them up and snort them.
Oh yeah. You're
How
right.
much would that hurt? Oh my god. I
A
can't
bit.
Wouldn't be great, but if you get it fine,
That
wrapped,
would
I mean,
not be
it's-
great. No,
If you numbed yourself
It's
up
not
with
the worst.
cocaine first,
no,
it might
that
not
would
be
not
that
be
bad.
great. It might hurt a lot. It
Yeah,
might
but if
hurt-
I'm already numbed up with cocaine,
What
why
if
am I
it's really bad
snorting
for you,
Altoids?
though?
Like, where's the fun in that?
Because why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Nah, I'm just gonna
Why
gummy 'em.
snort? Why not snort up a big line of ants? I mean, that's what Ozzy did.
Mm.
Fuck it.
biting the head off bat.
That apparently was an accident.
And it happened in my city.
So he
San
was.
Antonio?
It was supposed
Des
to
Moines.
be because there were
The head off the bat
there
thing?
were-
I thought it was at the Alamo or whatever.
So he
that
peed
got-
on the Alamo.
No,
and
he
they
peed
got
on the
caught.
Alamo.
Oh,
No,
that's
the-
right.
No,
that's
the
right.
original thing with the
The band from
bat.
Texas.
Mixing up
It's
stuff.
Des
The
Moines,
original
Iowa.
thing with the bat, I think, was up in like the UK.
It was Des Moines,
still.
Iowa. I'm telling you,
Desmond Nez.
It was-
Trade
That's
secret.
where it
so
happened, yeah.
there were prop bats.
It
like
started before that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Every
they're
cop-
supposed to
Sounds
be
like an
fake.
Alec
They were supposed to be
Baldwin
fake
story.
prop bats.
Ozzy Osbourne wanted to have like the old pie fights the Stooges would have with meat. So like he was telling people to bring like hamburger and like have a hamburger fight in his
Is
concert.
this like a war concert?
But it rapidly devolved into people bringing dead shit and throwing it at each other in the fucking concert. And somebody threw a bat up on stage. He thought it was a fake bat because they've been doing.
Oh, I
that.
thought they had
He
been doing
grabbed it,
fake bats at that point.
bit the head off of it. Realized it's not a fake bat. End of concert.
Yeah.
Did they end right away?
Oh yeah, no, he went to the hospital.
Oh boy, had
immediately.
bat in his
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
you
not
gotta-
swallowing them, right? He's just
Well,
like,
he
no,
did.
but there's still a
Yeah.
risk of rabies because
No,
that's
you
in the
don't-
blood.
Why are you swallowing shit?
Because he's
people throw
high
on
as fuck all
stage?
the time. I don't know.
No,
Well,
you
yeah,
bite
so
it
he-
and you spit it. Like,
But still,
He did.
that's,
He- no,
that's
he
what
went
we're
down.
Doesn't
talking
matter.
That's- he
Doesn't
got-
matter. It's still in your mouth, and if there's rabies
No, I
in that, you
agree,
could be
you don't want
infected.
bat in
Like,
your mouth,
yeah.
yes.
He did bite the head off a pigeon.
But
Also,
I was
Well,
hoping
bats
that
are
he
one of
wouldn't
the, bats
swallow
are a
them.
pretty common thing to have rabies. And so
so that's why he
Passage.
went immediately to the hospital.
right. That's
And
what I'm
it
saying. You got to
happened
go to the
in
hospital because like rabies is no joke, and even getting treated for rabies doesn't guarantee you protection from it. And if you end up catching rabies, it's
If you get rabies, you're
100% fatal.
Yeah,
100% fatal, no cure. So,
rough.
and there are things and treatments and a
It
vaccine.
make you live longer, but you die from it.
There's a vaccine. Well, no, there's a vaccine thing that they can do. It's not guaranteed, but it's effective. But you have to catch it
Makes it-
early. Once you
yeah.
show symptoms of rabies, you're done.
You're done. Yeah,
You
you're
are dead. There is no saving you. 100% fatal.
What kind of timeline are we talking about?
Probably
Very
within
months.
less than a week.
No, about a
Wait,
month.
Somewhere between a week and a month. Okay.
Yeah.
A month before you're
It's about
dead,
a
but
month,
it's
yeah.
it's like about a week or two before
First you
it's too
symptoms.
late to help you. So that's why, like, if
But
you
even
get
still, like,
if you
even
get bit
just,
by a
just
wild
month
animal,
more of
if you
life
get-
after you get bit.
if you get bit by a wild
Like
animal,
yourself.
squirrels, bats, and if you get bit by a wild animal, you should go get checked for rabies like the same day.
Immediately, yeah. And that's why they give
But
you.
you're saying you're
That's
dead.
why they start the treatments right away. Even
No,
if you don't have
once
that
you start
animal,
showing
they can be
symptoms,
tested.
you're dead.
Yeah.
But it takes a week or
Oh,
two
so
to
if
show
you catch it early,
symptoms.
you're
But
okay.
once you show symptoms, you're dead. Now,
Because
before
I've pet every wild animal. I want you to know.
Do you lick
before
'em?
you
You
show
don't lick 'em though,
symptoms,
right?
they might be able to.
I mean, sometimes they lick and
Sometimes.
bite me when I'm
Yeah.
petting them. That's part
Yeah,
of the game.
like
I thought.
they'll do like blood tests and they'll do and the things that you have to get a spinal tap to test for rabies. It's not fun
Like that movie.
because
Yes.
rabies travels up your nervous system up to your
Urethra.
brain.
Quickly.
No, your nervous. It travels up your. It basically wherever you get bit, it travels through your nervous system to your spinal cord and then up your spinal cord into your brain. Once it gets in your brain, you're dead. There's no
My
saving.
I've
shit,
got a-
my
I've
brain's
got a
right
narrow
right through
urethra.
my urethra. That's where my brain's at.
I know those fish in the Amazon do. So when we went down there, you're not.
If you have a
supposed to
narrow
eat the
urethra, you're okay.
I think so. They
So
can't
Hank
get it.
Hill is fine, right?
He's absolutely fine. He should go to South America.
Oh yeah,
Pee in
those
a river.
fish that jump up in your dick.
I went to Ecuador and they did coach that. They were like, "Don't."
Well, and
pee in the
and it
water."
has the barbs in
Don't
it.
pee while you're underwater.
It has the barbs in its fins, so you can't just pull it out either. Yeah,
That's just an asshole move, right?
right.
yeah.
It's just an asshole move. Why would
Well,
you have
can-
barbs in your fucking
like,
fins?
can-
If you're not an asshole, you don't need barbs
So,
in your
I
fins.
don't care what
right?
Catfish
beneficial.
also have barbs in their fins, and they're also assholes. So
Yeah, like,
it's
I
a
don't
recurring
care.
100%.
thing.
Yeah, 100%.
That-
They
that
horn the
little-
shit out of you.
That little dickhole tadpole with barbs. I don't care what beneficial effect that has on the ecosystem. Can we just extinct that fish
just-
out of
yeah.
existence?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Somebody
There
put some
should be
carp in that river.
there should be an extinct button.
Yeah,
Bam,
let's
gone.
just.
That's
Can we
fucking-
just
Ross,
introduce?
bam, gone.
Can we just introduce
What?
Pee
pike?
hole
Fuck
fish,
over the entire
bam,
Amazon.
gone.
Pike,
Yeah.
pike extinct everything small.
What
and
else could
whatever.
they possibly do that's
Just put pike in
beneficial?
the river? It'll
That's
kill
right.
everything.
Let's just invasive
Well,
species.
you know what we could
that
do?
whole-
Let's
Yeah,
just,
let's-
let's
for the
just
greater
inflate,
good.
let's
Yeah,
inflate their
let's-
heads so their heads are big and they
Let's
can't go up our
invasive
peephole.
species the whole Amazon just to get rid of that little.
What if you've
that
been
little tadpole.
sounding?
Just
John.
fucking DTT it. What?
I said, what What have you been sounding?
Sounding what?
So, yeah, what have you been sounding?
Nothing at all. Never mind. Let's go.
A man in your field of work, Dom, I'm surprised you don't know what sounding is.
I do know what sounding is. What are you
okay. I
talking
was
about?
like,
You said let's make their heads bigger so they can't fit in, and I said, "What have you been sounding?"
Oh, okay, that's probably missing it.
okay. I was
Good
like,
point. Yeah.
I
So
thought
now
you
you know. You know what you
Working on
do?
Your
You
size.
put anti. Fuck you, Barbs.
And this
so
is
it won't
after
go
the
up.
show, and this is when this is fun.
So it
yeah.
doesn't go up. It like reverse anti. Fuck you, Barbs.
So you wear one of those chastity
Reverse
things,
Uno,
and then
the reverse Uno dick.
That sounds like a double reversal though. That's probably bad.
Yeah.
you can't double stamp a triple stamp.
Can't double stamp or triple stamp.
You can't double stamp Lloyd.
That's one of the funniest like little seeds of all time, right? You can't double stamp.
I
or triple
loved
stamp.
that.
Guys,
And I had it on
guys.
VHS as a kid, and when I talk to people and they're like, I didn't think much of it, I'm like, really? Really?
They're probably
Yeah,
thinking
we're
the
gonna-
newer Dumb and Dumber, which was not good.
It was not.
Impressive
The first
accent.
one's the only.
Yeah,
The,
'cause,
the
like,
first
New
one was
Jersey?
so great because no one
They-
had any
they
idea
had
that
1,
fucking
2,
what's
and
his
3,
face
but then
could
they
be
did like a
comic.
reboot Dumb and Dumber that was more recent, like
Jeff
10,
Daniels?
5, 10
No one
years
knew
ago.
Jeff Daniels could be that funny.
Jeff
until-
Daniels apparently took $50K for that role.
Did he
which was,
really?
Like, way less.
I mean, he's
than
like the
he
tears of
should've.
endearment guy, right? He was
Because
all
he
just
wanted
super
to be in
drama. Yeah. Fuck yeah. And he did. He stole the show. He was way
He
funnier than
did
Jim
really
Carrey.
well. We called it a bullshit.
Yeah, his whole crisis with the diarrhea in the one lady's bathroom was
I'm fine.
like that whole scene was just like, man, like you could empathize with that. It's like,
No,
man,
you can, because that's happened to all of us. At
yeah,
least
you
once.
could be like, oh
They
god, yeah.
fucking
It's
clog
like-
the toilet up somewhere
you
when you're
put your-
embarrassed that you have to unclog.
Well, it's like
it,
you
right?
got,
That happens to
like
every
the,
guy.
You got the
Every
worst
guy.
diarrhea ever, and then you like go, and then she's like, "Oh, the toilet's clogged. Hope you didn't use it." That's like, that would be your worst nightmare ever.
Yeah.
Or they can make that
You would
worse.
crawl out
zip
the
your-
window and you would
yeah.
walk home.
Or the only thing make it worse is you zip your fucking
I'm-
nuts up in your zipper, right? That's it.
Oh
and
yeah,
when
yeah.
they talked about it next, hopefully you wouldn't.
How'd
just
you get
wouldn't
the
talk
How'd you
about
get
it
the
next
Frank
time you
above the
saw this person.
beans? Or how'd you get the beans above the Frank?
How'd
That's
you get the
what.
piece above the Frank? Yeah.
God, classics.
God, that's a funny movie too.
Yeah.
What are y'all referencing? I'm sorry.
That's
Something About Mary.
Something about Mary.
Oh, okay. I don't
When
remember
he's
that.
like,
He
look,
He accidentally zips
he's,
his shit up in his zipper, but he's
Well-
got his nuts above his dick, zipped up in his
well,
zipper.
but he was
I don't
peeing
remember that at all.
because he had to pee really
Very
bad. He
beginning.
finally
I
got to
remember
a
the looking out the
bathroom.
window thing. Yes.
Yeah, he finally got to
And
the
I
bathroom. He's
zipped
like,
it, but
he's
I
like,
didn't remember
oh, he
what
was
he
just
was
like kind of like just in ecstasy that he finally gets to go, and he wasn't paying attention to where his face was looking, and he looks, and it's her room when she's like undressing. He's like, oh, and
And he
then
was
she's
looking
like,
at the birds. Remember on the bridge?
Yeah, yeah.
oh yeah,
looking
the
at, like,
birds.
doves
But then
or
she's
something,
like,
and they
oh,
flew
and like
off,
closed it. And he's like, no, I wasn't.
Yeah.
And in a panic, he tries to zip his pants up real fast. And he like just zips his
And her
nuts.
dad's Keith David.
Yeah, that's
I don't remember nearly enough from that movie, but I vaguely remember this because yeah, he was looking at birds. It was like a
Yeah.
heartfelt moment for a second, on,
Right.
like prom
but
night
she
or
was
whatever
through
fuck
the
it was.
birds. Yeah, that's
And yeah, and when they like moved or flew off or something, it was just like, oh my god,
yeah. That's a good movie.
it was pretty funny. Ben Stiller's a
Is that
legend.
hair gel?
Yeah. Oh, Cameron Diaz. She was also a
Yeah.
smack show.
She was
I mean, she probably
fantastic.
still is. I don't know.
She did porn. Yeah. I've seen
She
it.
did what?
She did porn.
I mean, we've all done porn.
I've not been well, yeah, but no one else has seen mine. I've seen hers.
No one else has seen
Okay.
yours.
I didn't know she
Well,
did
not
porn.
nobody else, but you guys have.
I'm gonna have to like for science
Haven't I?
research this.
Well, I don't know. Have you looked for me in porn?
I hope you didn't just make porn solo and then watch your own porn and no one else has seen your porn.
That's called OnlyFans. It's fine. That's like the
What's
standard
wrong
these
with
days.
that? Yeah.
I
It's
want
not
you to make porn with someone and then watch it together.
Oh,
That's what I
yeah.
want for you.
Not a big group porn.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a group thing, but I mean, it could be.
Orgy
Shouldn't
porn.
be.
A porgy.
A porgy.
Most people.
That sounds like a fat person porn, right? Porgy. What are you looking at? I got some porgy going
Or
over here.
it's
Oh,
like
look at that.
porridge porn. Some like weird
Porridge
food fetish.
I think yours is worse.
It's just like
Steel gray notes.
it's just like porridge porn. It's like someone's just like, I'm ready. They just take like some cream of wheat. They're like, oh yeah, they pour it over.
You're
Peaches and cream.
spooning it, yes,
And then
slowly
the cream
circling it.
rises to the top.
Gross.
Some Randy Savage cream of wheat porn.
Oh
Hell
my
yeah.
God.
Oh,
That
that's
probably
terrible.
exists.
You know what? If it
Rule
doesn't,
34, that
if it
shit.
doesn't, AI
Should.
will make it exist at some
Yeah.
point.
Randy Savage.
Cream of wheat
Porridge.
porn.
Cream
It's
of
a-
wheat porn. I'm sending that to my buddy.
It's
tell
a
him to make
bold
it
new
right
day
now.
where you can imagination your porn up via some
We're living in
artistry
that.
tool.
We're living in that world now.
Yeah, like soon.
I mean,
soon
we're
you-
almost there.
soon. Like you could like tell AI, and eventually
Give it
we'll
a
get it to
full
where like, you
plot
could tell it
prompt
that,
and
and
it'll
it'll give
make
you
a
like
movie for
legit
you.
porn without like 10 fingers on each hand or whatever.
There'll be no human
And
exploitation.
you won't have like teeth coming out of the cheek in a
It'll all
horror
be just
fashion
living
and stuff
good.
like that. Yeah.
What?
AI, dude, like teeth and fingers and hands. Like it if you can
So
get an AI picture
Come out
without,
your
Dom-
cheeks? I
Dom-
don't like
Dom
that.
and
No.
porn,
Yeah, they
most
do
of the
that.
time you don't want too much teeth.
yeah, like when you
No,
try
I
to
get that part.
when you try to get
Okay.
AI to do
I don't like what you're talking about.
cannot do eating. People eating, it can't handle it. It doesn't understand eating. And so
I think they can.
It, like,
I think some of
morphs-
the early
it-
examples.
yeah, it morphs
'Cause
the
we're already seeing
food
them
into
fix
their
the finger
face and
thing.
their teeth go around, and then also hands. It has a trouble with like number of fingers and accurate hands.
Lamprey spinning
Yeah.
teeth. Oh, that's
so
creepy as
it's
fuck. Isn't
yeah, it's teeth,
It's like that one College
hands,
Humor
and
skit.
food eating is a real issue with AI. But outside of that, it can do pretty well.
Do you guys remember that one with the redheaded chick from? It was the chick who played Erin from The Office. And the
Which one was
premise is that
Erin?
She's about to. Erin was
Oh,
the
she's like
secretary
the
after
secretary.
Pam.
Okay.
Talking about
I think
I
the
remember
amazing
this one.
Kimmy Schmidt.
That's right, same
Yeah.
girl. So there was some College Humor skit where like the premise is she's about to go down on her boyfriend or something,
Okay.
and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be so dirty for you," and he's like, "Yeah, this is good," blah blah blah, and then she's like, "I'm gonna give you so much teeth," and he's like, "Wait, what?" She's like, she's like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna make a bunch of comments about it." He's like, "Wait, no, that's not good. Like that's not hot." Like wait. No. She's like, "Oh, you're kinky," and then she's like, "Okay, well, how dry do you want it?" And he's like, "Wait, what?" And she starts like using a napkin on her tongue, and she's like, "I'm gonna make it so dry for you, I'm gonna make it like a desert." And she just
Is this
keeps
a
going through
Saturday
like
Night thing?
she's. It was on College Humor, so similar vein, but yeah, just comedians making videos. But like each time he turns down whatever this like maybe just not great sounding thing is, she's like, "Oh, you're kinky," and then it just like escalates to something else.
It's like, what hell have I gone into?
Yeah. He's all excited initially, and then it's just like she thinks that all these terrible, torturous things are a good
I
idea.
got it. I got it. I
You
got
find it? Link
Oh,
it, please.
fine.
Link it, please.
What are we
Twitch
looking
It's
chat.
worth a watch.
Twitch
Oh
chat.
no, I have to watch this. I love her.
Oh yeah, she's fun.
She's hilarious. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
I love how home video it's filmed too. It's
It
so
looks
good.
so old. Hold on, I gotta try
Oh my
that.
god, that's creepy as fuck.
That's what it made me think of. I was
Oh,
just like
shit,
people
you
making
like-
home video porn and. Sorry, go ahead.
This looks so old. It's got to be like the start of YouTube, 16 years ago. God
It's pretty
damn.
early, yeah.
Oh my lord.
She goes, "How much teeth do you want?"
Scraping.
Alright.
I get the best blowjobs.
Okay, awesome. What are you doing?
I'm getting my teeth ready for your blowjob.
Your teeth?
Oh yeah. How much teeth do you like?
No teeth?
Oh, how about like a few slow chomps?
No chomps. Definitely.
Like a light grazing with my teeth then?
No teeth at all. No teeth at all.
Oh, you are so kinky.
I guess.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
How dry do you want it?
Not dry?
Wow. I'm gonna make it so dry for you.
No, that's the opposite of what is good.
I'm gonna make my tongue like sandpaper.
No, that sounds really bad, actually.
It's gonna be like a mouthful of sand.
No, please don't do
It's
that.
everywhere.
Desert in my mouth.
No, that's not a good blowjob.
Guys love it when it's like a desert in your mouth.
Where did you read that?
Where did you read that?
You don't want it dry?
No, not.
You are so kinky.
I guess.
You're
Oh
so
my God.
kinky. I'm gonna do this thing
That's
I
the
do with my
funniest thing I've ever seen in
hands.
my
Oh
life.
yeah? What kind of thing is that?
This thing like
Oh, No, please. No, stop. Please don't ever do that near me.
It flattens the whole thing out for you.
Flattens what
Flattens it
out?
out?
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Flattens out the blowjob.
Flattens out the blowjob.
Don't ever do that to anyone.
You're kinky.
Do you just want to have sex?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I'm gonna make it so dry for you.
Oh, fuck. Balls.
He gets so drunk. God.
Oh.
Yeah, just good.
Those of you
know,
that watch
good
that with
family
us,
humor.
yeah, good family humor.
A bit of flatten it out. Flatten out your blowjob.
happening. It's slap. That was just fucking. The
No, don't do that to don't ever
Don't
do that to anybody.
I've said that
Jesus.
to my wife.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
pretty good.
I think that's pre-office. She was.
Oh,
on her way
definitely.
out.
That might be pre Kimmy Schmidt, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, Kimmy Schmidt was after Office. I'm pretty
No, it
sure.
wasn't.
Was
Yeah.
it not?
Yeah, it
No,
was.
no.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was.
Kimmy Schmidt was before Office.
Oh,
Okay, maybe.
we have the
Incredible-
wrong
I don't know,
information.
The Incredible Kimmy
I
Schmidt.
don't know. I'll take your word for it.
7%. I'm 17% sure.
I've never seen it. I know it exists just because I know things, but I've never seen the show. But I was under the impression it was Post Office.
I like some of the more recent. Like this is why Andy went on a 3-month boat trip.
What was her name in the office?
Aaron.
Aaron, yeah.
I can't remember her last name, Ralph. Yeah, no, that is like I said, for whatever reason when we were talking about just homemade porn, something about that jumped in my mind.
Right away. Did you know Greg Daniels created The Office? I did not know that. I just looked it up.
It sounds familiar.
So
I don't know
Aaron
who that
shows
is.
up in season 5. When does season 5 start? First
Wait,
appearance. Oh yeah, 2009.
she's not in the office till season 5.
2009 she was in.
Yeah.
I thought
and
she.
then Kimmy, Kimmy Schmidt was 2015, so she was in the office before Kimmy Schmidt.
I
Yeah,
haven't
well-
watched The Office
I think her
consecutively.
performance in the office got her Kimmy Schmidt.
That's what I was
Probably.
under the assumption.
I
Kimmy
didn't-
Schmidt was her own show. Like I think Office kind of
Yeah.
elevated that.
I don't think I've ever seen an Office episode where she wasn't in it. So
So you didn't watch the first 4 seasons?
I didn't. Yeah, apparently
That was where Pam was the secretary, the chick that Jim's with.
Oh,
she was not
that's
always
who
an
I'm
office
thinking of.
administrator.
I was thinking Pam. That's who I'm thinking of.
Oh,
Okay, Pam is who I was
Formerly
thinking of.
with Roy.
She's the secretary. That's what I'm thinking of. Is Pam.
Yeah, she's a secretary, and then at some point she becomes a salesman for another company.
Oh, so she leaves the show and
an
this
office administrator.
and then she comes in.
yeah,
She's always
Ah.
on the show.
yeah.
She
She
just
leaves,
Michael Scott
she
Not
starts
the
a
joins the
paper
Michael
company for-
Scott Paper Company.
And then they come back, and then she becomes the office administrator because she says that's what she is. And
Yep.
the guy who runs the office at the time doesn't have the balls to like challenge her on it, and so that just becomes her thing, and it's really kind of funny.
Oh, I haven't watched The Office consecutively or in order or anything like that. So I just remember seeing like
That's fair.
some
I could
stuff
have
on
sworn it
it.
was the other way around. That's crazy.
I always thought Pam
The
was just
Office
I thought
is
Pam
the
was just like
great
a permanent.
North
I didn't realize The
American
Office is that old.
background
Honestly.
music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Office is so good.
it was really good for that.
Yeah, I do those. So,
You could watch it all out of order, it'd be fun.
do-do-do-do-dun.
Well, for the most part, there are some plot arcs.
Yeah,
but
like
it's really easy. To
there's
just
all the
fucking throw
memes
on.
that come from The
I
Office
feel the
too.
same way about Futurama and a handful of others. Parks and Rec
Yeah.
was great for that.
I've seen a lot less of Parks and Rec than I have the other stuff, but
It's a great
I
show.
do like Nick Offerman. Nick Offerman's fucking great.
He's a great guy. I know him personally.
Do you?
I don't. I just got a good vibe about him.
Yeah.
The man built his own canoe, and you can too, or something. I think that's the name of his book.
All right.
He's just got.
I'm ready to close it
Fun
because I
kids.
want to make this lasagna before. Well, it's
You
already.
gonna share lasagna?
It's already gonna be a midnight lasagna because.
Will you at least put some pictures out of lasagna?
Yeah, I
It's-
want some
No,
lasagna.
it's not. No, I'm not
Lasagna is
making
one
it.
of my
It's not a
favorite
homemade.
things.
It's a Stouffer's lasagna.
I don't give a shit. Oh, that's my
Put some
favorite
pictures up.
lasagna.
It's a-
Stouffer's.
I want to
It's a
see
s-
how your cheese ends up after the
Fucking
oven.
kidding
It's a Stouffer's like frozen lasagna. I'm gonna throw in the oven.
You're not even
love
gonna take a
Stouffer's.
picture
It's
of
gonna
it
take.
just for fun.
I mean, I can take a picture of you if you want a
I'm
picture
gonna-
of my
you know what,
Stouffer's
I'm raising my
lasagna.
Fucking
glass
loves lasagna.
to Stouffer's lasagna.
I like Stouffer's
Thank you for
lasagna.
sharing. Good night,
It's-
everyone.
It's yeah, but I'll do a shot. The It takes like an hour and a
Well,
half.
I'm turning it off right now,
It's
I'm
gonna
out.
be pretty much midnight.
I'm
It's a
going out.
midnight lasagna at this point. so-
Mic drop. Good night, guys. Love you.
I mean, you
So
don't
yeah.
have to stream your whole lasagna process. I'm just
No,
saying,
I'm
maybe
just.
take a picture.
Well,
of it,
I mean,
'cause
it's
I
not
love
much.
lasagna.
It's literally like preheat oven. When it beeps that it's preheated,
Here's the thing: I don't like
put the
spaghetti.
lasagna in the oven and wait an hour and a
but I love
half.
lasagna.
Take the wrapping off
Well,
after
those
that.
are two different things.
Leave it in for 20
I know,
more
but
minutes.
a lot of people think they're very similar. because
what
they're-
people?
I mean, there are a couple overlapping ingredients, just a couple. It's not a lot because lasagna has way more ingredients. And they're both fucking Italian themed, so it's like tomato
It's-
sauce. You
no,
got some meat.
the
You got some
lasagna's
noodles. Like,
pretty much
oh,
overlapping
yeah, they're in the
ingredients.
same family. It's like no, those are vastly different. Spaghetti is. I don't know the tier memes because I'm.
Did
not
you
a,
see my
like, elite
spaghetti
guy, but like,
creation?
what's the low ones like
I
E
don't know.
tier or
Spaghetti's-
some shit?
Spaghetti's not bad. I would say spaghetti's B tier.
Spaghetti has never impressed me.
I love
Like
spaghetti.
spaghetti
a
and
lot.
meatballs?
A lot of people love spaghetti meatballs, and I'm saying I'm not.
Meatballs
impressed.
is good too. I'll
But
even
when
just
it
do like
comes
just
to
ground
lasagna,
ground
I am
beef and
very
spaghetti.
frequently impressed.
Oh yeah, 100%. Lasagna is definitely S tier.
Yeah,
I think
Italian
as far
food.
as the pastas go with overlapping ingredients, because I feel like they come up on occasion. Maybe you've not heard people make this, but I'm like, what are you talking about? Like spaghetti's garbage, lasagna's amazing.
spaghetti. I love spaghetti.
Yeah, I don't think
Lasagna.
spaghetti's
I hear-
garbage.
I hear you.
I mean,
It's
lasagna's
fine.
got a little more. It's got the mozzarella and it's got the ricotta in it, but other than that, it's
You can
just.
get crazy. You can get crazy in there.
Oh,
Mushrooms.
you could do
throw
so
some
many
mushrooms
cheese-
in
I don't like
there. Some
mushrooms.
zucchini. Put some
Dude, I've had
zucchini
it
in there.
before where instead of
I
like,
like zucchini, but I don't know if I
pasta
put
layers, they've
zucchini
used
in
like
my
eggplant
lasagna.
or something. I had like a vegan lasagna or some shit.
I just do like the traditional.
It was
There's
also
meat
amazing.
sauce lasagna when I make it.
Vegetarian
I
probably.
do make my own lasagna and it's good, but it's a lot of work. And for the same price, you
is.
just get a Stouffer's lasagna and it's super simple.
And
So
like 45 minutes after I decided I was hungry,
yeah,
and
so
stuff
it's
in the oven,
so
I'm
it's like
good.
normally I'll just do the Stouffer's because it's super easy and the
takes
same
so
price. But sometimes I'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna make my own lasagna, and then it comes out really good and it's delicious. But it is like half an hour of work, or if not more, and dirtying up a whole lot of pans and shit when you could just toss the fucking thing in the oven
Yeah.
on a baking sheet and call it good. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna go. Have a good night, everybody. We'll be back. I mean, I'm down to play that Helldivers 2 on Monday. Maybe we'll stream it. I don't know.
Give me a ping.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll probably download it this weekend, but like I said, I'm busy the next couple of days, but Monday I'm open, so I'm down to play on Monday. That looks fun.
Cool.
All right, see you guys. Have a good night.
Yeah, bye. I'm leaving too. Bye.